Start the day with Boomer and Gio. Mornings 6 to 10 on WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1 New York, and Odyssey Sports Station. Evan Roberts. Tiki Barber. It's Evan and Tiki on WFAN, The Fan, 101.9 FM, and always live on the free Odyssey app.
Summer Friday. Doesn't it feel good? Evan and Tiki without Tiki. With Sean Morash for the next 4 hours. I got a lot to get to. There was football on TV last night. Sean Morash will tell us the results of his homework assignment revolving around second-year potential franchise quarterbacks. A prominent NBA legend hates the New York Knicks, and Andy Green's making a bid to keep this job permanent. We'll get to all that as the show rolls on. But one thing Sean and I have learned from the great Tiki Barber. Actually, I'll ask you before I reveal.
All right.
What's the biggest lesson you've learned from working with Tiki Barber?
That rookies suck.
That's a good one. Not what I'm thinking.
Okay.
He doesn't believe in coincidences.
Okay.
Does not believe in coincidences.
I'll be honest with you, all the years working with Tiki, I don't think I've ever heard him say that.
He says it all the time.
I don't remember him ever saying that once, but okay, I'll go along.
That just proves you don't listen.
Oh, I listen.
But he's always said, I don't believe in coincidences. So last night, between the football game, I was also checking in on the Red Sox-White Sox game. And the Red Sox did it again. And it's just obscene now what they're doing. Huascar Braziban actually blew the game. The White Sox blew the game 18 times.
Yep.
He was the victim one time. The Boston Red Sox are 31-5 in their last 36 games. The Boston Red Sox, at one point this season, trailed by 15 and a half games of the New York Yankees in the standings, and now they're even in the loss column. Here's what's not a coincidence, because Tiki Barber tells us there's no such thing as coincidences.
Okay.
The night the Red Sox began this run, the night the Red Sox began sweeping the Yankees and going 31-5 on the TV broadcast on the Yes Network, Michael Kay couldn't understand why Red Sox fans were chanting Yankees suck.
It's really strange, the crowd chanting that old chant that they have here. I guess the standings on the left field board, we can't see those.
Since that smart-ass comment by the voice of the Yankees, the Red Sox are 31-5. The Yankees are 16-20, which is just ridiculous. And the 15.5 game lead is gone.
It's gone.
And if you people are going to blame my friend Sal Licata,
the NL East is over.
For that 4 years ago, how do we not blame Michael Kay for what's gone on in the Yankee-Red Sox dynamic? How do we not?
Because
you can't blame Sal and say, that's just a coincidence.
Because blaming Sal to begin with was moronic. It was more fun than anything. No, it's stupid. It has nothing to do with the fact that the Yankees got injuries and the Red Sox got red hot. The Red Sox fired their manager on like a team in this town at the right time to light a fire. No! And I'll be honest with you, Evan. Who gives a crap? Because in the end, Michael Kay is going to be the one laughing at these losers up in Boston for what's been a fun little summer. Because in the end, the Red Sox ain't finishing ahead of the Yankees this year.
Really? You're still confident about that?
Not only are they not finishing ahead of the Yankees, the Red Sox aren't getting beyond the division series this year. This is all a nice story, fun little story, good for Boston, good for everything. No team could play like this to the bitter end, and I take you back to the 2002 A's. A freaking team a movie was made of. Moneyball, that 20-game win streak. Do you remember what happened to the Oakland A's that year?
Yeah, it didn't go well for them in the postseason.
Who did they lose to in the postseason?
What year was this again?
2002.
Well, in 2002, they lost to the... Hold on, I'm trying to remember. I think you got the wrong year, bro.
No, I don't.
I think
have it right in front of me.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah. They lost to the Minnesota Twins.
That's right. You're right.
Nobody loses to the Minnesota Twins in a division series, and that was the most incredible run. This is probably the greatest run we've seen since then.
Are you trying to tell me we had a Twins-Angels ALCS?
Yes, we did.
Boy, oh boy, you talk about out of my memory.
The point is, for the Twins to actually make an ALCS when they are always a division series entrant and exit, it took a team who had an historical season, that's all it was, to put them in position, and that's what the Red Sox are. The Red Sox didn't go out and spend a ton of money last offseason. They are the 2002 A's. They're the best team budgets could buy.
So I have always been skeptical of the Red Sox. I was skeptical of them yesterday when we talked about the AL East and the status of this pennant race. But last night, after they pulled off this victory, I have to reconsider things.
Okay.
And the one area I
You're
pause
a sucker,
on,
that's why.
I'm not a sucker. I'm explaining it. I'm explaining my thoughts. It's one thing to have a hot streak. All bad teams have a hot streak.
Yeah.
All mediocre teams have a hot streak. The New York Mets are having a hot streak. Some of their delusional fans think the race is back on. This is not a hot streak anymore. This is no longer, wow, the Red Sox got hot and won a bunch of games in a row. They've won 31 of 36.
Incredible.
This is 84 Tigers territory. This is not like a normal hot streak. And even though they don't have a lot of superstars, they do have incredible pitching. I mean, we have to admit, Sonny Gray is having an awesome year. Ranger Suarez has lived up to the hype.
Sure.
Peyton Toley's had a hell of a year. They're so deep they were able to trade Connolly early.
Yep.
Like, they may be really good. And also, lineup-wise, they're the exact opposite of the Yankees. Like, they don't have a lot of big names. The names don't jump out at you. Even the stats don't jump out at you. But the results have to eventually jump out at you.
They keep the line moving. They never say die. Look, I'm not saying the Red Sox shouldn't be applauded for this incredible run. I just think we're all kind of being pathetic as baseball fans that we look at what's going on August 7th and go, well, that's it, man. This is the Red Sox year. What? We got 2 months of baseball left.
But, Sean, it's not about it being the Red Sox
They're
season.
not better than the Yankees, and they're not going to finish ahead of them.
How often in baseball history, or even just the last 15 years, have we seen a team be 15 and a half games back and make up that ground in less than 2 months? Like,
Dude,
it is ridiculous what's that whole Michael K. comment and where the Red Sox were in the standings. The date of that day was June 25th. It's August 7th.
Yeah, dude.
It's like 6 weeks.
But that is exactly why I don't think they're ultimately going to finish ahead of the Yankees, despite that being the flavor of the month this morning. Because think about how much work they had to do in a month and a half to turn this around. That ain't easy. And they should, again, be applauded for that. To be able to do that now and then assume that they're going to keep this ahead of the Yankees, you have to assume two things. The Yankees are going to continue to play as poorly as they have, and the Red Sox are going to keep building enough a lead. I think we're at a crosspaths here where maybe they go up 2 games and something like that, but ultimately, I think we're going to hit a pivot point here where last night we look back, and that's the Red Sox magic moment, and then it deflates from here.
So pause on the Red Sox for a second. The Yankees tonight, when they take on the Atlanta Braves, are going to play their 57th game without Aaron Judge.
Yeah.
And I think we have to admit, just based on the update on Aaron Judge or the lack thereof, we're looking at a bunch more games without Judge. It may not be 56 more games.
Okay.
That would take you into the playoffs, but we're looking at least 20 more games without Aaron Judge. Is that a fair statement?
I think that's more than fair.
Okay. They've played 56 games without Aaron Judge. You know what their record is in those 56 games?
I think they're 11 games under now.
28 and 28. They're dead even without Aaron Judge.
I'm sorry. I was thinking something else.
You can think whatever you want. I'm just giving you the facts.
I was thinking about 2 years.
They have been a 500 team without Aaron Judge. Okay. You look at this lineup, which is absolutely improved because of the trade of Elliot Ramos and Luis Garcia Jr. Don't you still feel that we're looking at more 500 baseball? That's probably the way things go over the next couple of weeks? That's what we're probably. It's baseball. Crazy crap can happen. But the track record of this 56-game run without Aaron Judge has been they'll win some, they'll lose some. They're a 500 team. Do you not believe that until Judge walks through that door, that is the likeliest thing we're staring at?
I don't believe that.
What, they're going to just start winning a bunch of games?
I believe, and I'm researching this. We have something that's about to happen tonight that has not happened in the Yankees quite literally all season.
Go ahead.
Yesterday marked the first time all season that the Yankees had an off day in the middle of a homestand.
Okay.
I believe this is going to reset everything.
Oh, so they're going to get hot now.
I believe they just, listen, as much as we crushed the deadline and what just happened. And
you crushed the deadline specifically.
Most people did, other than Brian Cashman, crushed the deadline in terms of what happened with the Yankees. The truth is, they are kind of adding to this. We did the fire of George Lombard playing clean defense, the home run on the first night.
They're a better team. They're better post-deadline, yeah.
Yesterday was the first time that this team, since the deadline and really all year, got a chance to take a deep breath and re-examine themselves. I think tonight is the big turning point. And I don't think it's an ironic point that the Red Sox have their most riveting victory of all of these victories had and passed the Yankees on that exact moment and the only moment that this has happened on the Yankee schedule. I don't think the Yankees are stupid. I think the Yankees have urgency. I do think now that they got the news that Judge is going to begin light workouts, and because let's be real, those guys are playing in the locker room until Judge actually got that clearance that he could begin light workout. What is everybody else thinking in the back of their head? Is this guy coming back?
Do you think it's affected them?
I think it's probably worn on them a little bit. What's going on here? We don't even judge you. What's going on? Yeah, I think I'm going to play, but we got to wait for the imaging. He knows now he's coming. We know now, barring a setback, he's coming.
No, we don't
know
actually.
now.
We don't actually.
Well,
he's not even doing baseball activities. He's doing outdoor running.
But he's allowed to do activities. Period.
No, I get it. It's definitely a step in the right direction, but he's not close.
I think you combine all of those things. I think you're staring at tonight with these three pitchers pitching this weekend as the actual turning point of the Yankees.
They have 18 games, the Yankees do, before they next play the Boston Red Sox for that huge 4-game series in late August that includes a doubleheader at Yankee Stadium. What do you think they're going to do in these next 18 games?
In the next 18 games, I think that
And just to give you perspective, for everybody listening, the Braves, the Mariners, the Blue Jays, the Orioles, the Blue Jays, and the Astros, a bunch of teams that are Atlanta is very good, so we'll put them aside. Everyone else is kind of in that same bucket, like a few games under 500 and sort of in the race.
13-5.
13-5.
I think we're about to heat up. I'm telling you, I think yesterday's off day is immense when you consider
very optimistic of you. I leave.
An off day, we don't have to travel.
I get it. I'm surprised of your optimism. I respect it. I'm not insulting you.
I'm not telling you the Rays yet, but I told you this pairs with what I said with the Rays yet. I think the Yankees are about to start coming a little bit.
Yeah, I think if I had to guess, they're probably going 10-8 in 18 games. Like something that goes along the lines with the way they've played. It's just tough to imagine they're going to win 13 of 18 when they're scoring 2 runs a game.
They're not going to be scoring 2 runs.
There's no evidence that's going to change.
There is evidence.
What's the evidence?
They just added 3 bats.
And what did they do?
It's the first 2 games. Now I just told you they had the off day to reset. They're going to play cleaner defense. The pitching's going to get clicking. And frankly, I think a lineup shuffle's coming tonight, which we'll get into later.
Well, I think they need to make a lineup
There's
shuffle.
no
I
way
agree
they don't.
I think when you talk about Boston and the Yankees in this race for the first wild card spot, and obviously still the American League East, obviously there's a level of importance in it. But the Red Sox have already made up the ground. So now you're looking at the final stretch of games, a month and a half of the season, and you're saying, can the Yankees finish with a better record than the Red Sox? It's no longer the Red Sox have to make up this amount of ground, like we talked about yesterday with the Yankees and Rays. They're even. Like, it's about who's going to outplay who over the final month and a half of the season. And right now it feels like you've got the Yankees that are sort of in molasses. They're not collapsing. They're just there. And the Red Sox are on fire. Now, I agree they'll cool off.
They're going to cool off.
But their cooling off may not be enough to stop that train from completely surpassing them.
Look, you're even talking about the 10 innings. Like, that's what a realistic stretch is for the Red Sox. That is coming. So even
a 10-8 stretch in 18 games?
Yes.
Absolutely. But I happen to think that's what the Yankees are going to do,
and
which leaves you tied going into late August.
3 new bats have been added. The Yankee offense is about to – it may not turn into 10 runs. We do forget the first night of Luis Garcia Jr., they did score a ton of runs.
Let me ask you this question, then.
Score a bunch of runs today.
Let me ask you this question. I respect the confidence, and maybe you'll be right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's baseball. It's the beauty of it. None of us, nobody, especially our friends in Boston, expected the Red Sox to go on a run like this.
Pathetic. Putting freaking garbage bags on your heads in May. Grow up.
That's how they felt. You've done that before.
Not May.
But I want to make this clear because I want to know. Because maybe it's my justice for my dear friend.
Your David Justice?
My justice for Sal Licata.
The NL East is over.
Are you telling me that if the Red Sox finish ahead of the Yankees, and you're wrong with everything you said, this is not all Michael K's fault?
It's really strange, the crowd chanting that old chant that they have here. I guess the standings on the left field board, we can't see those.
You can't see me? Are you saying that this will not be K's fault if the Red Sox complete this comeback?
No.
You're exonerating him.
Yeah, he'll get heat from the
I am a
morons
damaged
on Twitter.
freak.
But ultimately, no, it's not Michael K's fault. It would be the Yankees' fault in that situation. Because if you've learned anything working with me, it's that believe in coincidences.
Oh, it's the opposite of Tiki. Yes. Who would deserve more blame for a collapse? Sal with the Mets in 22 or K with the Yankees in 26?
Sal.
You still put Sal over K?
Well, Michael K's got an Aaron Judge injury in his back pocket. What does Sal have?
The Braves never losing?
Yeah, but that's the Braves. It's the Braves, and Sal should know better. It's the Mets.
I'll tell you this. I would exonerate Sal from New York sports lore if the Yankees finish behind Boston, and I would put the Yankee announcer ahead of him. That's just me.
Oh, that's so unfair.
Dude, it's not even like a few days later. Literally, the day he made that comment was when the 31-5 run went. I'm not kidding. I'm not off by a day. I'm not off by a week. He made that comment during game 1 of that series at Fenway. The Red Sox swept the Yankees. They've lost 5 games in totality since June 25th. Like, bro, It's just immediate.
Yeah.
It's immediate.
It's just irony. That's all it is. Michael K., I got you back. And the Yankees are back tonight. I hope K's back as well, too. You missed George Lombard's first career home. We're going to get the calls.
Well, listen, everyone decides when to take vacation. And it's respected. Like, you can take it whenever you want. I've made some bad decisions when it comes to vacation. He knew that he was taking off around the trade deadline. That's his decision. I don't feel bad for him. Plus, and you know this as a Yankee fan, Ryan Ruocco has a reputation. Now, we all love Ryan Ruocco. He's a great broadcaster. But Ryan Ruocco made some kind of deal with the baseball gods because this guy gets crazy Yankee games.
He got the Domingo Germán, too, didn't he?
He had the Domingo Germán game. He had that classic in Minnesota when Aaron Hicks made the crazy catch.
Right.
Dude, Ryan Ruocco gets crazy. So if Michael K. didn't take vacation and were doing these games, he would have gotten nothing.
So George Lombard still would not have homered. Is that the real jinx?
I think,
if Michael K. was working this week?
I don't think that's a K jinx. That's a Ryan Ruocco. He made some kind of deal with the baseball gods. You know, Babe Ruth and Satchel Paige cut some kind of deal with Ryan Ruocco where they're like, Ryan, you're such a good broadcaster, dude. We love you. And by the way, and you know this, he got the same deal with the Nets. Remember that incredible West Coast comeback in 2019?
Yes. Oh, my God. He makes all those West Coast trips. You're right.
I'll never forget, and I won't do this on the air because this would bore people, so I'll just tell you how I did it. Me and a buddy of mine, he's a diehard Yankee, Knicks fan. I'm obviously Nets, Mets.
Yeah.
We spent an hour arguing which call Ryan Ruocco was more excited for. The Nets comeback on the West Coast in 19 versus the Aaron Hicks Minnesota game.
That's a good debate.
And we played the clips. We were going back. Well, he's excited here. He's excited there. And
he was nuts on the Nets-Lakers.
He was nuts. And finally, at the end of the day, it wasn't the Lakers. I think it was,
it was
Sacramento, right?
Sacramento.
Yeah, you're thinking of the wrong game. Eventually, at the end of the day, it was close, but he was a little bit more excited for the Yankees thing. Just a tad bit. And I never wanted to ask Ruocco because I didn't want to put him in that spot. He's a good guy. I didn't want to say, what were you more excited about? So I left it to our imagination.
Well, see, this is why Michael K. can't be blamed. Because Ryan Ruocco, because of the importance of Yankees-Red Sox, no fault of his, he's never in a position where he could comment on Red Sox sucks chance and put himself up to be jinxed. So that's why you can't play Michael K.
I guess that's a fair point. We'll get to your calls next, 888-808-1019. Plus, Sean alluded to the lineup changes that need to come. We'll discuss what we would do and some huge observations from the return of football last night in the Hall of Fame game. It's Evan and Tiki, without Tiki, and with Sean Morash.
All right, our friends at Town Fair Tire remind you that at Town Fair Tire, you always get the guaranteed lowest price on name brand tires from Connecticut to Maine. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
And this portion of the program is sponsored by Jack Physical Therapy. Jack Physical Therapy is growing in Morristown, New Jersey, with 2 locations in Morristown and 10 throughout Morris County. Their expert clinics are ready to help you recover, rebuild strength, and help you get back the life you love. For more information or to make an appointment at any of their locations, visit jackpt.com.
The Yankees play the Braves in the Bronx. 7:05 tonight.
Breaking ball swung on and a high fly ball. Deep left field. Going back, gone!
The home of Yankees baseball is The Fan. 101.9 FM and available en Espanol on the free Odyssey app.
$30 million in guaranteed prizes. Cash in this football season in Las Vegas with 3 Circus Sports contests. Entry starting at $1,000, all with no rate. Circa Million, 18 weeks of point spread action. Circus Survivor, pick one winner each week, no point spread. And the Big Daddy, Circa Grandissimo, with a $100,000 entry fee. Enter in Nevada, play from anywhere. $30 million guaranteed. Visit circusports.com for details.
Let me tell you the best part about paying for a year of phone service up front. It's not even the savings. And the savings are real. It's that you're done. One payment. You don't think about it until next summer. No monthly bill, no auto pay sneaking around on you. That's what Red Pocket Mobile's doing with their summer savings event. Pick an annual plan, forget the bill for a year, and even get up to 4 months free. Do it while the sale is on. Visit redpocket.com. Red Pocket Mobile, your new ultimate cell carrier.
It's August. The dog days of summer are here.
I wonder how Nielsen Dodge can make it better.
Have a Dog Days of Summer savings event.
That's a doggone great idea.
Now that's a good girl.
You'll start feeling the vibes the minute you arrive. Fun is in the driver's seat. Lease on new 2026 Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited 4x4. Just $289 a month. Yes, just $289 a month.
There's always zero down payment available.
The credit help you need.
More savings with your trade-in.
And of course, great deals.
Hurry to Route 10 in East Hanover. Online at NielsenDodge.com.
At Nielsen Dodge,
Fun is in the driver's seat.
At Nielsen, fun is in the driver's seat.
Make this the summer event. With approval, term 36 months, due at sign, $69.82 at tax tag and DMV fees. See dealer for details.
This summer, cool down with Dunkin' Refreshers. Sip on black cherry or try the all-new pink pineapple. Or try one of their flavorful fan favorites like mango pineapple or strawberry dragon fruit. All of them are ice cold and refreshing. Dunkin' Refreshers are the perfect afternoon pick-me-up. A whole lot of flavor and very refreshing. It's a sip of summer, only at Dunkin'. Dunkin' Refreshers are fruit-flavored, contain 0 to 1% fruit juice. Terms and exclusions may apply.
I'm Bob Burke, founder and chairman of Burke America Parts Group, a family of brands that includes RepairClinic.com, an appliance and HVAC parts solution company that's grown into an international brand. Before AmericanEagle.com, we partially launched a new technology platform developed by another firm. American Eagle helped take our technology to a whole new level with digital marketing, software development, and business insights into our key markets, appliances, HVAC, and outdoor power equipment, and did so both on time and on budget. AmericanEagle.com has the resources, experience, and talent needed to produce solutions. Our new technology platform, developed by AmericanEagle.com, has produced tremendous results with higher traffic, conversion, engagement, and online revenue. If you have any home repairs you need to take care of, check us out at RepairClinic.com. If you need a world-class website or technology project, then I would highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Call AmericanEagle.com at 773-NETWORK. That's AmericanEagle.com, 773-NETWORK.
This is the Game of the Week Report, brought to you by Hyundai.
Pro baseball action continues next week as the regular season plays on and the stretch run toward the postseason begins. One highlight is the classic field game return to Dyersville, Iowa on Thursday, August 13th, the first edition since 2022, as Philly takes on Minnesota for the showcase event.
The Game of the Week Report is brought to you by the all-new Hyundai Palisade Hybrid. Learn how it's so much more than just another SUV at HyundaiUSA.com.
Oh, hey, Sarah. Did you hear my daughter Katie got Camper of the Week?
That's a big deal.
We got a big deal too, right, Mom?
Honey, shh.
What's that?
Okay, that Hyundai Santa Fe, I only paid.
Nice.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days, or 1.9% APR for 72 months on the Hyundai Tucson, Tucson Plug-in Hybrid, Santa Fe, or Santa Fe Hybrid during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Offers end September 8th. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
Come visit the engagement experts at London Jewelers at any one of their 6 locations. Operating engineers Local 825 are the men and women who make our region move. So whether it's roads, bridges, or our favorite team stadium, they build and maintain the critical transportation, water, and energy infrastructure we rely on. That's why their advocacy organization, ELEC, the Engineers Labor Employer Cooperative, fights for those priorities every day. That's ELEC, representing the signatory contractors and the hardworking men and women who build both New York and New Jersey.
Diving for that grounder got you grounded? Oof. We've got specialists for that. Layup, take you down? We've got specialists for that. With nearly 50 Castle Connolly top doctors, Orland & Cohen specialists are considered among the best in the nation by their peers, which can mean a better outcome for you. From Staten Island to Southampton, our network is open 7 days a week, so you can feel better, faster. Visit OrlandCohen.com.
Whoever said fork in the road must have been hungry for the Sorrento and Sorrento Turbo Hybrid. Their 3-row seating and 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. With a capable Sorrento and Sorrento Turbo Hybrid, every way forward is the right way. Visit your local Kia dealer today. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Drive safely. See retailer for warranty details.
Town Fair Tire has the area's largest selection of Bridgestone tires. So we buy Bridgestone tires for less and sell them for less. The guaranteed lowest price you'll find anywhere. Plus, we give you more free services for life than any other tire dealer. So when you're looking for Bridgestone tires, there's only one place to go. Town Fair Tire. Because nobody beats a Town Fair Tire deal. And I mean nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
The night belongs to the fans. Join Tommy Lugauer for After Hours. Weekdays at 7. Call 888-808-1019. The WFAN phone line is powered by Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus presents the biggest summer in UFC history.
The Fan Focus is presented by Chef IQ. Watch the game, not the grill. Get your gear at chefiq.com. The Mets got a Nolan McLean start that was more like a Freddie Peralta start than it was a Cam Schlittler start with 5 earned runs allowed, but it didn't matter.
Did you watch the game?
Did I watch the game?
Yeah.
You were with me. No, I did not.
Okay, but I was with you, and I watched the game.
And I left.
It wasn't like Freddie Peralta. He got off to a bad start. He grew for the next 3 innings and then lost it once Keith Hernandez jinxed him by saying, wow, Nolan McLean has really settled in. And from that moment, he gave up back-to-back hits and a 3-run home run.
Well, either way, 13-6. That ERA gets raised up a little bit. So
to what exactly?
Numbers 3.51. I think.
Okay, solid rookie year.
Solid rookie year. I mean, not all world, but solid enough. They did knock the Guardians out of a wild card spot in the AL. The Yankees, meanwhile, got passed by the Red Sox on their night off, which is why there's no turning point tonight, as Boston won 13-12 over the White Sox in what might have been the Major League Baseball game of the year. And how about this? The Carolina Panthers got a walk-off win on a Haynes King touchdown run to beat the Arizona Cardinals, giving everybody who bet the Cardinals last night their first taste of what gambling in the NFL is like.
Good. I mean, geez, you're betting a preseason game. You deserve it.
That's a rough beat last night.
Well, no, it's a rough beat. You bet a preseason game.
I didn't bet the spread money line. I have the game locked.
You got beat.
Did I need Haynes King last night?
You got beat by making the decision. Now, did you watch the entire game?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah,
I was in and out.
I left a restaurant at halftime.
Oh, wow. I was in and out. I was excited to see football, and my wife was so confused. I can't be the only one who has this story. I tell her, yeah, no Mets, no Yankees, nice night. All of a sudden, she comes into bed, and she sees football on TV and says, what is going on?
What is going on?
I said, this is the Hall of Fame game. And then we were analyzing where we would stay when Tiki Barber gets inducted into the Hall of Fame. And the conversation ended with, when do you think that'll happen? Are we looking at next year, the year after? I was like, listen, I don't know the committee very well.
Talk to Gary Myers.
It may take 8 years.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Just be ready to go on the drop of a hat when it does that. Now, that being said, you know what I got shocked by last night?
Was it the same thing I got shocked by?
No, but I'll just tell you, because you just mentioned, is that on? Last night, I'm at a little restaurant taking the kids out to dinner. We're not thinking anything of it. Whatever. We get to replay the Mets on. All of a sudden, a swarm of 20 to 25 people come walking into this restaurant. Young people, 20 years old. Mm-hmm. They take up the 2 tables. All of a sudden, I see a remote controls changing. The bartenders are all over it. A big group of 20, 25 people went out to watch the Hall of Fame game.
Wow.
And I said to myself, this is why football's king.
Oh, football's king. Hayden King.
Hayden King. All right, but anyway, go on. But anyway, that was just a sign of people were ready for football.
No, I mean, football is king. And, here's the difference between football and every other sport. And I love baseball. It's probably my favorite. But am I putting on the first spring training game between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Kansas City Royals?
No.
And the answer is no. Obviously, I put it on. And here's my observation. And it's like a test for you. And then we'll get to your phone calls, I promise. Can you name the 3 former Jets that participated in the Hall of Fame game last night? Go ahead.
3 former Jets participated in the Hall of Fame.
And don't ask me about the Giants. I'm a Jet fan. I was paying attention to my guys.
Did Robbie Chosen Anderson play?
You're wrong.
I have no idea.
Bam Knight. Remember Bam Knight?
Yeah,
Donovan Bam Knight.
Yes, okay.
Kenny Yeboah, the tight end.
I didn't realize that.
And Isaiah Oliver, the safety. And I think all of them are on the Arizona Cardinals, by the way.
I should have gotten Bam Knight. The other ones, I
That's what I noticed. Because obviously it's the preseason. A lot of starters are not going to play. Yeah. We saw Kenny Pickett briefly. But I'm like, who are the guys I'm familiar with as far as being members of my team?
Okay.
And yeah, I noticed 3 former Jets, all within 10 minutes of each other.
You know what I noticed?
Bam Knight, Kenny Yeboah, and Isaiah Oliver, the safety.
I noticed for a 3rd-round pick how different a conversation we'd be having here if the Jets had taken Carson Beck.
Oh, yeah, we'd be over-exaggerating.
Yep.
Just like people are doing right now in Arizona.
Yep.
We would be going nuts. for non-good reason, because most of the time the young quarterbacks that come out of nowhere and play well in camp, it leads to nothing. Sometimes it's Dak Prescott. Sometimes it is, but more times than not, it's an afterthought. Long-term prediction, he ain't going to be anything.
All right. Long-term prediction, he plays for the Jets at some point in his career.
You may be right about that. I cannot rule out that possibility. Let's kick it off with Bruce and Yonkers. Hey, Bruce.
Hey, gentlemen, love this show.
Appreciate it.
Great show. Listen, a couple things, quick. I love Yankees-Red Sox rivalry, obviously, but it is ridiculous that they're going to be playing in the first round. Do you realize that you're going to have 2 500 teams guaranteed to make the Final Four in the AL?
Yeah. This is the second straight year this garbage is happening. I think it's more exaggerated this year. For those that are not overly familiar with the format in baseball, the top 2 teams get the top 2 division leaders get first-round byes, and then it's the first wild card versus second wild card. But the first wild card versus second wild card series will always face the number 1 seed. And so if you have a year like this where you've got these 3 really good teams in one division, they're all going to beat each other up in the first 2 rounds of the postseason. It's exactly what we saw last year with Yankees-Red Sox and the Yankees-Blue Jays. And so unless the Red Sox, Yankees, or Rays somehow fall to the third wild card spot, which mathematically is very unrealistic, you are getting, depending on where they finish, a mini tournament, a 3-way dance, if you will, between the Yankees, Red Sox, and Rays in the wild card series and the divisional series.
I don't understand how sports outside of the NCAA are obsessed with bracketing formats. Just reseed every round.
This is stupid.
Travel is not that hard. It's not like you're booking hotel rooms that far in advance.
No, I agree. This is stupid. And I forget who suggested it because I want to give them credit. It's one of the Yankee beat reporters. Axisa is his name?
Mike Axisa.
Mike Axisa. I think he's the one who wrote it. He's 1,000% right, so I'll give him the credit. The New York Yankees are just better off being the third wild card team. Because if they're the third wild card team, they would face the division winner of the Central or West, crappy team. Right now it is.
Yeah.
And then if they win that series, they'd face the other crappy division winner. Their road to the ALCS would be paved with easiness.
Yeah, let the Red Sox and Rays duke it out in the division
The problem is the Yankees would have to drop, I'm not even joking, 7 games in the standings to fall to the third wild card spot.
So you either have to go for it in the next 2 weeks or tank.
Yeah, but I don't even think tanking would get it done.
Now we have a real tanking conversation.
You really would. Let's go to Dave in Waterbury. Hey, Dave.
Hi, Evan. You guys got to get a new intro for when it's just Evan and Sean. You can't do the Evan and Tiki intro at the beginning of your show. I don't like it.
It's insulting, though. Like, I remember back in the day, Mike and the Mad Dog, like, Dog once changed the intro when Mike was out, and Mike was pissed. He's like, wait, it's my show, too. Like, it's almost insulting to change the intro when one of the hosts are out.
Yeah, for as big as an ego as I have, the show is called Evan and Tiki with Sean Marsh. I'm totally okay with it.
But Sean's not a third wheel. Sean's a guy. Sean's a dude. You can't do that to Sean. Come on.
If I'm a third wheel, the less expendable I am. So
do you want to just change the name of the show in general to Evan, Tiki, and Sean? You want to just do that?
You're asking me?
I'm asking everybody.
Do that, or change the intro when Tiki's not there.
All right.
We're not gonna change it, but thank you.
We'll file a grievance and see what happens. Go ahead. What's your point?
Also, I have a question for you. In a potential divisional series, where would you put Cole, Schlittler, and Fried? Who's your game 1 starter?
Yeah, I brought this up about a week and a half ago because I wanted to get ahead of it. I don't want to be hyperbolic about this. I thought the last start that Cam Schlittler had gave me some concerns about his health. Now, he's going to make his next start over the weekend. Yep. And if he goes out and twirls 7 scoreless innings, especially against Atlanta, I'd be the first to say false alarm, okay? If he struggles, I think we got to keep an eye on what's going on right now. He's thrown a lot of innings. He's still very, very young. I think if all things are equal, Schlittler's done enough to be your game 1 starter, but I got to keep an eye on the way he looks moving forward. But if all things are equal, I would go Schlittler, Cole, Fried.
Okay, and I got to think that Brian Cashman knows that Cam Schlittler is not hurt because he's pointing to these names coming back and helping the bullpen.
Well, no one's suggesting he's hurt. He's making his next start. I'm merely saying personally, me, Evan, and maybe I'm making too much of it, there were some warning signs from his last start against St. Louis. But he's clearly not hurt. It felt off in his last start.
I guess my point would be, don't you think the Yankees would have examined those warning signs before he starts Sunday?
They don't think there's anything wrong with him.
Yeah.
This is me speaking.
So I think
it could turn out to be a no biggie.
Okay. All right.
What's the answer to the question?
Cam Schlittler starts game number 3 in the wild card round because if I don't need him, then he starts game number 1 in the next round.
Oh, you're going with my game plan from last year. Remember that?
Yep.
Yeah.
But you do it more when you have 3 aces.
Yeah, I think because the Yankees rotation is so loaded, I feel actually less inclined to have to do that. I pushed this thought actually to Aaron Boone back in 2020. I'll never forget it. I could try to find the audio. My son's here, so maybe I'll make him find the audio.
Okay.
But it was the first ever wild card series because of the pandemic. And they played a best of 3 against the Cleveland. They were probably still the Indians back then.
Cleveland baseball team.
The Cleveland, yeah. And I suggested to Aaron, hey, I got this crazy idea. Don't start Cole in game 1. And then if you win, don't start him in game 2. And if all works out well, he's ready to go for game 1 of the DS. He didn't do that.
No, of course not.
And by the way, it didn't matter because they went out and they won the 2 games.
Yeah.
And I think he ended up starting game 1 of the division series against Tampa.
I think he had enough time off, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes the calendar works. Al in Jersey. Hey, Al.
Hey, guys, how are you? You know, next start, Schlittler is going to throw 8 shutouts and say someone in New York was saying I was regressing. You know that's happening,
Yes.
right?
Yes, no doubt.
Exactly. Hey, Evan, when did you get Big Mac to fill in today instead of Sean? When did this happen? It's a whole different Sean we're having today.
What do you mean?
He's accusing you of being Big Mac right now.
Why? No, this
Listen,
just
Sean,
shows you I'm
Sean,
level-headed. When it's time to be negative, I be negative.
Sean, you know I say that about you usually, but honestly, we have the Rays that their big trade deadline acquisition was Freddie Peralta, which we full well know what he's all about.
Yeah.
And you're conceding the division to them, but the Red Sox, which I think on paper are far better than the Rays, we do not take them to be legit.
Al, I appreciate you, but you missed the show yesterday. I didn't concede anything to the Rays.
No,
I
he
did.
No, but if anything, it sounds like he's accusing you of being too positive. That right now you've become Big Mac. Big Mac is known as the positive Yankee fan. You're noticed as just being a curmudgeon, and it sounds like today you're very positivity.
Yeah, I woke up refreshed today, and it's more
the off day helped Sean.
The off day helped me, and also I'm just looking at the Red Sox, and I feel like I'm a smart baseball fan. I've watched baseball my whole life, and I just look at what the Red Sox are doing right now, and I look at everybody going nuts, and I realize the playoffs are 2 months from now. We know how this works out in baseball. The Red Sox are not going to keep this up past the Yankees.
This will be the real test to see if Sean has changed or if the off day affected him.
All right.
Do you trust Aaron Boone?
We'll know that at about 4 o'clock.
I don't have a problem with anything Aaron Boone did.
I do because I think Aaron Boone is not a stupid man. And I think at 4 o'clock we're going to have a serious lineup change. And that'll be proof that he's got his finger on the pulse.
I'll pick your brain in a few minutes on what a serious lineup change
Okay.
looks like, because I'm curious. Let's go to Vernon down in Atlanta, Georgia. What's up, Vernon?
What's up, Sean? What's up, Ed? Listen,
Yo.
First time calling since y'all on a new slot. Congratulations.
Really? This is your first time in 8 months, man?
The Bronx
flies.
Yeah,
The Bronx is Vernon.
I've been chasing money and women, man. You know.
Yeah, all right.
I mean, what you
All
want
right.
me to do?
You're a real Justin
But
Herbert.
I listen to the show every day, man. But you know,
Appreciate it.
Hey, what Tiki out there trying to get back on the Jersey Housewives or what, man?
It wouldn't surprise
a lot
me.
of days off, man.
Well, you know what Tiki does?
Hey,
Tiki doesn't, believe it or not, if you count out the days, Tiki takes less off days than me and probably Sean. He just spreads them out. Like he'll take 2 days here, work 2 days here. Like I'm taking a week off. Tiki doesn't take a week off. He takes a day. Takes a day.
He is in 3 weeks.
Well, that's in 3 weeks.
He's a trooper, but Ed,
Yeah.
the reason I called, man,
Yeah.
is because, listen, don't blame Michael K. Because there's a lot of these announcers say some stupid things all over. I listen to a lot of different people all over, man, and it don't go back to bite them. I'm going to tell you who we need to bite on.
Go.
We need to bite on Cashman and Boone because they messed up this whole season when Stanton went down, Judge went down. They didn't have a clue or a plan.
Vernon, I want you to realize, and I hope everyone realizes, I know that a human being uttering a sentence or 2 sentences into a microphone isn't going to change results. I know that. But we as society, we like to have fun with it. Does a no-hitter jinx really occur? No. Did Keith Hernandez saying Nolan McLean has settled in yesterday just right before he gave up back-to-back-to-back hits and imploded? Was that the reason Nolan McLean hung a slider? No.
No.
Was the Mets blowing the East in 2022? No. But it's fun, and it's kind of amazing that ever since Kay made that kind of tone-deaf comment about why Red Sox fans are chanting Yankees suck.
No biggie, right?
That was the exact moment to a T that the Red Sox went on a 31-5 run. You can't argue that the timing is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, did McMonagle jinx the Yankees when he said the Blue Jays were frauds last year? All year?
I mean,
suck it.
You could argue that.
Did I jinx the Rangers when I broke out a broom up 2-0 versus the Devils?
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you are widely considered a jinx for that.
It was asinine. I didn't do it. The Rangers did it. The Yankees and Blue Jays didn't do it. Big Mac didn't do it. The Yankees and Blue Jays did.
I know,
People say things that don't work out sometimes. That's all.
Yeah, it's just the timing is sometimes sus.
Do you think Aaron Glenn has jinxed Geno Smith because he said he's taking him to the promised land?
No, I think Geno Smith just probably sucks, and Aaron Glenn was talking out of his ass.
I'd say the Red Sox are probably not as sucky as they were at the beginning of the year, and we were fooled. That's all.
What's crazy, though, is, and this is the good part to the fact that the baseball playoff format makes no sense. And you know what I feel good about?
What?
I feel good about this. I'll never forget this. So during the lockout, which is when the playoff format started to change.
Yeah.
Craig allowed me to email my thoughts on what the playoff format should be to whoever he's close with at Major League Baseball.
All right.
Which I appreciated because I'm close to nobody, and I don't want to be close to anybody because I don't want them affecting how I feel.
I agree.
So I was passionate, and I don't even know if he remembers this. I said, I'm very passionate about this playoff format. I think baseball's run by buffoons. I believe sometimes I'm smarter than them. Let me give them advice. And he's like, you know what? What do I care? He didn't give a crap. And so I sent it. And baseball was nice. It was like, oh, it's an interesting idea. We're going to do something else. And what they decided to do with is stupid. And what I decided to do was 10 times smarter. Okay. So you could see this coming, that baseball created a playoff format that's just dumb. And that dumbness is going to lead to Yankees, Red Sox, Rays all beating the crap out of each other in the wild card and divisional series, and it shouldn't be the case. I'm sorry, how did I get back to this again?
What the hell was your idea? The audience has no idea.
Oh, you want me to tell you my idea? Do you really care?
I think the entire audience has to know for the context of the last 5 minutes to make sense.
2 divisions, okay?
I already hate it. But go ahead.
You already hate it. 2 divisions. The division winner gets a first-round bye. The 2 wild card teams then play each other in a wild card series. 2 versus 3.
4 teams?
It's 6 teams.
You just said the 2 wild card teams play each other.
2 wild card teams in each division.
Oh, okay.
So that's 6 teams.
So I already hate your thought.
Why? It's exactly what we have now, except it's organized in a much smarter way.
Because what if all 4 best records after that are in one division?
What was that?
You said the 2 wild cards in each division.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Because what if one of the divisions has the 4
unbalanced schedule? So you're beating up each other in each division.
You know that would just lead to complaints.
What?
How could the better team not make the playoffs?
My idea is so freaking good. You're just looking to crap on it because you don't even understand it.
I'm a fat moron. I do
and it's better than what the garbage they have here.
No, I just dropped a big flaw. No, the only thing they have to change is just reseed. That's it. Reseed. You don't have to worry about who gets home series or whatever. Just reseed. Every time you move on, the highest remaining team plays the lowest remaining team.
And you know what's crazy about the Red Sox, too? Let's say the Yankees play the Red Sox in a best-of-3 wild card series. Whether it's at Fenway, Yankee Stadium, doesn't matter.
Yeah, saw how that went last year.
If Chad Tracy wants to be maybe too cute, he could tell Sonny Gray, you know what, Sonny? Hell of a season. Going to save you for the divisional series. Yeah. And he could throw Ranger Suarez, lefty, Peyton Tolley, lefty, Jake Bennett, the rookie, lefty. Okay. He could just throw Patrick Sandoval, lefty. Yeah. He could just leftify the Yankees in the entire series. And poor Luis Garcia Jr. is going to be sitting there being like, why'd you trade for me?
Yeah, they could do that. That's an interesting point. Guess what? They ain't scoring on Max Fried, Cam Schlittler, and Garrett Cole.
Okay, whatever you say, Big Mac.
Welcome to hell!
Let's go to Bruce in Brooklyn. Hey, Bruce.
Hey, Evan, how are you?
Good.
Listen, you blame Sal Licata for the 2020 season. When they signed Soto, when the Mets signed Soto, and they were doing good in April, Sal was on the complaining that Soto wasn't doing enough because he wanted to hear the Yankee fans cry.
Why are you picking on him? I'm using this. No, I'm using this as a defense of him. Yeah. And that it's Michael K's fault.
I am a damage
freak. Don't pick on this man any more than he needs to be picked on.
Yeah, remember when Sal called him Mike Clown, too? You remember that?
That's not nice. This is about how it's Michael K's fault.
I am a damage freak.
It's nothing to do with anybody else.
Remember when you broke the ice cream machine in front of Michael K at a playoff game?
I did do that.
Poor Michael K. It's all he was looking for was
all
a
I'm
soft
doing
serve.
is picking on him now.
And now you wonder why he's cranky. He didn't get a soft serve that night.
I broke his ice cream, and now I'm blaming him for the Boston Red Sox rise. You're right. I'm a bad guy. Let's go to Mike in Clifton Park. What's up, Mike?
Hey, guys. So a couple of Met points here. Nolan McLean, I'm not happy if I look back how the Mets handled him, I don't know if the Mets could have told him don't go to the WBC. But
you
he
think
did not
that's
have
the
a
issue?
normal ramp up.
You think that was the issue?
Hold on, let me finish.
Yeah.
Well, that's one. I'm wondering about that because Clay Holmes stopped himself, so he can get ready.
Right.
And then they fired his pitching coach. I don't think probably helped him either.
That's fair. That's a fair one.
But I think he's starting to right the ship. So, but I'm hoping next year he has a normal ramp up, and I think.
Well, but keep this in mind, and I think that this is my fault. This is where I will own this. When I had arguments with Sean and Tiki about Schlittler versus McClain and some of the comments I made about how good Nolan looked last year, I think we went overboard. I'd be the first one to admit it, because if you look at Nolan McClain's rookie season, which is this year, it hasn't been a bad year.
It hasn't been.
It hasn't been a dominant year. It hasn't been a Schlittler year. It hasn't been matching the words and expectations of a year ago. But Nolan McClain is going to get Rookie of the Year votes. In fact, it's not crazy that he wins Rookie of the Year.
Which is ironic.
So
Down year for the NL rookies.
Well, no, I don't think that's the case. I just think that we put him in a Cy Young conversation when the reality is he's a rookie. Now, eventually, would I like to get back to that discussion? Would it be great if we can talk about him getting Cy Young votes? I hope he can get there. But we have to remind ourselves, this is his rookie season, and it's been a very uneven year. He's blown some leads. We remember that disaster against Washington. Was it Washington? It was the night the Knicks were playing. That's what I remember. It was
The Knicks were playing.
Knicks Cavs. It was the same night because I scored the Met game while I was
the comeback game?
Where they gave him a huge lead and he blew it.
Yeah.
So you have that game. He imploded against the Reds at Citi Field. You had yesterday where they give him a big lead and he almost gave up the whole thing. Like, he hasn't had a great year, but he hasn't had a disastrous season. But if you want to say that his mediocrity is because they changed the pitching coach or the ramp up for the WBC screwed up with him, maybe. I mean, very well could be a factor.
If these numbers average out and what hold for the year and they end up becoming his basically career averages, is that a successful run of a career for Nolan McClain?
Yes. He doesn't.
Right.
He's not going to be Jacob deGrom.
Well, I'm just basing on the expectations. Would you be let down, all things considered, if he pitches to a 3.5 ERA?
No, because my bar is a little different than you. And we played this game yesterday with George Lombard Jr., and I always find it fascinating.
Yeah, we continue to play in the bathroom, too, which Craig was disgusted.
Yeah, that's true. At the end of yesterday's show, we were talking about who we comp Lombard to, and I brought up Andrew Simmons, and you were offended by that. And believe it or not, say what you want about Craig, not talking sports off air, we were in our shared office, and I brought it up to Big Mac, and Craig jumped in with probably one of the best ideas on a comp. He said, what if George Lombard Jr. has the career of Jose Reyes? Not a Hall of Famer, pretty good player, won a batting title. I thought that was the best in the middle example because it's not a bum. It's not a Hall of Famer. It's a really good player. Yeah. And you said yes.
Yeah, that's the kind of guy I'd be fine with.
So if you're telling me Nolan McClain, who this season is 8-7 with a 3.51 ERA, and that's what he does in his career, he makes 30 starts a year, goes 175 innings, and pitches to a 3.5 ERA throughout his career, that's a pretty good career. Yes, I'd be happy with that.
Okay.
Am I wrong to say that?
No, I was just curious. Again, we made it seem like Tom Seaver was here. Some of us did on the airwaves when he arrived, and that's not Tom Seaver.
Do you
make sure we're on the same page.
Do you think Andy Pettitte had a good career?
I'm glad you brought that up because I bet you Andy Pettitte's numbers are similar.
Similar? Do you think Andy Pettitte had a good career?
What do you finish, 403 or
Yes, but stop jumping. Did he have a good career?
Yes, because of the postseason.
Absolutely. Well, his postseason numbers mimic his regular season numbers. Is what it is.
But I understand.
What's his career ERA with the New York Yankees?
I'm going to go 403.
3.94.
Okay, close.
Now, different era, American League, steroid era. Right. So I absolutely.
And Pettitte would never touch that stuff. So.
Okay, sure. 3.5 ERA for Nolan McClain is not bad, even in this era. So yeah, I would sign for that.
Okay.
Does that make him a Hall of Famer? No. Does that make him match the words I used last year? No. Absolutely not. But that's a pretty damn good career.
Yeah, it won't be Cam Schlittler's career, but it's a good career.
Would you sign for Cam Schlittler having a 3.5 career ERA?
No. He's got to be Walter Big Train Johnson.
Wow. He has to be the greatest developed Yankee pitcher since Whitey Ford.
Yes.
He has to be better than Ron Guidry.
Based on what he's done this year, yes, he does.
Wow. He has to be better than Ron Guidry.
Yeah.
Now, Ron Guidry's before your time, but...
No, I understand.
His career ERA. Let me give you Ron Guidry's numbers, and then you tell me if you take it.
Different era.
I understand a different era. Ron Guidry ended up winning 1 Cy Young. Okay? 2 second-place finishes.
All right.
3.29 career ERA.
You got to be better than that.
Schlittler needs to be better than Ron Guidry.
Yeah, 3.28 ERA, definite. You're winning a Cy Young this year already, definite.
In fairness, Guidry's numbers came up at the end of his career, but that's a part of a career ERA.
That's part of a career ERA. Yeah. No, yes. By the way, it's time the Yankees developed a pitcher better than Ron Guidry. Wouldn't you say so?
Jeez. Yeah, but Ron Guidry won the Cy Young and he's like a borderline Hall of Famer.
Listen, for this to work for the Yankees, George Lombard on his end and Cam Schlittler on his end need to be two of the next guys in contention for Kings of New York.
I'm going to up it one more time.
All right.
What if he has a career ERA of 2.75?
All right.
Is that good enough for you?
Yeah.
That's good enough for you.
We're under 3 ERA for career? Yes.
Okay. So basically, Sean needs Cam Schlittler to be Whitey Ford.
Oh, Whitey Ford?
No, I'm going Yankee history. I'm not bringing the Mets in. Whitey Ford.
By the way, I've heard about the legendary Whitey Ford.
Chairman of the board.
You know how you talk about how 1986 is so long ago, you're tired of hearing about it?
Yeah.
For Yankee homegrown developed pitchers to be that good, I'm tired of hearing about it too. It's time. Cam Schlittler's that guy.
So Cam Schlittler needs to be Whitey Ford.
Yeah. He needs to be, in the next 10 years, one of the 5 best pitchers of baseball year in and year out.
How many championships Whitey Ford won? It's crazy.
How many?
I mean, it's not that crazy because the Yankees won all the time. 6.
6. All right. By the way, Cam go win 7.
John in New Windsor. Hey, John.
Hey guys, good morning.
Good man. What's
Evan, I didn't want to think it, but I think you're onto something with Cam Schlittler. I think he's a little. I don't know if he's injured, but he's definitely like getting towards his limit with how much he could pitch this year. I think they need to slow it down and maybe skip a start or go 6-man rotation for a little bit and just kind of give him a little break and reset. What do you think?
I don't think it's crazy. I think it's going to be tough to sell to fans because they are in a race and these games are important.
They could fake IL it.
But I think that when you look at his recent starts, he's mixed in some really good ones, but we've had some like bad ones. Obviously, the last one against St. Louis where he walks the 5 guys. He had the really good starts against Chicago and Philadelphia. He struggled against the Dodgers. He walked 4 guys against the Nationals. He had the bad start against Detroit. It's been a stretch where he's mixing in the brilliance. Like, you can't ignore that. The Philly start was one of the best starts you'll see.
Yep.
But he's mixed in some duds, and it's not because the league's figuring him out. That's not what any of us...
I think he's human.
It could be the fact that he's thrown a crap ton of innings.
Yeah.
And so I think it's something you could consider, especially as this rotation gets healthier.
Yeah,
Carlos
Rodon.
Rodon is on his way back. Max Fried and Garrett Cole are here. Look at Ryan Weathers.
Will Warren's kind of giving you better starts every once in a while.
How about this idea? Tell me if you're all right with this.
Piggyback?
No, I was going to say piggyback. I was going to say 6-man. Just go 6-man. Gives him an extra day. Gives Garrett Cole coming back from TJ an extra day. You like that, TJ?
Here's the
I
problem.
sounded kind of like a douchey man when I said that. Coming back from the TJ?
I'm not opposed to any of that. However, I would just question whether Max Fried and Garrett Cole feel like they need to be more in a rhythm since they missed so much time this year, as opposed to the extra rest.
You could do a 6-man where you work around those guys pitching every 5 days. You get a little creative with it.
Okay, all right. If you want to get creative, I'm open to it. Certainly.
I don't think Schlittler will be happy about it, but I think this start coming up against Atlanta will help indicate things. 2 of his last 3 starts have been really good. But if you go back to late June, you get mixed in results. And you just wonder if it's the fact he's going to throw more innings this year than he's ever thrown before.
Yeah, which is natural. No, he'll right the ship Sunday.
And you want to view this as October is really what matters. Obviously, you want to win the division, but you want to be best equipped for a run come October, and you need the best of Cam Schlittler.
Little prediction that's not that far out there when you consider what the Yankee starters have done. The Atlanta Braves will not score a singular earned run off the Yankee starters this weekend.
Can I ask you a question? I'm trying to figure you out, even though we've worked together for 3 years. I think you know me well enough to know that I just tell you how I feel.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm going to be really positive about the teams you root for, and sometimes I'm going to be negative. But most of the time, because you happen to root for the Yankees and now the Giants, who are coached by a human being who knows what he's doing, I have tended to be more positive around those teams that you root for.
Yeah.
The last few days, I've been a little bit more negative around the New York Yankees. It feels like my negativity towards teams you root for brings out your positivity. Like, the reason you're talking kind of cockily today.
He's a cocky ass.
I mean, kind of, with some of the things you said. Not that you believe in the Yankees, but that I'm forcing you to do it because you don't like when Evan talks down about the teams you root for.
Evan,
is that a fair observation?
partially, but I was this. You're thinking a little too highly of yourself, and I understand it. You are not on my brain at all with this.
I'm talking but we're speaking to each other. We're doing a radio show in which we're conversing, and you're hearing the things I'm saying, whether it's about Schlittler or the AL East being over. And I wonder if you're hearing it, and because it's coming from me, your response is more to get combative. Because you are to the audience, not me, being way positive about the Yankees. And we're trying to figure out, where did it come from? And I'm starting to think it's because of me.
It's not because of you. It's just because I understand baseball, and I think yesterday's off day was a big deal. And I look at all the Red Sox hoopla, and I'm just laughing at everybody falling for the banana in the tailpipe. Like, what are we doing here? They're not going to continue to play like this. So, yeah, they passed the Yankees last night. Do I think the Yankees are winning the World Series right now? No, I'm still pissed off about all that. Do I think I look at the Red Sox and Rays and go, get the hell out of here, we'll be fine? Yes, I do. And yesterday reinvigorated. It's the first off day the Yankees have had mid-homestand all year long. And also, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm in the building tonight. I'm changing the Yankee season.
Now it's you.
You said Michael Kay hurt the Yankee season with the Red Sox? I change all the fortunes tonight. When
You're
I walk in
saving the Yankee season.
I am saving. The run starts with me tonight.
I'm going to write it down.
Helmet Cup, the whole thing. No starter will give up an earned run all weekend of the Braves.
All right. Now, I'm not going to be here Monday, but someone better save that audio.
Yep. Okay.
Because if they give up 9 runs this weekend, you should be held accountable.
Get on my back this weekend.
Okay.
I'm back.
Well, we're about to get on your back in a second because Sean had a homework assignment that's going to benefit all of us. The performances of second-year quarterbacks and what it tells us about their future as we get set for year 2 of Jaxson Dart. We'll take a listen to his results. We'll take plenty more of your telephone calls at 888-808-1019. A very busy Friday in New York City.
And this Odyssey Sports Minute is brought to you by the New Jersey Division of Highway Traffic and Safety.
This is an Odyssey Sports Minute.
Washington Commanders absolutely had to sign free agent wide receiver Stephon Diggs, and it's a great signing by the team. You can't go into the season a make-or-break year for head coach Dan Quinn with Antonio Williams and Treylon Burks, De'Ami Brown, Luke McCaffrey, and Jalen Lane as the receivers behind Terry McLaurin. Stephon Diggs gives the Commanders' offense a chance to have a good passing game this season. I'm Nick Costos.
Hey, Metro New York. Ready for real savings? Switch to Allstate today. Because drivers who switched saved $900 on their auto insurance. So, what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for an auto insurance quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate. Based on the national average annual savings for new auto customers surveyed in 2025 who switched to Allstate and reported savings, potential savings and availability varies by state.
Now at Lowe's, faster quotes start at the Lowe's Pro Desk. Got a material list handwritten on a sticky note or saved as a photo? Perfect. Bring it to us and get a quote in minutes. And if you don't see what you need on the shelf, we'll help you get it. You can access thousands of products beyond what's available in-store or on Lowe's.com, right from the Lowe's Pro Desk. Build quotes faster and source the materials you need to keep your jobs moving. Just like that, at Lowe's.
Sal Licata here for CertaPro Painters. You know, my home is a happy place, especially when my wife is satisfied. And that's not always an easy thing for me to achieve. But my friends at CertaPro Painters, they had no such problems. Big jobs or small, the good folks at CertaPro Painters are at your service. If you've been putting off a painting project, give them a call now at 1-800-GO-CERTA. That's CERTA with a C, and you'll see exactly what I mean. 1-800-GO-CERTA. Call CertaPro Painters today and get a no-nonsense free estimate on a professional job that you'll be happy with for years to come.
Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated right here in our community. Schedule your free estimate online at CertaPro.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/team. That's ZipRecruiter.com/team.
ZipRecruiter. My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/radio. That's ethos.com/radio. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary.
Online health questions required.
Long Island is more exciting than ever at Jake's 58 Casino Hotel. This August, don't miss the Big 5 spin-off and your chance to win your share of $55,550. Be here on Friday, August 7th and 28th from 3 to 7 p.m. when one lucky winner will be drawn every hour to select 4 balls from the lottery drum to win up to $5,555 cash. Don't miss the Big 5 spin-off where Long Island wins at Jake's 58 Casino Hotel.
If gambling is a problem for you or someone you care about, please call the 24-hour toll-free helpline at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Hey Yankees fans, come out to Yankee Stadium on Thursday, August 27th when the Yankees host the Astros for a very special night in the Bronx, Seinfeld Night. The first 18,000 guests will receive a George Costanza Calzone bobblehead presented by Star. Tickets are on sale now at Yankees.com/tickets. Don't miss Seinfeld Night and the George Costanza Calzone bobblehead, Thursday, August 27th. Yankees versus Astros at Yankee Stadium.
Small business owners love what they do, and Verizon Business loves small business owners. That's why Verizon Business experts come directly to you, so you can spend more time doing what you love. Their experts show up on your schedule, ready to offer proven expertise and learn about the needs of your specific setup firsthand. And they don't quit till the solutions fit, even as your business grows. So save the time and stay where your business needs you most. Verizon Business. Visit Verizon.com/book today and schedule an appointment with your local Verizon Business expert.
Hi, I'm Patty, founder of Awesome Tex. I started with a big idea to give old clothes a new life by turning them into recycled fibers and threads. Everyone told me that this was going to be impossible, but Chase for Business believed in me. They gave me a lot of guidance from the beginning.
Get financial guidance from bankers in the New York community and convenient digital tools all in one place. Learn more at chaseforbusiness.com. Make more of what's yours. Real customers compensated. JPMorgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
To make exercise a habit, find something you enjoy, like shopping. It counts as a workout when it's Kohl's Active Sale. Get 20% off across the store and 25% off top active brands that'll have you feeling your best. Adding to your cart is pretty much cardio, right? Find out at Kohl's. Select styles. 25% offer ends August 15th. 20% offer ends August 16th. Exclusions apply. See store or Kohls.com for details.
Hey, it's Brew, and I feel like everything in my life depends on being connected. Whether I'm uploading a video, hopping on a call before my show, or video chatting with my family back in Michigan, I never have to think about my Wi-Fi. And that's why Xfinity stands out. You get the most reliable, fiber-powered Wi-Fi with the best equipment at one price for 5 years guaranteed. No contracts or commitments. Plus, you can get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi. Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas. Use of fiber or coaxial cable. Learn more at Xfinity.com/same-day Wi-Fi. Xfinity, imagine that.
The best time to recommit to your gut health goals? Right now. Take charge of your gut with Nature Made. Our clinically studied ingredients support digestive health. Digestive enzymes break down nutrients. Probiotic and prebiotic fiber nourish good gut bacteria. And super greens with probiotics empower daily digestive health. Try the full lineup of gut health support from Nature Made, the #1 pharmacist-recommended vitamin and supplement brand. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
I scream. You scream. We all scream. Because Wendy's famous small classic Frosty is just $1 for a limited time. More screaming, happy screaming, summer screaming, dollar small classic Frosty screaming! But please don't scream in the drive-thru. It hurts the employees' ears. Get a $1 small classic Frosty for a limited time, only at Wendy's.
U.S. price and participation may vary. A la carte only, not valid for delivery. Limit 10 per transaction. Price may be higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight illnesses like pneumococcal pneumonia and RSV. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and can help protect you from getting really sick. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. See more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer. Tune in to Odyssey Mets Radio on 880 AM. Brought to you by the #1 Westbury Toyota Construction Sale.
Talk sports after hours with Tommy Lugauer, 7 to midnight. WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1 New York, and Odyssey Sports Station.
There's an eye test and then there's the facts. Like sometimes we don't like to hear the facts. We're bored by the facts or the stats or whatever, the data. But I've always had the eye test belief that when it comes to a franchise quarterback, and we have such experience with that with the Jets and Giants drafting somebody and then trying to be patient in evaluating them, I've always had this theory that in year 2, we're either going to know or we're not going to know. Like once we get past year 2, we're kidding ourselves if we say the jury is still out. When we did that with Zach Wilson or Daniel Jones, we should have known. Year 2 is the moment where you just know. So I asked Sean Morash last night, no Yankee game, Hall of Fame game, homework assignment. Look up the top quarterback prospects, how they fared in year 2, and if my observation with my eyes and brain over the last decade and a half is backed up by the facts. Sean said, just remind me that I should send him a text reminding him of the homework assignment. I did. I wrote him a text that said homework.
Did I answer you?
You did not.
Okay.
Did anyone else remind you?
Yeah, somebody at the restaurant I was at the moment, the Hall of Fame game, interrupted my dinner to whisper in my ear, make sure to do your homework. And then I noticed a couple Instagram messages telling me to do my homework.
I appreciate the people.
I do appreciate the people, too. So would you agree part of homework is studying?
Sure.
Studying. So I did my homework. I studied Evan Roberts, which told me I knew Evan was going to do the work. So, Evan, what do you got for us?
I didn't do the work.
You didn't?
It was your homework assignment.
Yeah,
now you're asking me to do the work?
Because I knew you would anyway. So that was my work.
I didn't do the work.
Well, then I guess we don't have a segment.
Are you kidding me?
I told you. I was going to study. I studied you. I knew you were going to do it, so do it.
I didn't do it.
So show
you
it to me.
didn't do your homework assignment?
No, my homework assignment. I did my homework assignment, which was don't do it because Evan's doing it.
So you didn't do anything?
Nope. So let's give it to me.
This is ridiculous.
Did
you
you
had
do it?
someone remind you at a restaurant. You had I reminded you, and your decision was I'm not going to do it because I think Evan's going to do it.
Sometimes points have to be proven.
I didn't do it, Sean. We're going to move on. Segment's dead.
Let me see the iPad.
Well, fine. Here's
my
my iPad.
Pull up the folder that says quarterbacks
No,
drafted.
there is no folder. This is what I wrote down for the show, my Aaron Judge stats.
All right, so move on to a call.
You didn't do it.
I told you I didn't.
We may have to fire you.
No, you don't. I'm contractually signed here through January 2028.
All right, I did do it.
By the way, so did I, but I wanted you to admit
it. In fairness, I only did it because I was afraid. But now that you've admitted you did it, I'd rather hear your work first. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, first of all, here's what I did. I didn't do, because of a little spat we had in the newsroom, wins, losses. I just did statistically yardage, pass, 4 touchdowns.
Wins and losses don't tell us the story. And Mark Sanchez was in the AFC Championship game in the first 2 years of his career.
Look, here's the barometer I found. I went back since 2016, and obviously we can't include Cam Ward, Jaxson Dart, or Tyler Shook yet because we don't have a year 2, right? So that gives us 10 years of quarterbacks drafted in the first round, except I threw in one caveat. I did include Dak Prescott because,
fair enough.
He earned the job in camp. 33 quarterbacks have been taken in either round 1 or with Dak Prescott. 33. Now, what I just realized in real time is I didn't include Jalen Hurts. If I included Dak, I should have done anyway, but I'm thinking out loud. Just work with me.
Fair enough.
One of them didn't play in year 2. His name was Jordan Love. So I have nothing to go
Can't
off
include
with that.
Jordan Love.
Okay.
I agree.
So based off the 32 quarterbacks I had, 14 did not pass for 3,000 yards. 18 did. So right off the bat, I'm going to tell you those 14 guys that didn't names because I think this is a good jumping off point.
Okay.
Paxton Lynch.
Turned into nothing.
Josh Rosen.
Turned into nothing.
Daniel Jones.
I mean, not a franchise quarterback, but sure, NFL quarterback.
The late Dwayne Haskins.
Okay.
Tua. Zach Wilson.
Not a franchise quarterback.
Justin Fields.
Not a franchise quarterback.
Mac Jones.
Not a franchise quarterback.
Kenny Pickett.
Not a franchise quarterback.
Bryce Young.
Jury is out. He has a chance to break through this.
Okay, Anthony Richardson.
Not a franchise quarterback.
J.J. McCarthy.
Hasn't played enough to give an answer to that, but probably not a franchise quarterback.
Michael Penix.
Yep, not a franchise.
And then the other one, injury caveat, Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, Jaden Daniels is a franchise quarterback, at least we assume based on health, but he also had a great rookie year, so we knew the answer immediately.
So it's different. I agree.
The only person on that list that could break the trend of not being the answer in year 2, but then becoming the answer is Bryce Young.
Okay.
And I'll ask you with truth serum, and I'll answer it myself too. Do you think Bryce Young's a franchise quarterback?
Not a top 12 guy.
No, me neither.
Yeah.
So,
I think he's going to be one of those guys you're very complicated to pay.
Yeah, and I think he fits kind of that Daniel Jones mold, the Mac Jones mold. There's nothing wrong with those guys, but they are not franchise quarterbacks. They're just not. And so what you learn from that little first part is that nobody who had those failures of year 2, broke through and became a franchise quarterback. Not a one. Some of them are okay.
Yeah.
Some of them are decent. Some of them are guys you wouldn't mind on your roster as a caretaker. Not a one. Other than Jaden Daniels, who I wouldn't include because his rookie season was his breakout year.
Yep. Okay, so the reason I wanted to do it this way, it's almost like playing a game of Survivor. I think your first litmus test for Jaxson Dart this year is, barring injury like Jaden Daniels, although Jaden proved way more in his rookie year.
Way more.
I said way more. You don't have to
you didn't emphasize it enough.
Way more.
He was in the NFC Championship game.
Dude.
Bro, you're way more.
You're firing at the wrong guy here because I told you the reason I won't commit to the Commanders under is Jaden Daniels could be the best quarterback in football.
Okay.
All right? So this is the first thing. Jaxson Dart, I think, has to throw for 3,000 yards this year. Would you agree with that based on those names I gave
think
you?
So.
All right. So
based on the criteria?
Based on the criteria. So that leaves you with 18 guys who did throw for 3,000 yards, and I'll give you some of the other stuff to go with it.
Before you give the answer, my prediction is it's going to be littered with franchise quarterbacks and guys that flamed out. Because I think have seen guys... I guess that would be the only choice.
There's only what are we talking about?
All right, go ahead.
Whatever. All right. But for different reasons. So
Right.
this is going to weigh it against there. 2016, I gave you Paxton Lynch.
Yes.
All right, out. That draft, Jared Goff, Carson Wentz, and Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
All had really good second
Jared
years.
Goff, Dak Prescott are on that line. They're franchise quarterbacks. Carson Wentz is fascinating the fall off.
So his second
injury
year
having a lot to do with
his second year, 3,296 yards, 33 touchdowns, 7 picks, rushed for 300 yards, no touchdowns. That's a great year.
No doubt.
So if Jaxson Dart has that year, though, do we have to go, well, Carson Wentz had that year?
Keep going. Keep going.
2017, Patrick Mahomes threw for 5,000 yards, which was also pseudo his rookie year.
I
He didn't really
get
play.
you. Yep.
Deshaun Watson threw for over 4,000 yards, 26-9. And then you had Mitchell Trubisky throw for 3,223, 24-12. So good year, I think, for Mitchell Trubisky.
No
He
doubt.
made the playoffs that year, too. That's another one of those guys that you put up there like Carson Wentz. 2018, Baker Mayfield had an insane yardage year, but his touchdown-interception ratio was basically 1-to-1.
Yep.
And we've seen what's happened with him since. Sam Darnold, 3,024 yards, 19 touchdowns, 13 picks. Baker and Sam Darnold, kind of interesting. Similar numbers in many ways, found their success elsewhere. And then, of course, you have Josh Allen, who's insane, and Lamar Jackson, who threw for 36 touchdowns and 6 picks in his second year, not including all the rushing. 2019, I gave you Jones and Haskins. Well, Kyler Murray, 3,971 yards throwing, 819 on the ground, a combined 37 touchdowns to 12 picks. Now we saw what happened with him. So
I have a
mixed
conclusion
bag.
already developed from all of this
All right.
information.
Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert, obviously with the other guys besides Tua and Jordan Love, insane numbers, as you can imagine. Justin Herbert joined the 5,000 yardage club like Patrick Mahomes. 2021, I gave you Zach Wilson, Justin Fields, Mac Jones, all. Trevor Lawrence, 4,000 yards, 25 touchdowns, 8 picks. But again, he's a mixed bag. And then, of course, I gave you Kenny Pickett stinks. C.J. Stroud was the guy who threw for 3,000 yards in 2023, 20 and 12. Jury's still out. And then last year, you had Caleb Williams, Drake May, and Bo Nix all make the playoffs and deep runs.
Here's the conclusion we can draw. I think it's very fair based on all the great homework you did. And I didn't do the homework, okay? I just needed to say that to get you to do it. If you have a bad second year or an average to mediocre second year, that's a wrap. You're not going to be a franchise quarterback. There is zero evidence you have supplied of any example outside of the possibility of Bryce Young or a second-year young prospect quarterback had a bad to mediocre second year and turned into anything worth a damn. But if you have a big second year, while it shoots up your odds of being a franchise quarterback, there's always the possibility you're Carson Wentz. There's always the possibility that you fall off. I'd say the odds are pretty good. Like, based on the guys you gave, it's probably a 70% chance you're the franchise quarterback. So I think they're high. But if Jaxson Dart, and this is the conclusion I think we can all sign off on going into this second year, that if Jaxson Dart doesn't have a breakthrough second season, then we don't need to waste our time debating if he's a franchise quarterback or not.
I agree. And
we're going to know.
And I think we'll put you over the edge. I use 3,000 as a barometer. Just the 4,000 yardage mark. Mahomes, Deshaun Watson, who I think fell apart for other reasons. He was a franchise quarterback.
He was. I agree. That's why I would include him because he was for a while.
Yeah. Burrow, Justin Herbert, Trevor Lawrence.
They're all the guys.
They're all guys.
They're
right?
all the
They're all
guys.
dudes.
Like, think
and
about
Drake
the top.
May was the other one. Caleb Williams fell short by 60 yards. So the point being, if we walk away and Jaxson Dart has thrown for 4,000 yards this year, that is the elite of elite company.
I think if he has a big year, we are pretty certain he's the franchise quarterback. If he has a crappy year, we can't sit here in January and say, well, maybe he's the guy. Maybe. No, he won't be. I mean, the data just proves it. The facts prove it. Yeah. There's no outlier other than Bryce Young, and I don't think he is a franchise quarterback.
Right.
I give him credit. His career's turned around, and that's awesome, but I don't think he's ever going to be on that other ticket of quarterbacks. Right.
So, again, you can fall apart in the 3,000 range in year 3, but for year 2, I think you got to get to at least 3,000, 4,000. I think you're a slam dunk franchise guy. So, that's your homework.
We're on the same conclusion here.
Yeah, we are. I think this is why numbers help. I always tell you got to look into the numbers, obviously.
You never say that.
And all that. And
you get mad when I tell you to do that because it means you got to work.
Well, sometimes numbers lie. I did the work, so now you can pipe down.
I appreciate it. I think you did the audience a favor. Now we're all smarter.
All right. Now, what else did you learn from your homework?
Oh, do you remember late in yesterday's show?
Okay.
I said to you, you forgot who the backup quarterback was for some team. I forget which team. The Buffalo Bills.
Kyle Allen.
And I said to you, we should play a game called Who's the Backup Quarterback?
Yeah.
So I did my research. You want to play it real quick?
Yeah, well, it's fun. Okay, you know what? It's a Friday in the summer. We're thinking football. What do we got?
Green Bay Packers.
Green Bay Packers because there's no more Malik Willis. So they have Tyrod Taylor.
Good job. Jacksonville Jaguars. Started a game against the Giants a few years ago.
He started a game against the Giants in prime time. Josh Dobbs.
Nick Mullins.
Oh.
Am I right about that, by the way?
He started on Monday Night Football versus the
I
Giants.
had a big show. Right
That's
about that.
A lot longer than you think ago.
Backing up Joe Burrow in Cincinnati is...
Well, they got rid of the other guy. Is it Flacco?
Joe Flacco. Right. Good job. Backing up Jalen Hurts in Philadelphia.
Tanner McKee.
It's either Tanner McKee or Andy Dalton because Andy Dalton's on the roster.
Right.
Backing up Aaron Rodgers in Pittsburgh.
Is Mason Rudolph.
Very good. Very good. Backing up Drake May in New England.
Tommy DeVito.
Look at that. That's your guy.
That's right.
Backing up, I was going to say Bryce Young in Carolina, but if you watched the game last night, you saw who
Kenny
that was.
Pickett, yeah.
Backing up,
come on,
Sam Darnold in Seattle.
Is Drew Lock.
Drew Lock. You good at this?
I watched Hard Knocks.
Backing up Cam Ward in Tennessee.
Backing up Cam Ward in Tennessee, it's is it still Will Levis?
You just mentioned his name in the last 5 minutes.
I did. So it's a failure of a quarterback.
Mitchell Trubisky.
Oh, you gave me this with new team who dis.
That's right. And finally, backing up Jaden Daniels in Washington because that may be necessary if he's not healthy.
Marcus Mariota.
Very good. There you go. That was my research.
All right, good.
I didn't do the quarterback
Who's
research.
Backing
that was your
up
job.
Geno Smith with the Jets?
It's funny. I hope it turns into Cade Klubnik because it means he earned it, but I think there's a competition between him, Zappe, and Cook.
I agree.
I'm afraid it's going to be Bailey Zappe. I hope it's not. I hope it's
Zappe's
Klubnik.
Got some spunk.
I hope it's Klubnik. But they don't have a true backup quarterback. When you look around the league and you look at the other names of guys that are backups, most of them, not all of them, are certainly better than the trifecta of a rookie we have no idea about, and then, of course, the other two, Bailey Zappe and Brady Cook. It's one of the worst quarterback situations in the NFL.
It might be, because even as bad as Arizona's is, at least it's like Gardner Minshew and Jacoby Brissett.
That's what I'm saying. Like, most teams have, like, suitable humans to back up. And the Jets are throwing that out there.
Enjoy.
Joanne is in Manhattan. What's up, Joanne?
Hi there.
Hi.
Big-time Giant fan. I was listening to you, also watching on MSG, Town Hall with some former Giants, including Phil Simms and Carl Banks, and some of the newer guys. And the newer guys seem ready to play tomorrow.
Yeah.
I think Jaxson Dart is going to be our new hero. And I'm saying now, I know we have a long way to go, that he will be the second quarterback from Ole Miss to bring the Giants another Super Bowl. What do you think about that?
Well, first of all, I want to thank you for recognizing my appearance on MSG at the Giant Town Hall. Thank you very much.
It. What were you doing?
You hosted it?
Yes.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes. It was me and Nate Burleson.
What?
Oh, come on, Evan. You were invited there.
What are you talking
Tiki came,
about?
you didn't go. It was in May. Kayvon gave the whole thing about Wink Martindale and how...
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The Giants Town Hall I hosted...
You didn't host the Giant Town
did.
Hall. You're pulling everybody's leg right now.
It was me and Nate Burleson. I was the one who got freaking Kayvon to answer the question about how this system relates to Wink Martindale's.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I was being sarcastic
That's
when
why I was
she
pumped
said...
up that you remember, because it was in May.
You did a Giant Town Hall?
Yes.
But the Giants don't like you.
Bro.
Didn't they fire you from a radio show?
I mean, I think it was just Moose getting his sixth job here, but yeah. Yes.
And then they invited you to host the town hall?
To be fair, Schmelk was unavailable.
Okay.
And yeah, it was a partnership with us, so they had me do it. I'm like, are you all right? Were you off?
I must have been. I have no recollection.
That's why she brought it up. And it airs on MSG every once in a while. They reshow it.
The problem I have, and this is probably an issue you've created, is you do such a good job of lying sometimes, like you did with the whole homework assignment from 15 minutes ago, that I don't know what to believe anymore. Like if I just go along with it and say, oh, okay, I'm going to find out that you're just pulling our legs.
Okay.
So I don't know what to believe anymore. You're like the boy who cried wolf.
All right. I mean, I don't cry anything. I'm disappointed again. It just shows you how arrogant you are doing Rico Bronius. You don't even know what I'm doing.
Alex, did you ever see this MSG thing?
No, I didn't.
So if I asked you right now.
Well, Alex, what did you think of the Yankee game last night?
Okay.
That's an unfair.
It was going to come up at some point.
That's an inside joke because Alex mistakenly said, hey, I don't see the read for the Yankee turning point, to which Sean said, the Yankees didn't play last night. By the way, when you do inside jokes, now I got to explain it.
I forgot it was an inside joke.
Anyhow,
I love you anyway, Alex.
Do you believe Sean Morris that he hosted this, or do you think he's pulling our legs?
I don't know, actually. He does seem like a pretty good lie. I'll believe him.
You're going to believe him?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
I have to Google it and find out.
Will you take another call and move on with the show?
I'm going to move on. I'm going to move on while I look it up.
All
Let's
right.
go to Greg in Huntington. What's up, Greg?
Hey, how are you guys doing this morning?
Good.
So this morning, flaking through on X, I saw a picture of Kyle Brandt, and he goes on to do a little video, and he talks about having a production meeting. And the question to the four guys that were doing Good Morning Football was, who is your surprise wild card team?
Yes.
So there's Brandt. Did you hear about this?
I heard Kyle Brandt picked the Jets.
Excuse
me? Right.
Yeah.
And he got laughed. He got laughed on the set. Everyone started giggling, all the production assistants. What are you talking about? And he goes, look, they got a real quarterback. They got a real receiver room. They got a real running back. Okay? They've got a chance. And this is about good feelings. This is about good morning football, blah, blah, blah. I just thought it was refreshing because I look for anything. I'm a huge Jets fan. And I look for any little tidbit that takes me in a positive direction.
No, I get
God
you.
knows I need.
I saw it, and I'm not going to dismiss it like he's just doing it for clicks, because I don't even think he is.
Yeah.
I like Kyle, but I just respectfully, and to quote Joe Beningo from your lips to God's ears, I hope he's right, I don't see it, because for all the talent this team does have on offense, and they do, and we've talked about that, the defense makes me worried. They've got like 8 new starters on defense. Do I trust Brandon Stevens now to be a number one corner? Do I trust that David Bailey is going to make that kind of monster impact in his rookie season? Like, there's just so many questions on defense, and that's where I'm going to begin my hesitation on them making the jump to wild card contender.
Yeah.
But I hope he's right. It is the preseason. It's that time of year where you could and try to make the argument for any team in the NFL to be the surprise team. I just respectfully don't agree. And I hope he's right, and I'm wrong.
The New York Jets suck.
It's too many ifs to declare it definitively, like Brand said. And if you go that far, then you have to admit two things or believe two things, that you believe Geno Smith the last 2 years are not the real Geno Smith. And we're going back 3 years ago now. That's number one. And number two, that the defense actually has dudes.
They were 31st in the league in defense last year, and we all know about the turnover issues.
It's a massive leap. Now, the turnovers, they'll get turnovers.
I agree. I mean, they will. How can they not?
My issue is I don't have any confidence this year. Forget every other level of defense. That, man, Will McDonald is not like an alpha number one pass rusher. And what is David Bailey? You see these rookie pass rushers all the time. Look at Abdul Carter last year. Those sack numbers generally don't come the rookie year for the big-time pass rushers anyway. I think it's asking a lot for those two edges.
Taking the Lions out, because the NFC North had every team above 500, so I don't want to include them for that reason. If you take all the other last-place teams, and I give them to you, and I will, and say, all right, which one has the best chance to make the playoffs, since the NFL has this great track record of basically every year, last-place team making the jump. And again, I want to take the Lions out because they were 9-8. The Vikings, too. They were both 9-8. Like, what? I'm going to sit here and say, let's put them in the mix? It's stupid.
Okay.
So I'm going to name every other last-place team. The Jets, 3-14.
All right.
The Browns, 5-12. The Titans, 3-14. The Raiders, 3-14. The Giants, 4-13. The Saints, 6-11, and the Cardinals, 3-14.
I think you have
Which
three
of those
candidates.
teams has the best chance to make the playoffs?
The best chance? Probably the Saints, because I think they're the best team in that division.
Wow. I'm surprised you'd say that.
The New York Giants.
I want to make something clear. If the Giants are playing in the South, I'd pick the Giants, too.
So you're going default on the division. Carolina won the division at 8-9 last year. You're like, division sucks.
I don't believe in the Bucs this year. I definitely don't believe in
By
the
the way,
Falcons.
you're probably right based on the division.
That's all I'm
I'll
saying.
couch it with that. You're right.
I would also say that if either the Giants or Jets were playing in the NFC South this year, I think we're having way different August vibes right now than we are.
Yeah, we're celebrating the Baker Mayfield, they disrespected me.
Yeah.
And we'd be
that's all.
mocking the Falcon quarterback situation.
And the coach worries me, but there's a part of me that thinks the Titans are going to the playoffs this year.
The Titans? Wow.
I think they could win that division.
Interesting.
I also believe in Cam Ward.
So you put the Giants where on this list? You put them ahead of the Jets and the Browns and the Raiders and the Cardinals.
I would still put them ahead of the Titans.
So you'd put New Orleans 1, Giants 2.
Yeah, I would. Yep.
Yeah, I would go. You probably convinced me because of the division with the Saints. Like,
Yeah,
I could just be a
that's all
jerk.
it is.
It probably is Giants 2. And I'll tell you, there's a drop-off.
There is a
Cleveland,
drop-off.
Tennessee, the Raiders, the Cardinals, and
But
the
you
Jets.
would agree, Tennessee. I think we forget Cam Ward is a rookie quarterback, terrible coaching situation. Now, we saw Dable do well with Dart. He's not the head coach. We have solid scars, rightfully so, and that's what holds me back. Tennessee could make a little hay.
Yeah, I do have solid scars.
All gas, no break.
That division stinks, too.
I almost lean towards Cleveland, believe it or not.
How? Deshaun Watson?
I mean, you went through Deshaun Watson's numbers. Like, he used to be at one point a franchise quarterback. Is there a chance he returns from this injury in his kind of last chance
I
and has
guess.
a big year in Cleveland?
Well, all right, so I would ask you this. Who do you think has a better year as a quarterback this year, Cam Ward or Deshaun Watson?
I mean, it better be Cam Ward.
Yeah. And who's playing?
Based on everything we talked about, he'll be out of the league if it's not.
And Houston has an unreal defense. Jacksonville, I got to see them put together back-to-back years before I'm crowning them.
Let's go to Ziggy in New Haven. Hey, Ziggy.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Good morning.
I want to preface this by saying I like Sean, and I agree with him on a lot of Yankee points. But, Sean, did you sit on that hat on your way into work today?
No. What are you talking about? It's a great,
Yeah,
it's a
we're
great
watching
Mitchell
on
and Ness
YouTube,
hat.
man. We're watching on YouTube. It's rough looking, man.
What's so rough about it? It's a Yankee
Look
logo.
on camera. No. It's a great hat, Sean, but it looks so bad on camera, and other people will say it. It's bad, dude.
It's an oddly shaped hat. For those listening in your car right now, it is a Yankee hat. Now, I'm staring at the Subway Series patch, which annoys the crap out of me, but I'm going to World Series 2000 logo is on the other side. That annoys me too. But I'm going to put the patch aside. It's oddly shaped. It's like one of those hats that points up to the sky.
I think, okay, so I got this at Fanatics Fest at the Mitchell and Ness store, and I think what happened is because there is a tightly woven patch on each side, I think it is pulled in some of the hat, causing some upward movement, and I don't have as fat a head as I once did to help fatten it out. And I think that's what's happening. Now, could I put my kneecap in it and kneel down on it like I'm breaking in a baseball glove? I guess.
You may have to.
But it's like the second time I've worn this hat, so I'm just trying to break it in. That's all. That's all.
It's an oddly shaped looking hat.
Oh, now
You have to admit that.
Now I can't wear it to the game tonight because everybody's going to go, oh, is that the dopey hat you wore?
I mean, it's a dopey looking hat.
It's not a dopey look.
So I went on YouTube to research if Sean was lying or not about doing that Giants roundtable. Bob Papa, I didn't see you.
Oh, did you like doing your homework?
I just did it. I was on YouTube and I saw Carl Banks and Phil Simms and Bob Popper. I didn't see you.
Good. I'm glad you got to do homework.
So that's your way of confirming I was right. You never did that event?
Why? The Giants did fire me. Why do you think I would be hosting the town hall?
Because see, this is my problem with you. You
Just use
sat here
common
for
sense.
5 minutes arguing when I said you didn't do this. You're making it up. And you were so believable. And I even said this is the problem with you because if I believe you, you're just going to say, of course, I'm lying. Ha ha. You are such a good liar. It's dangerous.
Thank you. Alex, thank you for believing me, by the way.
Yeah, even Alex believed you.
Thank you.
So then what was Joanne talking about when she said I loved you guys on the Giants roundtable?
Now, she was referencing the Giants town hall. I don't know if she thinks we're Bob Papa and John Schmelk.
Well, it was Tiki there, and maybe she thinks Tiki's on today?
Tiki was not there because I remember when that date came up. He was not there.
So Tiki wasn't there. You weren't there. I wasn't there. And Joanne, who sounded like a wonderful lady, said, I loved watching you guys on the Giants, whatever it was called.
Joanne was mistaken, and I didn't want to make her feel bad, and now you've made her feel bad by going down this rabbit hole.
I should have realized because when she mentioned that, Sean just like sort of like went like that, like backed up, and then he like I could see his cogs turning and like, okay, I want to like turn.
Yeah, you don't want her to feel bad.
But don't you agree, Alex? He's such a good liar, and it's not.
That was good.
That's not a good thing, though.
Why is it not a good thing?
Because I'll never believe you. Like, that's the problem. Like,
okay.
And the audience is never going to believe you because we're always just going to assume you're pulling one on us.
By the way, I have enough built up with the audience that knows I don't lie often.
You should play Mafia. It's a good game.
What is this now?
Mafia. It's like a party game.
Did Christopher Burton, that director you love, do it?
You mean Christopher Nolan?
Oh, whatever. Yeah, I was going back. I was like,
what did
call
that
back
poll
to
come
Alex.
out to, by the way? It was like 80-something%.
Oh, I forgot we did a poll. Have you heard of Christopher Nolan?
All right. So again,
Very
Sean, inside. I have to go explain this.
Well, it's on the air.
I will explain. Well, yes, but it was 2 weeks ago, late in the show. How many people listening right now have any idea of your reference? Here's the good news.
I think it was 1 week ago.
I will briefly explain it. We did a Cinco de Lunch show that Alex hosted, and it was the 5 best Christopher Nolan movies in honor of the fact that, what was the movie that came out? No, was it The Odyssey?
Yes. The one before was Oppenheimer.
I understand. Okay, so Odyssey comes out, hottest movie, and Alex says, hey, let's do a Cinco, 5 best Christopher Nolan movies. To which Sean says, who's Christopher Nolan? I don't know who that is.
Now I do.
So I put a poll out and said, I'm going to ask the audience, have they ever heard of Christopher Nolan? And if it can just be under 90% yes, I'll give you victory. So you want me to pull up the results of that bad boy?
Well, what is the point
I have
of
it right
doing
here.
a poll without doing? There's like, thank you, Alex, for bringing this up.
And it was July 24th, so we're looking at about 2 weeks ago now.
It was 2 weeks ago.
Have you ever heard of Christopher Nolan? Got yes at an 86% clip.
Thank you.
Pretty close, though.
It was under 90.
Thank you.
But still very overwhelming.
Thank you. By the way, you could have heard of the movies. We don't need to know the director. That is what I've said forever.
Touche. We'll come back with more of your calls at 888-808-1019. And Sean has referred to the fact that the Yankees need to make a lineup change. Let's get specific about what needs to happen. It's Evan and Tiki with Sean Morash. But right now, there's no better time than to upgrade your home with Windorama Summer Savings Event. Save up to 40% off when you install with Windorama. Choose from top brands like Anderson Windows and Doors and Master Shield Gutter Guards. Book your free in-home consultation. Shop from home and let their local certified experts handle it all. A stress-free process from measurement to installation. And when you shop in stock inventory, they'll install in just 14 days. Visit Windorama.com and book now.
Our friends at Town Fair Tire remind you that at Town Fair Tire, you always get the guaranteed lowest price on name brand tires from Connecticut to Maine. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
And this portion of the program is sponsored by Flushing Bank, a division of Ocean First Bank.
Your NFL destination station is The Fan.
Which Gino are we going to get? We're going to get the distracted one with all the stuff off the field. We're going to get the one that was, pretty decent back in Seattle a couple years ago. I don't think you'll get the one that you saw last year.
NFL MVP Boomer Esiason and Giants legend Tiki Barber hit you with the most informed opinions, taking you inside the team facility and inside the huddle like no one else can.
I hope that John Harbaugh goes hard as hell on these guys so that they're prepared for what the regular season in the NFL is.
The greats talk shop with you here all season long on your home for everything NFL. 101.9 FM WFAN.
Save smarter and enjoy more with the great CD rates offered by Flushing Bank, a division of Ocean First Bank. Whether you're planning ahead or growing your savings, now is a great time to lock in a competitive rate. Visit FlushingBank.com today. Member FDIC.
I'm Galen, co-founder of Brooklyn SolarWorks. With my Chase Inc. Business Premier Card, I get unlimited 2.5% cash back on purchases of $5,000 or more. So everything we buy to run our solar business gives us cash back that we put back into the neighborhood, donating solar panels to community gardens.
Chase Inc. Cashback built for every business. Find the right card at chase.com/inc. Real business owner compensated for their participation. Cards issued by J.P. Morgan Chase Bank and a member FDIC. Subject to credit approval. Terms apply.
We spend all year watching the pros make their big plays, but what about your own highlight reel? The Ford Summer Sales Event is on now. With great offers on their legendary truck lineup. You could be hitching jet skis to a Ranger and owning the lake, parking that city-friendly Maverick with supplies for a weekend project, or why not become the MVP of the campground with a Ford F-150 that not only tows a trailer, but powers the entire campsite with its Pro Power on board. Don't just have a great summer, make it one for the books. Check out the Ford Summer Sales Event going on right now.
You've heard the ads, $15 a month for a phone plan. Here's what they don't tell you. You're stuck on one network. Red Pocket Mobile lets you pick from all 3 nationwide 5G networks, so you're on the one that actually works where you are. Right now with their summer savings event, you can get a full year of 5G for that same $15 a month. Annual payment required, same $15, 3 times the choice. Not a hard call, folks. Visit redpocket.com. Red Pocket Mobile, your new ultimate cell carrier.
There's nothing more refreshing than an ice-cold Surfside iced tea and vodka or Surfside lemonade and vodka to break the heat. Surfside is only 100 calories and 0 bubbles. That's right, no carbonation. It's not a seltzer. It's Surfside. Must be 21. Please drink responsibly.
It's game day. Are your moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keeping you from the action? Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza, could help you get back to the game. Skyrizi is proven to help people feel significant symptom relief, achieve remission, and visibly improve damage of the intestinal lining. Skyrizi is a prescription injection medicine for adults. Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's or ulcerative colitis. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's and ulcerative colitis combined. Learn more at skyrizi.com or 1-866-SKYRIZI.
This summer, the Honey Pepper Pimento Chicken Sandwich and Pineapple Dragon Fruit and Sprite are back at Chick-fil-A.
Girl, it's back. We've been waiting. I love that honey pepper pimento sandwich.
And that pineapple dragon fruit and Sprite is everything. It's got that razzle-dazzle that makes you stop and say, okay, wait a minute.
I love the creaminess of the pimento cheese. It's savory, it's bold, it's flavorful.
Our faves are back. High five, girl.
Which fan favorite will you choose? Real customers paid for their testimonials.
This is the story of the one. The one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey, New Jersey, Powerball is up to $856 million. If you win, you're going to need to buy a bigger piggy bank. Get your ticket at a New Jersey retailer today.
Here's a World Soccer Championship preview.
Brought to you by Lowe's. Members get more at Lowe's. And by the first ever Infiniti QX65. Now that the world's biggest sporting event has come to a close, it's time to look ahead to the next tournament in 4 years, where it'll be jointly hosted by Spain, Portugal, and Morocco, along with special matches to celebrate the tournament centennial, one in Uruguay, home of the very first tournament, along with a match in Argentina and one in Paraguay. I'm Fernando Carlos.
Whoever said fork in the road must have been hungry for the Sorrento and Sorrento Turbo Hybrid. Their 3-row seating and 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. With a capable Sorrento and Sorrento Turbo Hybrid, every way forward is the right way. Visit your local Kia dealer today. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Drive safely. See retailer for warranty details.
This summer, cool down with Dunkin' Refreshers. Sip on black cherry or try the all-new pink pineapple. Or try one of their flavorful fan favorites like mango pineapple and strawberry dragon fruit. All of them are ice cold and refreshing. Dunkin' Refreshers are the perfect afternoon pick-me-up. A whole lot of flavor and very refreshing. It's a sip of summer, only at Dunkin'. Dunkin' Refreshers are fruit-flavored, contain 0 to 1% fruit juice. Terms and exclusions may apply.
Optimal Fibers in the house. Y'all know the number. 877-393-4448. Optimum Fiber, so fresh, so fine. Got another provider leaving behind. Come on, everybody, let's get online. $30 a month, gonna blow your mind. 5 whole years, don't hesitate. Lock it in now before it's too late. 877-393-4448. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
Town Fair Tire honors any valid rebates, manufacturers or competitors' rebates. Yes, even any competitors' rebates. And we give you the guaranteed lowest price. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Town Fair Tire.
Imagine every time your business makes a sale. Inventory updates, an invoice is created, customer records are updated, accounting stays current. That's the power of Odoo. One fully integrated platform where every part of your business works together, automating tasks, eliminating extra steps, and saving you valuable time. Everything connects. Everything works. Try Odoo free at odoo.com. That's ODOO.com.
Clouds and thunderstorms. High 91.
Weather brought to you by Capital One. Capital One offers no fees or minimums on checking accounts. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank guide. Capital One N.A. member FDIC.
Your New York Yankees are chasing another championship. Talk Yankees baseball with the Fan at 888-808-1019. The WFAN phone line is powered by Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus presents the biggest summer in UFC history.
The Fan Focus is presented by Chef IQ. Watch the game, not the grill. Get your gear at chefiq.com. After Bijan Robinson and Jonathan Taylor got their extensions, Jahmyr Gibbs finally got his. The Lions inked Gibbs to a 3-year extension with over $67 million and $51.5 guaranteed, making him now the highest paid running back in NFL history. And this Fan Focus was sponsored by Town Fair Tire. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Before we get back to your calls, and we got a lot to do, including a legendary NBA player just disrespecting the New York Knicks in a massive way, and we'll let you hear it coming up in 20 minutes. What lineup change, because you've alluded to it a few times today, are you referring to that Aaron Boone needs to make going into this series against Atlanta?
Look, we can have a debate as to who does it, but Trent Grisham can no longer hit leadoff for the New York Yankees. And I think that Aaron Boone is not stupid. I think the Yankees analytic department that could help him with a lineup is not stupid. And I think every number or indication you point to is that Trent Grisham no longer could be getting or be put in a situation where he's getting the most at-bats on this team. And I think with the reset yesterday, you will see that change tonight. Then it will lead to who does that. But I believe at the very least, it will not be Trent Grisham.
No, I mean, I'm completely agreeing with you on this. Like, it's got to stop. Enough.
He had a career year last year that was awesome. He got his, $22 million in his, 1-year qualifying offer. Good for him. We did this for 1 year to see what it was like. Grisham doesn't owe anybody an apology. He is what he is. He's a career major league fourth outfielder that plays some smooth defense, some of it a little overrated. And when he has his moments of pop, they're great. He is the furthest thing from an everyday leadoff hitter in Major League Baseball.
Yeah, there's levels to this. There's the level of benching him, taking him out of center field.
Right.
And making Spencer Jones your center fielder and figuring the corners around that. That's second level. But the first level is he can't lead off anymore. And I completely agree with you. And I mentioned this to you the other day, and it's sacrilegious to say out loud, but the Yankees are not in this ideal situation right now offensively. Their offense has been bad for a while. But if you're looking at the sample size of the last month, the guy best equipped to lead off for the New York Yankees is Austin Wells.
Again, you would never do that considering the fact that you pinch
Well,
hit
you
for him
can
every
do
game.
it. I mean, of course you can do it.
How about this?
Over the last month against right-handed pitching, he's getting on base at the clip that you want from a leadoff hitter.
Can we take
that
into
doesn't
account-
mean the whole season. I'm just talking about the last month. And isn't that really what's causing you to want to bench Trent Grisham? That he's like 7 for his last 70?
This is where
I'm making that up, but I'm close.
This is where you can't just lean on numbers. You're right. Okay, fine. But the way the Yankees handle Austin Wells tells you that they only believe it versus one side of the plate. You didn't do enough at that other catching position. You cannot be left in a situation in the late innings where Ali Sanchez is setting up for Ben Rice and Luis Garcia Jr. You just can't. So he also cannot hit leadoff despite those numbers.
The answer is Ben Rice.
Yeah, or Luis Garcia Jr., I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
Do one, do two. Look, I would put Lombard, but I get that. I get why they're not going to do it. It's got to be one of those two guys hitting leadoff tonight, in my opinion. I don't know.
Now, do you think Aaron Boone's making the change or not?
I do. And I actually have this suspicion they're going to leave Ben Rice hitting second. I think Luis Garcia Jr. is going to hit leadoff tonight. I don't know why. I just feel in my gut. All right, you got acclimated your first couple games as a Yankee. We are now facing a righty tonight.
Yeah, Chris Sale got pushed back 1 day so Atlanta can start their trade acquisition, Tyler Mahle, tonight against the Yankees, a right-hander.
And it fits. And let's be honest, tomorrow, there's a Sale pitching tomorrow Sunday. I'm sorry.
Chris Sale's out pitching tomorrow. It's Chris Sale against Garrett Cole. How about that?
So
that's a little Saturday afternoon at the ballpark.
It wouldn't shock me if that turns into a Paul Goldschmidt plays and he leads off kind of day.
No doubt. I think against lefties, it's a different discussion.
Yeah.
Goldie's already done it before. He hits lefties.
But I
There's
guess
your answer.
For the point of the rhythm of the offense, Garcia, Goldie, let's just flip-flop this to wherever it goes. I think that's your leadoff situation tonight.
Let us go to Anthony in Brooklyn. What's up, Anthony? Hello, Anthony.
Yes, hello?
Yes. Yes. What's up, man?
Yeah, I had a question regarding the starting lineup. We all know that probably a top 3 starting rotation. In terms of postseason, when you need experience most, I'm a little worried about Max Fried. Cole, Flittler are proven, but in the past, Max Fried hasn't been very proven.
Well, he's proven he's just very inconsistent. Here's the contradiction on Max Fried's postseasons. And I'm not going to look at just what he did in such a small sample size with the Yankees, but look at his entire career. Max Fried has had some horrible postseason starts. There's no denying that. Max Fried also started Game 6 of the World Series in a clinching game and threw 6 scoreless innings against the Astros.
Brilliant. And he was brilliant last year in Game 1 versus Boston. He just was facing Garrett Crochet, who was that much more brilliant.
Yes. He got pulled. Got pulled in the 7th inning. And that was actually the debate coming out of Game 1 in the series against Boston.
Did they pull him too early?
No, Max Fried's 2 postseason starts are actually indicative of his postseason career. One of which was 6 1/3 scoreless innings, brilliant, and the other one was a disaster in Game 2 against Toronto when he gave up 7 runs in 3 innings.
Yep, it was bad.
That's his postseason career. Like, there are some really bad postseason starts. I mentioned pitching Game 6 of the World Series and throwing 6 scoreless. How could you knock it? No one can. Well, earlier in that same series, Game 2 of the World Series, he allowed 6 runs in 5 innings.
So it's up, it's down.
And so that's why when you look at his totality of postseason numbers, they're not good.
Yeah.
But you have to look at the individual starts if you're going to be fair about it. You can't say he can't handle a big spot or he's not proven when he threw 6 scoreless in Game 6 of the World Series.
Glass half full. He's got some good starts in the postseason.
It's glass half down the middle. It's like Andy Pettitte. You brought him up earlier.
Uh-huh.
And this is going to sound negative, but
No,
I'm calling it like it is.
clunkers, yeah.
He's had clunkers. He's pitched really well. He's had disasters. What, Game 6 of the 2001 World Series didn't happen?
Of course it
That
did.
didn't occur? What was the final score of that game? 15-2?
It was a bad one.
Was it 15-2?
I don't know if it was exactly 15-2, but it got out of hand.
Sorry, I need to find out if I was right about that.
It got
Go ahead.
late early in that night.
Go
No,
ahead.
but the point is, though, you still look back at Andy Pettitte's career despite those clunkers and go, man, there's nobody I'd rather trust the ball. You got it?
15-2, baby.
That was a brutal night that night.
Yeah.
That was a brutal night.
Yeah, but you knew you had Game 7. You knew you at least had that backup of a Game 7.
You did, but you wanted to put him away that night. Clearly.
Yeah, because look what ended up happening. Cesar is in Dallas, Texas. What's going on, man?
What's up, guys? I just wanted to talk about that quarterback conversation you guys were having, and I kind of wonder, one of those guys that, you know, after year 2, how many of those quarterbacks went through a quarterback change, an OC change? Like, I'm really concerned with Jaxson Dart in year 2 not having that continuity with his OC. And I almost look at this as his rookie year. He's starting all over again, in my opinion. He only played 6 games last year. Like, it's not like he played the whole year and
he played
has
way
all
more than
this
6
experience.
games.
He played 12 games if memory serves correct.
Played 12. You're another one not remember the season. Now, as far as the coaches.
No, you're being a jerk. You didn't have to, dismiss him that way.
Because a lot of people say that. A lot of people seem to think Jaxson Dart had 4 concussions last year. He can't take a hit. No, actually, he proved the opposite, is that he can take a hit, and he had 1 concussion.
No, he was wrong, but you said it as, you're just another one dismissing the season. Like, just say, hey, sir, you're incorrect about your facts. It's okay.
Because he's the 50th person this summer that doesn't understand Jaxson Dart's rookie year, and it's starting to get a little annoying.
He started 12 games last year.
Yeah.
So everyone knows, 12 of 17. He was in the 10th 112 times, but he only was diagnosed with 1 concussion. Now, go ahead. What's your finish?
No,
your point?
I just, look, while I have concerns, yes, this is one side of my mouth or the other, Jaxson Dart should be a big boy enough that he shouldn't have to, panic that he has a different offensive coordinator in year 2. Because, by the way, the better he is, he's going to probably keep changing offensive coordinators because you can keep getting offensive coordinators jobs if you're a good quarterback.
Yeah, and actually, if you look at that list, a lot of them had the continuity, right?
Yeah.
Josh Allen, continuity. Joe Burrow, continuity. Patrick Mahomes, continuity. But what about what we saw last year from Drake May?
Yeah.
There are plenty of examples
Good
where
point.
the new
Caleb,
coach.
too.
Yeah, I mean, it's actually been common recently. So I wouldn't be overly concerned by that. The reality is this, and I'm going to be very firm about this as much as you and Tiki try to change my mind. If Jaxson Dart isn't mediocre this year, he ain't it. Okay. That's it. That's the bottom line. And I know you'll try to convince me otherwise. You'll forget this conversation from August. But the facts are the facts. If you're not having a big second year as a young, highly projected quarterback, it's never happening. Doesn't mean you can't have a nice little career. Mac Jones is having a nice little career. Daniel Jones is having a nice little career. No insult, okay? But you aren't going to be what you're dreaming of right now, which is a franchise quarterback.
Okay, so I think we already established 3,000 yards passing you have to get to. Here's what can happen, though. There's a chance the first 2 weeks. It does take a little time with the offense. You can't make that declarative statement at the September. This is something that has
I never said September.
But I could already see you'll push that and go like, remember, I mean, it's already 2 weeks in. I think we kind of know he's not the
No,
guy.
I'll tell you a date. You want to know a date? November. I think by November we'll know.
Okay.
We're not sitting here in November not knowing if Jaxson Dart's the guy.
But if he closed like the last 7 weeks were the best 7 weeks of his season, you don't think we'd end the season going, I mean, something went, the light bulb went on?
You're creating scenarios to
That's
say,
why
what will you say then?
My point is it's not November. It's the end of the year.
I think in all likelihood, by Thanksgiving, by the time you're sitting there shoving the tryptophan down your throat.
Tryptophan.
Whatever. You will know if Jaxson Dart's the guy or not. Now, you may not admit it because, and I get it, you're a Giant fan. You put a lot of hope into this, a lot of sweat equity into it.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes it takes us a while as fans. I get it. I'm a fan too, to admit what's right in front of us. But you will know by the time you're sitting there at Thanksgiving dinner if Jaxson Dart's the guy or not.
Do you remember the Thanksgiving games this year?
No.
Except for football?
Couldn't. I know the Lions are playing, and so are the Cowboys.
All right, good guesses.
Good guesses.
Good guesses.
What do you mean good guesses? They're playing.
They are playing. I'm just curious.
I do not remember the Thanksgiving games.
Isn't that crazy? We all go nuts that day that schedule comes out. And here, I'm just asking a simple question. It should be something, the first thing we remember.
Speaking of schedules, can we address what's more important than remembering who's playing on Thanksgiving?
Please just say, because it's on my mind, too.
It's on everybody's mind. And I'm surprised Craig hasn't made a big deal of it because he made a big deal of it 3 weeks ago and then forgot about it. Where's the NBA schedule?
It's August 7th. Can it come out? Camp's in a month.
Can we do this already? I want the whole thing.
Evan wants to know where he can trick his wife into going so he can go see the Hornets and Nets.
I mean, I want to know who the Knicks play on opening night. We have a long-term bet about that. Can't wait to see. I want to know who my basketball team plays on opening night. Who is Mikael Brown going to school that first day of the season? I want to know when the Knicks play each other. I want to know everything. And what's Adam Silver doing? What a stupid, lame, it's LeBron's fault. No, it's not. It's not LeBron's fault.
I don't like LeBron James.
It's the fact that you guys, the NBA, a league I love, you drag your ass every year announcing the schedule. August? We wait till baseball already announced next year's season, and there may not even be a season.
Also, it shouldn't be that hard the moment you find out LeBron's down to 4 teams to have 4 different schedules figured out.
Nah, that was all fake. That wasn't a real story. That's BS because they always announce it in the middle of August, and it always pisses me off. This is not new. It's like rinse and repeat. You can go into the archives. I always bitch about the NBA schedule not being out, and here we are a month before training camp. It's embarrassing.
It is embarrassing.
It's embarrassing.
Because I'm just trying to look ahead myself. You know, I don't know where the travels are going to take me in the new year, but I'd like to know where all my favorite teams are going to be if I do pair them off.
Dude, you're speaking my language.
I know. As much as I make fun of you for it, you're right. By the way, Chiefs-Bills Thanksgiving night.
That's a hell of a game.
Off of Cowboys-Eagles.
That's a hell of a game, too.
They got a good turkey day here, and Bears-Lions to start the day.
Very good. That's a great Thanksgiving. John in Fresno, California. Hey, John.
Good morning, guys. How you doing today?
Good.
I wanted to bring up a couple things. I'm concerned with the Mets, but I noticed that Jared Young has got the same OPS as Ben Rice has since Judge went down. So that's one thing I wanted to mention.
Fair point.
The other thing is I'm concerned about the Mets for next year. I'm looking at the lineup, and I don't know why Andy Green keeps putting Lou Bob in.
I know.
That this is going to be first of all, who's getting replaced next week or next year in this lineup? Everybody that I see out there right now.
No, it's a complicated question. I think there's one position specifically that absolutely has to be replaced, where the starter at this position is not on the Mets roster, and if he is, we're screwed. And that is first base.
Yeah.
They do not have a first baseman. I want Bo Bichette to opt in. The more I think about it, I want him back on the team next year. I don't think there's any way you're getting better if you lose Bo Bichette in free agency. I'm open to listening on Lindor, but I probably want him back on the team. The catching situation's set. We're excited about Benj and Ewing and Soto. The only thing I may end up pushing myself towards is the first baseman just could be Juan Soto. That you make that change now. He pulls a Bryce Harper. He plays first base. And now you're looking to fill an outfield spot.
I think that's probably more likely than anything
Maybe
else.
it is.
Unless you have some kind of trade up your sleeve. Or maybe you just sign Paul Goldschmidt.
No, I don't want to sign Paul Goldschmidt. But I will say this. After the trade deadline, with all the middle infielders the Mets acquired, a week ago, I brought up the idea to you and others about Lindor for Harper. And ultimately I said, but I wouldn't do it.
All right.
After the trade deadline, I am likelier to make that trade.
Because of the first base.
Because of the young infielders they brought. Jefferson Rojas could be my shortstop of the future. Sammy Stafura could be my shortstop of the future.
And honestly, if and when the Phillies just lose to the Dodgers and flame out, they might be more open to do it.
I think that, especially because Trey Turner cannot play shortstop.
No, he can't.
Like, if there's anything the Philadelphia Phillies need to identify, it's the fact that cat cannot play shortstop.
Trey Turner, his fat ass. Like that?
No, I don't understand it.
Chris McMonagle, his fat ass.
What does Trey Turner have to do with
he got
Chris
slower.
McMonagle?
He can't play short.
It was Chris McMonagle, his fat ass.
Can I give Chris a compliment, by the way?
Chris who?
McMonagle.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yesterday when we were leaving, I don't like doing this with other men because whatever. I think Chris McMonagle has the sexiest legs of anybody that works here.
Oh, my God.
They were unbelievably like he walked past in shorts yesterday, and I even turned ahead. If he was
Make
wearing,
love to me.
Look, obviously he wouldn't. If he was wearing heels and I didn't know what was above, I would have went, hey now. Chris has nice legs.
You think he's ever heard that before?
I told him it to his face.
And what did he say?
We'll have a threesome, okay?
It's the strength of his body, and I'm paraphrasing.
That's very nice.
He's right. They're very attractive.
More of your calls coming up, 888-808-1019. And we got to get into this because, Knick fans, I'm here for you. An NBA legend has crapped all over your championship. We'll hear how and why, and maybe we agree with him. It's Evan and Tiki without Tiki, but with Sean Morash on this very, very, very busy and sexy Friday.
This is an Odyssey Sports Minute.
Sponsored by Metal Supermarkets, the convenience store for metal. Find a store at metalsupermarkets.com. I applaud the audacity of Red Sox general manager Craig Breslow going for it at the trade deadline, trading for Orioles catcher Adley Rutschman. Some will say that Breslow gave up too much to get Rutschman. I say the Red Sox have been awesome, and this is honoring his team's recent performance. I'm Nick Costos.
It's game day. Are your moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keeping you from the action? Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza, could help you get back to the game. Skyrizi is proven to help people feel significant symptom relief, achieve remission, and visibly improve damage of the intestinal lining. Skyrizi is a prescription injection medicine for adults. Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's or ulcerative colitis. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's and ulcerative colitis combined. Learn more at skyrizi.com or 1-866-SKYRIZI.
Hi, this is John D'Agostino from D'Agostino & Associates, the injury firm. I've talked about how a construction accident took my father's leg. The heavy prosthetic he wore looked nothing like the high-tech limbs we have today. It was crude wood and metal, held together by bolts that dug into his skin and left painful ulcers. But the thing I remember about my dad is how he never complained. He put on his prosthetic leg and he went to work. He coached my baseball teams, danced, sang karaoke, and even loved to travel. He may have limped, but he always held his head up high and he lived with dignity. At D'Agostino & Associates, I spent over 35 years building a law firm that helps accident victims and those in need of their Social Security disability benefits. We fight till our clients get the money and dignity they deserve. So call us today at 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222. We have offices throughout New York and New Jersey. So don't tell me personal injuries aren't personal. I know what they can cost a family. I've been there and I'll be there for you. D'Agostino Law Bite Back.
If you haven't checked out Collars & Co. yet, now's the time. They're the makers of the original dress collar polo that's changed the game. And now they've opened their first ever store right here in Manhattan. Whether you're looking for sharp shirts, everyday style, or their new Maverick Performance blazer, you'll find clothes that look great and feel even better. Stop by their new boutique at 182 Columbus Avenue or shop online at collarsandco.com. Use code Tiki and get 20% off your order.
Hi, I'm Patty, founder of Awesome Tex. I started with a big idea to give all clothes a new life by turning them into recycled fibers and threads. Everyone told me that this was going to be impossible, but Chase for Business believed in me. They gave me a lot of guidance from the beginning.
Get financial guidance from bankers in the New York community and convenient digital tools all in one place. Learn more at chaseforbusiness.com. Make more of what's yours. Real customers compensated. JPMorgan Chase Bank, NA member FDIC.
Diving for that grounder got you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Layup take you down? We've got specialists for that. With nearly 50 Castle Connolly top doctors, Orland & Cohen specialists are considered among the best in the nation by their peers, which can mean a better outcome for you. From Staten Island to Southampton, our network is open 7 days a week, so you can feel better, faster. Visit OrlandCohen.com.
If you're tired of dealing with dummies every time you shop for a car, I get it. All the games they play, the back and forth, it's brutal. Well, the team over at Route 22 Toyota seem to have it figured out. They're real people who have made the entire process of buying a car simple and that smart. Plus, they're easy to get to, right on Route 22 in Hillside, New Jersey, and they're always on the money with incredible deals on their huge selection of new and used Toyota. So remember, if you're tired of dealing with dummies, get over to Route 22 Toyota and experience the smart way to buy your next vehicle.
Most tire dealers will sell Bridgestone tires, but Town Fair Tire sells Bridgestone tires for an unbeatable combination of the guaranteed lowest price and the most free services for life. Town Fair is New England's largest name brand discount tire dealer. So when you're in the market for a new set of Bridgestone tires, get to Town Fair Tire, because nobody beats a Town Fair Tire deal. And I mean nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-4094. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call
800-575-4094. That's 800-575-4094.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run, because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey, Mom, now that I have an after-school job, I think I want to buy a drum kit.
Okay, Rockstar. Let's look at your account. When kids start making money, Chase has easy-to-use tools and expert bankers to help them learn how to manage it.
And next month, I'll buy the bass drum and the cymbals. Oh, and maybe some noise-canceling headphones for you.
Aw, you've thought of everything. Help kids save, budget, and build financial independence, all with Chase. That's good for kids and good for parents. Visit your local Chase branch and get started.
Account subject to approval. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/radio. That's ethos.com/radio. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Tune in for the Yankees' first pitch, presented by Montefiore Einstein, the official hospital of the New York Yankees.
Start the day with Boomer and Gio, mornings 6 to 10 on WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1 New York, and Odyssey Sports Station.
Before we get to some Knicks and more of your calls, Sean, who I trust, I respect, he's filling in for Tiki. He's half of the show today. Feels there's important Mets breaking news that he wants to announce to the audience.
Yeah.
I personally don't care, but go ahead.
2 weeks here after Carlos Beltran, the Mets have now gotten their second Hall of Famer this summer. Mrs. Met becomes the first female mascot ever inducted into the Mascot Hall of Fame. She is one of 5 members of the class of 2026, including Goldie Gopher from Minnesota, Cosmo, who I don't know where he's from, BYU, Miles, that Bronco you see under the field goal post at Denver Bronco games, and, of course, Cocky from South Carolina Gamecock basketball football games. Mr. Met already in the hall, had been waiting, had been pushing. So, look, we haven't gotten Tiki in yet. We haven't gotten Eli in yet.
Boomer,
Don Mattingly. But Mrs. Met, the first, a glass ceiling, if you will, a female into the Mascot Hall of Fame. Your thoughts?
Congratulations.
2 mascots from one team in the Hall.
Is that the first organization to have that? 2 mascots from the same team?
Based on what I'm seeing, look, it's a relatively new Hall.
Is Sly Fox in the Hall of Fame?
He's not. The first class was the Fanatic, the Sun's Gorilla, and the Chicken. The San Diego Chicken.
By the way, that's nailed. I agree with that. That is the Babe Ruth class for mascots.
Yes, Sly is not here. He's not in. Mr. Met went in 2007 with Brutus from Ohio State and others.
All right. Well, congratulations to Mrs. Met. Very proud of her. Very happy for her.
That's all you got?
What do you want me to say? I don't care.
She's got to throw out the first pitch of the next Met home game.
Why not? I've never been a fan of Mr. Met. I've grown to be okay with him because my youngest son, Spence, really likes him. But I think he's weird.
Who doesn't like Mr. Met?
Me and my dad. We never fans of Mr. Met. Overrated mascot.
No, but he's a good
Philly
mascot.
Fanatic is better.
No, but he's got a baseball for a head. That's a good mascot.
It's stupid.
What does the Fanatic have anything to do with the Phillies?
He's funny. The Philly Fanatic's funny.
But
I don't like Philly. I say a lot of bad things about the Phillies.
But he's nothing to do with the team.
It doesn't matter. He's funny.
Are you
Mr.
right?
Met's I have to cough. Can you,
yeah,
Phil,
Mr. Met is a giant baseball head. He's a significant baseball figure of all time.
Disagree.
All right, well, Mrs. Met and Mr. Met in together.
Congratulations. So,
do you think she gets in without the transplant?
With the butt?
Yeah.
Because she's...
I think it garnered.
May have put her over the top.
Yeah.
May have put her over the top.
Right.
It has now been almost 2 months to the day that the New York Knicks won their first NBA championship since 1973. And I've said to you, the Knicks are worthy of being mentioned on every show.
That's all it's been is 2 months.
For the rest of the year. It's only been 2 months. It feels like it's been 6 years.
Oh, my God.
And I couldn't believe it because there are certain NBA analysts and legends that, they'll say dumb things. And sometimes you wonder why they're saying it. They're saying it for a fact, or they're saying it because they just are haters or whatever. And then there are certain legends that you respect that you're like, nah, he's being honest. And one of the guys I really, really respect is Shaquille O'Neal, one of the greatest big men in the history of the sport.
All right.
Shaquille O'Neal has a podcast, and on his podcast the other day, he said this about the New York Knicks NBA championship.
You don't think the Knicks championship was a little lucky this year?
Mm-mm. Dude, they won like 13 out of 14.
Hey, all that.
Hey, Jalen Brunson he was hurt.
Tip.
Jalen Brunson.
If you don't get that tip, it's over.
Jalen Brunson, he won 4-1.
Let me finish. If you don't get that tip, that you don't win that game. If dumbass Fox don't try to score with 8 seconds left and boy get the block.
That was bad.
That's what I'm saying. That's
then
2 instances right there. Then who loses 6?
San Antonio would have lost 6.
No. If they don't let the 29-point lead go, I'm just saying it was a little bit of luck in there.
A lot of ifs and buts. So they was lucky that they was born before these.
I mean, that's soft stuff from Shaq. Like ifs, and that ifs and buts line is so right. Like you just whipped out like 5 ifs.
Yeah.
They happened. If they didn't blow a 26 point, they came back. If the tipping didn't occur, if this, if that, like you can do that throughout sports history. Well, if Eli Manning got sacked instead of escaping, if this happened, if that happened, but it didn't. Like it's such a sour grapes comment, and I'm surprised that would come from Shaquille O'Neal.
I also think it's not even a shot at the Knicks. Every single champion in all 4 major sports has gotten lucky. You cannot win a championship without luck to some degree. It's about putting yourself in a situation to capitalize on the luck.
By the way, I think that's a fair statement that just about every champion every single year has layers of luck where, hey, if this doesn't happen. But wait, hold on. I'm going to pause for a second.
Yeah.
How is it lucky that OG Anunoby tipped in a game winner? How's that lucky? How is it lucky that Karl Anthony Towns did a great job deflecting the inbounds pass? Isn't that execution?
It is
execution.
execution.
How's that lucky?
It is true. It is execution. If you want to say they got lucky because of the path in the Eastern Conference, okay, but they made
He didn't
the best of
say
it.
that.
I know. That's where he's wrong. That's because that's not the argument for luck for the Knicks. And as far as like, well, if the Spurs don't collapse, that's again execution.
Right. The Knicks did it.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to tell me that
luck is having all the ref calls go your way versus the Sacramento Kings in a Game 7.
He admitted that, by the way.
Oh, he did. Okay.
Yeah, I cut that part out because he was asked, have you ever been lucky in your championships?
Right.
And he immediately cited what happened in that Western Conference Finals. So it's not like he isn't saying that he hasn't had it happen. It's just the way it comes off is like you're demeaning a championship, which I think is stupid. And people know this. I don't have to remind you, but I guess I will. I'm as big a Knick hater as anybody. I am still miserable that we live in a world in which the Knicks won an NBA title. I will always be open and honest about that because why would I lie to you? But I got to try to call it like it is. And I can't sit here and say, well, I was all lucky. It was just lucky. They were lucky. Oh, they were lucky. That's a part of sports.
Yeah.
They were down.
Let us get lucky.
Right. I'll take luck. I'll take a little bit of luck. I just think it's lame. And I'm disappointed that, of all people, Shaquille O'Neal would say that stuff.
I'm disappointed and angry, too, because as somebody who also doesn't like the Knicks, it's becoming harder and harder to have my hatred for the Knicks when I hear stupid reasons to hate the Knicks.
That's a great point.
You know what I mean?
I think you're right about that.
Like, I don't want to have to defend the Knicks, but, like, you have to because these guys don't know what they're talking about. Just listen. If you don't like the Knicks, they don't owe anybody an apology. They have had their share of bad luck go against them in big games. They seized the moment. They created their own moments. They won a championship. And a lot of us who hate the Knicks, we got to wallow in that misery. Like I said, I can't believe it's only been 2 months. It feels like 10 years.
Yeah, you got to swallow it.
You got to swallow it. If the more you fight back, the more it makes the rest of us who don't like them look bad.
I agree.
Because we all get lumped in with Shaq now.
Because I'm not Shaq and Sean's not Shaq. We're not saying that stupid stuff. And honestly, I think the thing that will bother me the most about the Knicks winning a championship hasn't happened yet. And that may sound crazy. Here's when it's going to happen. Here's where it's going to kill me.
All right.
When I want to make fun of you, when I want to mock you, when the Nets come back from 20 down and beat you at Madison Square Garden and I want to dance out of your arena, or when you even get knocked out in the playoffs, I'm going to want to finally say, ha-ha, and all you people can look at me and say, we won a championship, you loser.
Yep, that's
and
it.
I have to eat it. I have to swallow it. I can't say a word to you for a long time. Now, someday maybe I will, because eventually it rubs off. Eventually, 2009 Yankees, it was a long time ago.
No doubt.
Eventually, the 2011 Giants, a long time ago. I'm not sure when that date is, but it ain't now, and it ain't anytime soon.
No.
So to Shaquille O'Neal and Draymond Green and myself, you gotta swallow it, and you gotta swallow it hard. That's not what I meant, but you know what I meant.
I know what you meant. I'm going to give a piece of advice to Shaq and others. I don't know, Evan, because you and I, and this is part of the advice I'm giving, have not talked a lot about this in the last 2 months. The best way I have coped and used my copium with the Knicks championship is I have quite literally, since the day of that parade until this moment, ignored it. It hasn't happened in my brain. It just hasn't.
That's denial, though.
I don't have a Knicks conversation with anybody. I cloud it in baseball misery. I do all of this. If I'm out with a Knicks fan, I don't bring it up. They want to bring it up. I get up and I go to the bathroom. I ignore the fact that the Knicks won a championship, and it has been so mentally healthy. You don't ignore it by bringing up that they're lucky. I don't even have that conversation because they weren't. That's it. Just ignore it.
They won a championship.
Yeah. It can't hurt you if it didn't exist in your mind.
And if you want to get in the weeds on it, if you compare them to the more recent NBA champions, whether it's the Denver Nuggets or the Boston Celtics, whichever title you want to pick out from the last half a decade, you'd have a tough time arguing that the Knicks were luckier than those teams.
That's right.
Those teams were luckier. If you want to play that stupid game, because quite frankly, the Celtics won a title and the Nuggets won a title. Who cares if they're lucky? But if you want to play this dumb game of they're lucky, the Knicks were not even the luckiest team to win a championship in the last half a decade.
In fact, I think the biggest luck argument hasn't happened yet. If the next 3 postseasons, the Indiana Pacers eliminate the New York Knicks, I think you look back and go, a little lucky Halliburton didn't play now, don't you?
Yes, I think that's probably, you know what you just nailed? If this even happens, that will be the first ability I'd have to give them crap.
Right.
And I don't even think I could do it right away. I think it would have to happen like multiple
times. That's my point. And I don't think it will happen multiple times.
I don't think so either.
I'm just giving you a scenario where then you'd look back and go, well, look what happened before and look what happened after. What's the common denominator there?
Yeah. I need this NBA schedule out, Adam Silver. I'm starting to get the itch. The itch.
The itch.
Yeah, I'm getting the itch.
You got the August itch. You know why? You saw a football game last night. And what happens after football?
You've basketball, hockey, hockey, then basketball.
But the point is, those things happen pretty quickly.
In fact, I'm getting another itch out tonight. Because I'm getting another itch out tonight.
All right. I still I'm getting another rich out tonight. I'm like,
I'm getting another itch out tonight. You know where I'm going tonight?
Tonight.
I'm going somewhere.
It's a Friday night in August.
I'm going to an arena. an arena I have not been in a while, and it's going to give me a little bit of the itch for one of the sports that is soon coming back.
UBS Arena.
I'm going to UBS Arena tonight.
You're seeing Nate Bargatze?
How did you know he was there?
Because I almost got tickets to Nate Bargatze.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so there's two things I almost went to tonight. Nate Bargatze is at UBS.
He's a comedian, by the way.
I've been dying to see him, and I looked into tickets for my wife, and I didn't buy them. And then Cole Swindell's playing at Eisenhower Park. Good concert. Anyway, I was going to go to both those things, but then I ended up with Yankee tickets. The only reason I'm not at Nate Bargatze tonight is because I'm going to the Yankees.
How about that? I'm going to Nate Bargatze tonight.
How about that? Enjoy it. Very funny. I'm interested. I want to hear if his new material is good.
Well, what I'm also intrigued by is UBS Arena is an arena my wife has never been to.
Yeah.
Right? She's been at the Nassau Coliseum for Islander games, Barclays Center for Islander games. It hasn't worked out where I've taken her to UBS for Islander games. She's never seen the arena. And I'm so fascinated to see what she thinks of it compared to Madison Square Garden, Barclays Center, Prudential Center, Old Nassau Coliseum, or New Nassau Coliseum. Because we've been to all those. I really have a feeling, because I think we're jaded by our sports fandom sometimes.
Yeah.
I think she's going to walk away and say UBS is far and away the best arena in our
Interesting.
area.
I actually am interested on that because the first time I went to UBS was for a concert, not a hockey game. And I walked away, not that I didn't like it, but I even think I said this on the air. I was kind of like, meh, for a new arena, everybody hyped up. But now, after going to 50 hockey games there, I've fallen in love with the place.
Have you? Because I assume that we all, as much as we try not to, we have biases based on the teams that play there. Like, we're going to be just more partial to the arenas that house our teams.
No, it's
You're
sparkles.
obviously not an Islander fan. That's okay. That would kind of affect your view on it.
Yeah.
My wife is not a sports fan. She's literally just going to see the arena for the first time, walk around, experience it. And I don't know. My expectation is she's going to walk away saying, oh, my God, this blows away Barclays Center.
I think the problem is I like a good character in the arena. Like, it's just something about it. The charm.
You don't think it has character?
I think it has character for hockey games. I think when you walk in there and they got the big lighthouse inside and some of the stuff in the concourse, the big Islander pictures, I think when you walk in there and all like the dark shades are down for a concert or a comedy show, it doesn't pair with what the concourse is and it throws off my equilibrium on what I think of a place.
Interesting. You really care what my wife thinks? You want me to text you today?
I actually do, because the first time I went there was for a non-hockey event and I didn't have a positive review. And I did afterwards. So I'm curious if she also doesn't have a positive review.
By the way, weird public service, but just got to get it out of the way. I know there are a million games out. Still plan on DVRing the Met game. So if anyone runs into me, just don't say anything about the game.
Okay.
Thank you. Just saying.
Are you at a comedy show, this type of comedy show? Are you a loud cackler? How do you handle your laughter?
Oh, I let it out. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll cackle.
It's awkward watching comedy in person as opposed to home on the couch.
No, I know, because you just let it out.
And you don't want to be the loudest one in the room.
Yeah.
But also an arena comedy show's a little different.
No, I let it out. If I'm laughing, I'm laughing. I mean, that's what they want.
Do you expect to laugh hard tonight?
I'm not that familiar with him.
Oh, really?
I have to be honest. I saw him in a movie once, and he was pretty funny. I don't know him. It was just more, it's a cool night out.
Yeah, I think he's excellent stand-up.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, if I find them funny, I'm gonna laugh a lot. If I don't find them funny, I'll politely look at my phone and say, when are we leaving?
You can't do that.
What do you mean I can't do that?
You can't leave early. His best stuff will be usually when he closes.
Do they take your phones away when you do this? Because they do that at a lot of places where if you're at a comedy show. I saw Jon Stewart a couple months ago up at Tanglewood, and they took my phone away.
Usually small theaters, they don't want you filming the stuff.
What about an arena?
A stadium tour, I don't think they can handle that kind of.
Yeah, that's a lot.
But you got to just be polite and not break out your phone.
No, I'm not going to.
You just said if he stinks, you're going to break out your phone.
To look at the time.
Don't look at the time.
I'm DVRing the Met game.
There's clocks, Evan. It's an arena.
There's no clock. Oh, I guess there is. All right, I'll keep an eye on that. Let's get back to your calls. Enough of our banter. Artie in Brooklyn. Hey, Artie.
Actually in Puerto Rico right now. What's going on, guys?
Nice. Look at
you. I
I
love the Odyssey app. That's unbelievable.
Artie, are you on
To hear
vacation?
you guys. I'm on vacation.
Artie, I love that you're calling us, but geez, could you go to the pool and go to the beach, please? I mean, what are you doing?
It's exactly what my wife says. She goes, you gotta be kidding.
Jeez. All right, but anyway, what do you got?
Yeah. All right. So listen, you guys are talking about the quarterback and the situation with the backup quarterback, how Beck was playing. Evan, true or not true? If Klubnik has an outstanding preseason, are we screaming for him to start?
If he's really, really, really impressive, yes. I just don't know, because I'm trying to be fair in answering your question and being, like, relaxed in it. I don't know if a few preseason games should be enough to say, screw it, start the kid right away. Because I like to dismiss the preseason, as we just did with Carson Beck from last night. So, yeah, I want to hope for the future, and if Cade Klubnik can grab this job, I guess in the whole grand scheme of things, that would be awesome. I just don't know if he can do enough in preseason games against the backups to make me realistically say they should start him over the veteran they brought in this offseason.
I can't believe that the guy paid for a Puerto Rico vacation, and that's what's on his mind, is whether Cade Klubnik should start.
Artie is a loyalist, man.
He's the best.
Yeah, it's part of what makes him great. Alex and New Canaan. Alex.
Yeah, hey, guys. I'm calling back, and Sean, I just wanted to ask, I know that the Yankees-Red Sox series, the Yankees 18 games to go for the Yankees, and we got 19 games to go for the Sox.
Okay.
Now, the Sox are going to play the A's this weekend. Then they're going to have 4 against the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays without Gausman.
I understand. They sold.
He's on the injury list. Well, what I'm trying to get down to is, what do you think the Sox are going to do? Just collapse?
It's not a collapse, Alex. I think that, look, the A's and Blue Jays are going to win games the rest of the year, too, and that's just like a bigger sample size. The point is, well, Evan's right. They fought their way all the way back. I think because of how insane a run they're on, we just automatically go, well, of course, that's it. They passed the Yankees, where, the Yankees are never going to see them again. And it's baseball, man. That's the best answer I have
They're going to cool off.
Yeah, it's not, and collapse is the wrong word. It's just cooling off.
Like, play 500 ball for a few weeks.
Right. They're not going to go 2-12 in the next 14. That's not what I'm saying.
That's what a normal team would do.
Yeah.
But sometimes there are weird seasons. Have I ever told you the story of the 1916 New York baseball Giants?
Of course you have.
Have I? What have I told you about them?
I don't remember. But you've told us.
What did I tell you?
You told us that they finished this year
there you go. This is my guy.
And it was like an insane run, and they still missed the playoffs.
They started a baseball season 2-13.
Uh-huh.
They then proceeded, I kid you not, to go out and win, I think it was 16 in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Or 17 in a row. That's what it was.
Right.
Then started playing crappy again, and then set the all-time record for a 26-game winning streak. And they ended up finishing 86-66, missed the playoffs. But they had a 26-game winning streak and a 12-game winning streak. But through the rest of the season, they sucked.
Right.
So, yeah, I guess the Red Sox could do that because it's kind of similar. They were 11 games under 500. Now they go on a 31-5 run. Is it possible they go out and lose 18 of the next 28 games? Sure. But I think the likelier outcome is they just cool off and play average baseball.
That's it.
But even if, and this is my point, even if they play average baseball, the Yankees have been nothing but average since Aaron Judge went out.
Yes.
And there's no evidence that's going to change.
Okay.
So average baseball could leave the Yankees and Red Sox tied by mid-September.
But would you also not agree that in the Aaron Boone era of Yankee baseball, while we often talk about the June swoon that bleeds into July, it always seemingly comes with an August-September combo of like some kind of insane little run.
Yeah, and you know when that occurs? When Aaron Judge is on the field.
Okay.
And Aaron Judge is not on the field.
George Lombard is.
And the guys played 2 games.
Yeah,
you got to pipe down.
I think he's
I don't want to be a bad guy. He's played 2 games.
And has the Yankees pitching ever been as good in those runs?
No, but you're
combining the factors on why I think they're going to get hot.
You're jumping from thing to thing. Let's start off with
all
this.
add up?
No, because you're moving. You're moving very quickly. You're shifty.
Thank you.
Aaron Judge is not walking through that door anytime soon.
September
the Yankees don't win games, for the most part, when Aaron Judge is out. Those are the numbers. They've been basically, I mean, I'll give you the sample size since 2021. They were an under 500 team with a huge sample size since 2021.
How many times have they had Luis Garcia Jr. and George Lombard in the lineup during those games when Judge is out?
I get it. They've got better players, but they've still been an average team without him. And in this case, there's no Cody Bellinger for a few more weeks.
That's a good point, too. I'm telling you, in my bones, I think there's something. I think this Lombard thing's real. I do. It's in my bones.
2 games.
It's real.
What's real? He's played 2 games.
I think he's going to have that little magic. He's that magic pixie dust. It's going to be his team, and if this team makes a run, even when Judge comes back, we're going to be giving Lombard all the flowers.
All right, I don't want to be a bad guy and tell you you're wrong. He's a young player; he can do anything.
Okay. By the way,
you're crazy.
Again,
for 2 games to act this way is crazy. Because if I did that with any of the young players, which I haven't,
you have.
What have I done? I did it with Nolan McLean.
Yeah.
The guy at least made 7 starts.
Okay,
it was something. The guy's played 2 games. 2 games.
Okay, but he didn't come out of nowhere.
I get he's a top prospect.
Yeah.
I get it.
You could just tell by the way he's playing and the look. There's something there with this kid, and it's, I think, a light bulb. This is Cano again.
I'm just warning you, and it's not me being a bad guy, but I'm gonna save the audio, like this.
I feel nothing but 98 vibes.
You could save whatever.
Do you remember
audio
when you
want.
said that?
Yes, I
What
do.
year was that for?
That was after what Cone and Girardi, who were on the 98 Yankees, said about this year. So I agreed with you.
No. Sean said it first. He said they remind me of the 98 Yankees. And then Girardi and Cone made references to that. And Sean felt pretty good, as he should, that these broadcasters were following his lead. Now that it hasn't worked out, do not pin it on them.
I feel nothing but 98 vibes.
Okay.
What's the clip I'm going to cut from that diatribe when George Lombard's hitting 212? What's the cut?
I don't know.
He's got pixie dust. I got to figure out the exact moment.
This is
because
not
this
fair.
is just like
I feel nothing but 98 vibes.
like perfect. It's succinct. You know?
Everybody gets upset when I'm all angry and curse at Brian Cashman. I have a little pep in my step, but I believe in this kid, and now I'm the bad guy again?
It's okay to believe in him. It's 2 games. And countering every argument I make with, well, George Lombard is different is not really countering an argument. It's just
you asked for a reason. I'm telling you, there is something here, and I'm on the record of it. There's something here.
Donna in New Jersey. What's up, Donna?
Hi, guys. How are you?
Good. What's up?
Sean, it's the lazy teacher again. Remember me from a couple
Donna,
weeks ago?
almost time to get back to work.
It is. Evan, you were not on that day. And, so I had some fun with Sean that
I can
day.
only
It is almost
imagine.
time.
Yeah. Donna, what are we at? 3 months off by now? You ready?
Yeah, about 3. Yep, about 3 months.
All right, good.
Jealous, just jealous. Evan, before I get to my question, I wanted to ask you, I am a little upset that you like the Fanatic over Mr. Met. I mean, really, that's
It's blasphemy.
No.
It really is blasphemy. Terrible, terrible take, Evan. But
Sorry.
I do love you. I have my Mets Bible.
Thank you.
So just wanted to let you know.
Thank you.
What happened today 4 years ago?
So 4 years ago would be 2022?
2022, and it was about...
I already know. I know. August 7th, 2022. I know. It pisses me off.
I was there.
It was
Were
the
you
day.
there?
Oh, I was there. I told my sister. She had flown in to visit us. I said, I'll be there for a day and a half, but I'm not missing Jacob deGrom's return from the injured list. And so Jacob deGrom took the mound on August 7th. It was a Sunday afternoon against the Braves to his song. You know his song, Simple Man.
Yeah.
And it was emotional. And I remember coming on the radio the very next day, did the show with Big Mac that day. And I said, you're not a human if you didn't enjoy the moment, see the moment, and say, that guy's got to be a career Met. And it's one of those moments with deGrom that I think back to, and it bothers me to this day that the Mets weren't at least aggressive in trying to bring him back. He may have just gone to Texas anyway. We all know he probably wanted to go closer to home, and I respect that. But the Mets never made a serious bid to keep him.
That's sad.
Yeah, it's sad, but here's what's not sad, and Ken Rosenthal confirmed it. Jacob deGrom was traded to the Braves the other day, and Jacob deGrom said, nah, I'm good. Nah, I'm good. And I even responded to somebody on Twitter. I'm very lax on responding anymore to people.
You let me do that.
I let you do it. And I'll read it to you because I was very proud of my work. I was very proud of myself. This guy, Kirby D, this little Atlanta germ named Kirby D.
Okay, he's a fan.
Wrote, I'm convinced at this point that Jacob deGrom and Mike Trout really don't want to play in October. They love a good regular season legacy, but have no desire to compete for a ring. And Kirby D wrote that because he's a bitter little... because Jake didn't want to go to Atlanta. So I wrote him back and said, or Kirby D, he simply doesn't want to work and live in Atlanta. Stop making this bigger than it needs to be.
Well...
He doesn't want... The guy's won a championship, even if he didn't pitch during the postseason.
Yeah.
He pitched in the World Series with the New York Mets. He's done postseason stuff, Kirby. He's done some stuff.
But aren't you kind of proving Kirby right?
No, I'm not.
Even if...
Why should he sell himself to go to Atlanta?
Listen.
That's a rival of the Mets. He'll forever be a Met. He knows it. He doesn't want to tarnish his legacy.
Nah.
God bless you, Jake.
For right now...
God bless you, Jake.
Jacob deGrom's life is about comfort, and he's earned that. It doesn't mean he wasn't about winning. He no longer cares about winning a championship.
Or he cares about not screwing up his New York legacy. Why go to Atlanta? Why play for those people?
There is not a single thought that went through his mind about the Mets and Braves when that trade.
You can't prove that.
Evan, do you believe it?
No.
Thank you.
But you can't prove it.
Okay.
It's true.
He just wants to live in his house. That's it.
Mike Tomlin got me excited as a Jet fan. You'll hear why coming up. Plus, Sean's got a Cinco de Luncho. And your calls, 888-808-1019. You ever wonder why Fanatic Sportsbook is America's fastest-growing sportsbook? Other sportsbooks, their rewards are just the same old, but Fan Cash is different. It's the ultimate sports currency, and betting with Fanatics lets you stack it With FanCash Sportsbook, you get up to 10% FanCash back on your wagers, win or lose. Use your FanCash to unlock the world of Fanatics with more bets, profit boosts, exclusive merch, collectibles, game tickets, and so much more. If you want value for bets, Fanatics will always have your back. Did I also mention they're giving away millions in FanCash this year with games like FanCash Drop? Tap it every Friday and see what the fuss is all about. Go check it out yourself and download the Fanatics Sportsbook app today. New users sign up and get 10 days off $100 FanCash bet matches only at Fanatics Sportsbook. Winning hits different here. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER or 1-800-MY-RESET. Connecticut, call 888-789-7777. New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY. Offer not available in all states. Terms apply. See Fanatics Sportsbook app. And you know, it's FanCash Fridays, and they are powered by Fanatics Sportsbook, America's fastest-growing sportsbook. We will take the 10th caller at 866-540-WFAN, 866-540-9326 for your chance to win $100 in FanCash from Fanatics Sportsbook every Friday. Winning hits different here.
And this portion of the program is sponsored by Jack Physical Therapy. Jack Physical Therapy is growing in Morristown, New Jersey. With 2 locations in Morristown and 10 throughout Morris County, the expert clinicians are ready to help you recover, rebuild strength, and help you get back to the life you love. For more information or to make an appointment at any of their locations, visit jackpt.com.
The Carton Show with Chris McMonagle heads to Jets camp Tuesday at 2.
So I guess if you could just sum it all up, men that are highly disruptive.
Hear the latest from the coaches and players, plus all the inside information you need as the Jets get ready for the season. Your home for New York Jets talk is WFAN.
Baseball season is in full swing, and there's no better place to be than Kalshi, America's #1 prediction market platform. You can trade who will win the big awards, which team will win their division, and you can even trade who the next manager for Boston and Philadelphia will be, as well as the date when a manager will be fired by. Maybe you want to trade on who will win the championship. The team from the Bronx is trading at 13% to win it all, meaning a $100 trade pays out over $700 with a win. On Kalshi, you're trading against peers in a live market, meaning there's no house. And as the probability changes, you can buy in and out of your position. So download the Kalshi app and use code CMAC, that's CMAC, to get up to $500 in bonus credits when you trade $25. KALSHI, Kalshi, trade on anything. 18 plus only. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply. Event contract trading involves risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Prices, values, and available markets may differ from those mentioned. For more information, see kalshi.com/regulatory.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now or go to carsforkids.org.
7 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Whoever said fork in the road must have been hungry for the Sorrento and Sorrento Turbo Hybrid. Their 3-row seating and 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. With a capable Sorrento and Sorrento Turbo Hybrid, every way forward is the right way. Visit your local Kia dealer today. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Drive safely. See retailer for warranty details.
Hit and run at 125th and Lex? Shulman and Hill Injury Lawyers hits the ground running. No one fights harder for New York. Every borough, every block. Shulman and Hill, we are New York. Get a free case review. Search Shulman and Hill Injury Lawyers.
The Colonel's cooked up a new $10 bucket of the day just for you. Monday, 24 nuggets for $10. Tuesday, 8-piece fried chicken for $10. Wednesday, 10 wings for $10. Thursday, 8 tenders for $10. Friday, 24 nuggets for... Ooh, you guessed it, didn't you? $10. The $10 bucket of the day deal. Every weekday. Only at KFC. It's finger licking good.
Prices and participation variable. Supplies last. Not available on third-party ordering platforms. Tax extra.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/team. That's ZipRecruiter.com/team.
ZipRecruiter. I scream. You scream. We all scream. Because Wendy's famous small classic Frosty is just $1 for a limited time. More screaming, happy screaming, summer screaming, dollar small classic Frosty screaming! But please don't scream in the drive-thru. It hurts the employees' ears. Get a $1 small classic Frosty for a limited time, only at Wendy's.
U.S. price and participation may vary. A la carte only, not valid for delivery. Limit 10 per transaction. Price may be higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey, New Jersey, Powerball is up to $856 million. If you win, you're going to need to buy a bigger piggy bank. Get your ticket at a New Jersey retailer today.
If you're tired of dealing with dummies every time you shop for a car, I get it. All the games they play, the back and forth, it's brutal. Well, the team over at Route 22 Toyota seem to have it figured out. They're real people who have made the entire process of buying a car simple and that smart. Plus, they're easy to get to, right on Route 22 in Hillside, New Jersey, and they're always on the money with incredible deals on their huge selection of new and used Toyota. So remember, if you're tired of dealing with dummies, get over to Route 22 Toyota and experience the smart way to buy your next vehicle.
Looking for the best value on new tires? Get to Town Fair Tire. We honor every valid manufacturer's and competitor rebates and give you the guaranteed lowest price. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Town Fair Tire. All right, they won. You gotta text your buddies. Except you're driving. If you have to respond, pull over. Texting and driving is illegal and could lead to an accident. A safety message from the Rothenberg Law Firm. InjuryLawyer.com.
Sal Licata here for CertaPro Painters. You know, my home is a happy place, especially when my wife is satisfied. And that's not always an easy thing for me to achieve. But my friends at CertaPro Painters, they had no such problems. Big jobs or small, the good folks at CertaPro Painters are at your service. If you've been putting off a painting project, give them a call now at 1-800-GO-CERTA. That's CERTA with a C, and you'll see exactly what I mean. 1-800-GO-CERTA. Call CertaPro Painters today and get a no-nonsense free estimate on a professional job that you'll be happy with for years to come.
Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated right here in our community. Schedule your free estimate online at CertaPro.com.
When it comes to a phone service, maybe you're not ready to sign up for a whole year up front. Fair enough. Red Pocket Mobile gets it. During Red Pocket Mobile's summer savings event, select plans are half off your first month. As little as $10 to try it out. $10 with your pick of 3 major 5G networks. No contract, no cancellation fee. If you like it, you stay. Keep your number, keep your phone, pick your network. Visit redpocket.com today. Red Pocket Mobile, your new ultimate cell carrier.
Start your day with Boomer and Geo. Join the conversation weekday mornings from 6 to 10. Call 888-808-1019. The WFAN phone line is powered by Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus presents the biggest summer in UFC history.
The Fan Focus is presented by Chef IQ. Watch the game, not the grill. Get your gear at chefiq.com. How about Kawhi Leonard? The Raptors deal remains on hold, and more bad news for Kawhi. Pablo Torre's podcast reporting last night there's another company that was potentially paying Kawhi for no-show sponsorship deals to circumvent the salary cap. So now we're at 2 companies that Kawhi's doing this.
This investigation's been going on a very long time. NBA should have solved it by now, unless they don't want to find what they're not looking for.
Yeah, which is probably happening with other players.
Probably
what's going to come.
Maybe it's a Pandora's box, but what are you going to do about it?
Well, here's what I don't...
void the contract? I mean, it's sort of too late, but I guess you could make him a free agent. What do you do to the Clippers? Do you take years of draft picks away? Like, what do you do?
Well, this is where I'm very confused by this. The punishment should be to the Clippers.
Right.
They circumvented the cap, allowed it, figured
No,
this out.
Kawhi should serve too.
All right.
He knew what he was doing.
The point is, Why is this a Raptors problem?
Because the Raptors traded for him, and the NBA is saying you have to deal with whatever happens to Kawhi. What if Kawhi is suspended for 2 years? You made the trade. Too bad. You don't have him for 2 years.
I got you.
That's
So
what
this
they're
is
saying.
almost to help the Raptors. I interpret this as, what are you really going to do to Kawhi if this happens? Can you just have the deal go through?
That's the thing I don't know. And the
Okay.
NBA and Adam Silver, he's failing as a leader right now because
Shocker.
this should have been wrapped up and there should be more clarity. And here we are. And maybe that's what's holding up the NBA schedule because they can't make a freaking decision about the Clippers and the Kawhi Leonard situation.
I mean, but are we that anxious for, even with Kawhi going to the Raptors, there's still the Toronto Raptors.
Nah, they're a draw. Raptors are a draw with Kawhi. You kidding me?
They're not going to be on ABC Saturday night games.
I think they would. I think they'd sneak in one.
Maybe.
They're going to be a good team.
They're
And they got
gonna be a
Kawhi
good
Leonard.
team, but it's not an American TV market.
All right. Well, then I don't know what the hell's holding up the NBA schedule. So last night, the Hall of Fame game kicked off the NFL season.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of eyes were on Mike Tomlin because Mike Tomlin was making his pseudo-broadcasting debut. It's not
Yeah.
really broadcasting. He's working in the studio. I thought he was good, but that's not what I cared about. I didn't care about becoming Andrew Marchand and rating if he's a good announcer or not. I cared about him coaching the New York Jets next year because let's be real. As much as we all want the Jets to be great, there's a really good chance they're going to suck. There's a really good chance that Aaron Glenn is not going to be the head coach of this team next year. And Mike Tomlin is without question going to be the guy we all refer to and say, what about Tomlin? What about Tomlin? Great job by Chris Collinsworth, who says to Mike Tomlin, so when are you going to go coach again? Like he was blunt. He brought it up to Tomlin. Here's Mike Tomlin's answer.
How bad is the itch to go back? Because you're going to get approached. People are going to want you to be the coach.
You know, I haven't thought a whole lot about it yet because I don't feel like I'm missing anything yet. You know, when those regular season balls start snapping, that's when I'll start, getting a little twitch a little bit.
And he started twitching, like he showed it visually. That's a guy who's coaching next year. That's what I took out of that answer. He's saying, I haven't gotten it yet, but boy, once those games start, you can feel it coming, I'll get the itch. That does not sound like a guy who, as Tiki has told us, and I trust Tiki. Tiki said he's never coaching again. That's his prediction. That does not sound like a guy who's pulling a Bill Cowher.
But remember this. He's not coaching this year. This is his first time. Camps are open. This is the first. It's like, man, it's probably what somebody who quits cigarettes feels like the moment they're at a party with people smoking cigarettes. It's like, oh, God, I'm itching. This looks great. But now what's going to happen, though, Evan, is he's going to go through 4 months of getting used to what sitting in a studio looks like and that paycheck and not the stress and the everyday home life. And this is what happened to Bill Cowher as well. And I think there's probably a chance that itch kind of goes down a little bit.
Disagree. It goes the other way.
No, I think it goes down. I think
Once you start
itch
itching,
now.
you want to itch more.
No, yeah, but then eventually you get lotion and you get aloe and you put it on there and the itch stops
butthole.
itching. Yeah. I think by the end of the year he gets real cozy in there. He ain't coaching next year. I think a better chance Nick Sirianni's the Jet coach next year than Mike Tomlin.
Nah, I'm not talking about Nick Sirianni. I'm not talking about any other
It's not gonna be
coaches. I'm
Mike
talking
Tomlin.
about Mike Tomlin. That sounds like a guy he's going to get the itch soon.
And if you got the itch soon, why the Jets?
Why the Jets? Great question, by the way.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you asked it. I think there are 2 reasons on the answer being why the Jets.
All right.
Number 1 is their draft situation and maybe what this roster looks like by the time we're sitting in January. Like there is a scenario where you feel good about the roster but don't feel good about the head coach, and then you've got 3 number 1 picks.
Right.
The other thing that Woody Johnson has the ability to do, if he's willing to do it, is hand over the keys. The money and the keys. The power and the finances. And I think if the Jets have a year in which it does not go well from wins and losses standpoint, I think Woody Johnson, much like Leon Hess at the end of his tenure, would say, now is the time. This is my Bill Parcells.
Okay.
Who do you think was a better coach in their runs? John Harbaugh or Mike Tomlin?
I mean, to pick one, they both won a Super Bowl. I mean, I guess Harbaugh because he still continued to win playoff games while we went through this long time with Tomlin not.
So you're picking Harbaugh over Tomlin? That's not because you've wrapped your arms around John.
No, but I also think it's...
Like you're not being biased,
There's
right?
things about Harbaugh I didn't like. There's things about Tomlin I didn't like. But also, both one was subpar quarterbacking at times.
It's very similar. I mean,
It
they were
is
rivals,
similar.
obviously, in the same division, but it's a very similar resume.
I saw more evidence recently from Harbaugh. Like, again, say Flowers doesn't drop a couple fumbles that they're going to Super Bowl where Tomlin couldn't get out of that first round of last.
Who was Mike Tomlin's quarterbacks when he couldn't get out of the first round?
Mason Rudolph, Kenny Pickett.
There you go.
I agree.
No, I mean, and John had Lamar Jackson.
But
There's
he
kind of a
also-
big difference.
He also, you just told me yesterday, gets credited with developing Lamar
He deserves
Jackson.
credit for that,
Mike
absolutely.
Tomlin might have drafted Lamar Jackson and had him at wide receiver.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like Mike Tomlin was ever given the tools when it comes to a young quarterback to develop.
Okay. By the way, if you're getting me to crap on Mike Tomlin, I'm not. I think they're both great coaches.
I'm asking you a question.
Yeah.
First of all, it's also a science experiment that I've always had.
Because did I once say Tomlin?
Know that when you hire somebody, and we all love John Harbaugh.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's a great hire. Everybody thinks it's a great hire. You have to be an idiot to not think it's a great hire. It's a wonderful hire. It's fantastic. We'll see what happens now. It's almost like you adopt everything about them. Like you wrap your arms around them and say, oh, I'm going to now defend what happened, even if it wasn't your team. So Mike Tomlin versus John Harbaugh is a great debate. I'm sure Raven and Steeler fans had it a lot. And I'm curious, as I bring it up to you today, if your opinion on that changes because John's your guy. Now, neither one is my guy. Yeah. I'm fawning for Mike Tomlin the same way I would have fawned for John Harbaugh if he was available. He just wasn't available for me.
The New York Giants.
Look, here's what I would say. The only reason, and I think there's probably proof of this on Twitter, maybe Dan can look it up. I know before I even thought Harbaugh was going to be a Giant that I was already going out of my way, and I had kind of like the last 3 years where I actually at one point was a Lamar hater, went the other way where the Andrew stuff, the Zay Flowers stuff, I kept pointing to more the Lamar stuff. You can't blame Lamar for this. Where the Steelers stuff, I had been making the case for 3 years, the Steelers have to move on. I don't think that I ever made the case the Ravens had to move on. So I think that kind of tells me even prior to this, I probably would have sided with Harbaugh based on the very most recent things. But I think they're both great coaches.
Yeah, fair enough. But we'll see. I think the truthful answer on Mike Tomlin is that I don't think he knows. Like, I think when he answers that question or he tells his friends what his plans are for the future, I don't think he actually knows. I think it's one of those cases where maybe he will get the itch. I mean, it's possible he's sitting there, week 2 and saying, I miss this. And then it comes down to, A, will the Jets have a head coaching vacancy?
A butthole.
And then B, would Tomlin want to coach this job? Would he want to live in New York? Would he want the job? What do you want? I know there's a million elements that lead to it, but Jet fans, let me warn you. For anyone who's listened to this radio station for a long time, we, not just me, Mike and Chris, back in the day, everyone spent time talking about Bill Cowher every coaching cycle. Can the Jets hire Bill Cowher? Can the Giants hire Bill Cowher? Can the Jets hire Bill Cowher? It never happened. Ultimately, he never coached, but it was a running conversation for a decade, and until Mike Tomlin coaches, it will be a running conversation in this town because he's that good, and when you're that desperate, you always think of the best.
Is Mike Tomlin the guy you want coaching the Jets next year if you had to take your pick?
Yeah, I would sign for that right now.
Okay. So
I played that game with you last year on this exact date. I said to you, going into an NFL season in which you knew your coach was on the hot seat, but you want to win, would you sign next year Tomlin's your head coach? And it was tough because that means you're giving up on this season, let's be honest.
And the Giants had just drafted the quarterback, which the Jets had.
We haven't done that. But yes, I would, because I know what he is. I'd love for Aaron Glenn to be great. I'm not saying I don't. I just, if I'm a betting man, give me Mike Tomlin.
Why are you laughing?
I'm just going to tell you this because this conversation will inevitably come up again then because of this. Jaxson Dart is part of the reason John Harbaugh is the Giants coach. Part of it. Now, we can argue about how much part of it is. You might come a point in time here, late October, November, if we start hearing more of Mike Tomlin having itches, where you have to root for Jet losses.
Oh, to get the pick? To get the quarterback?
The pick might be what makes you sexier than going to Tampa or
3
wherever.
first-round picks, though, Sean. Remember that. 3.
Okay.
In what could be a very quarterback-deep draft.
It
3.
could be. But the only way to ensure you're getting the guy is to make sure that you're picking ahead of every other team that needs a quarterback, even in a trade-up situation. So just be prepared.
You just want me to root against my team.
I'm
you have
just
a fetish.
Prepared.
You have
if
this
want
weird
Tomlin,
fetish that you want me rooting against my team.
If you want if you sign for it today, you're rooting for Jet failure right now. And Jet failure means all the way.
By the way, I know that when you say that, just like you guys said it last year when I put you on the same situation, would you sign for Tomlin being your coach next year? You're putting yourself in a spot where if you say yes, you're rooting, if you will, for failure. I'm giving you the more conservative approach because the odds are not high that Aaron Glenn is the answer. I hope he is. I'm rooting for him. Most Jet fans are. Actually, all Jet fans are. What kind of Jet fan would you be if you're not rooting for Aaron Glenn to be the guy?
Glenn is a weird guy.
But the odds are he's not going to be the guy.
Yep.
So if you're telling me right now I'm going to get the best coach available next year, I'd have the same excitement I give for the Giants that I have right now. Anyhow, let me congratulate our Fan Cash winner, John in Oakdale. John, congratulations on winning the Fan Cash, man. How you doing?
Good, thanks, guys.
Nice. So what are you thinking? You got some money this weekend. We have no preseason football yet, but you got the Yankees, you got the Mets. Where are we thinking we're using some of our Fan Cash this weekend?
Probably going to stick with the Mets because they've been winning lately.
By the way, so it's not a bad idea. Pressure's off. They're red hot. Well, enjoy it. Congratulations, man, and thank you for listening. We appreciate it.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
John in Oakdale, the winner of the Fan Cash, thinking, let's go Mets money line.
I love it. Free money? Let's bet the Mets.
I mean, they're hot.
They are.
So why not money line them at this point?
Early start. Be prepared. Pittsburgh.
What do you mean early start? It's a 7:10 first pitch. Are you trying to confuse me?
6:40.
That's tomorrow. Saturday, 6:40.
You sure about that?
Friday is 7:10.
Are you sure about that?
I'm pretty sure about that.
I don't think that's true.
You think I'm wrong?
Do I know more Mets than Evan Roberts? I am right at 6:40.
Damn, you're right. 6:40 tonight. I thought that was a Saturday start time.
Can you let me handle the Mets baseball here? At least I know what time the games are.
The Mets! All right, fair enough. Let's go to James in Jersey. What's up, James?
Hey, this is Jay. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, loud and clear. What's on your mind?
Oh, so I just want to talk about Brian Cashman.
Yes.
So what does he have to do to get for us to get rid of him? Because we haven't won a World Series since 2009.
Right.
We had a failure of a deadline. The whole offense is built on one guy, and if he goes down, then there's no offense. So what witness Hal is like, enough is enough.
I will give you an answer, but I don't think you're going to like the answer. But I'm going to give it to you anyway because you asked the question. You ready? You will get rid of Brian Cashman the day Brian Cashman doesn't want to do the job anymore. I'm sorry.
Sounds about right.
I mean, I could sit here and make something up.
I mean, back-to-back years with no home playoff games and no home gates might make Hal, because that hurts his wallet.
But that's happened before.
Yeah, but now it's a little different.
It's a little different. It's happened before.
We're 30 years in.
We have here's the problem with answering the question, and you can attempt to do it. It sounds like you're trying. There is zero evidence to back up Hal Steinbrenner's willingness to move on from Brian Cashman. It's never happened. I don't think it's ever come close to happening. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I could sit here and say, missed the playoffs this year. How the hell would I know, or what information would any of us have to back that up?
Yeah.
Brian Cashman's tenure as the general manager and the stewardess of the New York Yankees. Is that correct, stewardess?
No, stewardess is a female.
He's the steward.
The steward of the ship.
We need Tiki right now.
Stewardess is female.
Whatever he is.
He's the flight attendant?
He's the guy who runs the Yankees. For that to end, he's going to have to leave. And you've heard Brian Cashman, whether it was with Big Mac and Craig or at his press conference. Does that sound like a guy who has any interest in leaving?
If he's not entertaining left-handed bats at the catcher position, that's a guy who is very content.
He's protecting his prospects.
Brian Cashman's got a boner.
So I don't think he's ever losing his job.
Thank God we traded Caleb Durbin for Devin Williams, by the way.
Yeah, that one hasn't worked out. Now Caleb Durbin, of course, got traded to Boston during the offseason, and he's been a big part of it.
Yeah, I was told he was too short.
Well, listen, some trades work, some trades don't.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, you're a hypocrite.
Why?
Yeah, I realized that your criticism is so hypocritical.
Because I want him to give up prospects?
You want to give up prospects. They gave up a prospect for one of the best closers in baseball. And you know what? It didn't work.
Yeah.
No one's going to argue that.
But maybe if we kept him, we could have traded Jason Dominguez for Johan Duran last year.
Yeah, but you wanted that. Did you not want Devin Williams when they traded for him?
No, I didn't. I thought Pete Alonso broke him. I was on record. I didn't love that trade.
Really?
Yeah.
You got to make me go to the archives on that
one?
Go
to the archives because I didn't want Luke Weaver losing his closer's role.
You were against the Devin Williams trade.
Don't you remember how many times I said once they trade from you can't give him the closer's role? It's got to be Luke Weaver.
I honestly, I don't. I'm not saying that you're lying,
Dan,
even though you've already lied today on the show.
Go ahead, Dan. Look, I never lied. Dan, look it up.
You lied earlier today when a woman thought that you were part of a giant panel, and you said you were. And then after I looked it up, the answer was no. And you're like, ha, you believed me? Yeah, because I don't think you're lying all the time, but apparently you do.
There's a difference between lying and making a woman not feel embarrassed in that situation that she had the wrong people.
She was off the phone by the time we were talking about this. You were just lying to me.
She was off the
phone. You're lying to Alex and you're lying to the audience.
So when callers hang up, they just stop listening to the show?
Sometimes. Especially the way you treat them. Anyhow, I know it's an odd time, but I'm kind of hungry, so why don't you feed us with a Cinco de Luncho?
Sean Moraes in the booth, somebody hide the castle! Optics flying, phones ringing, Evans yelling, no! Tiki's laughing, chaos cracking, nobody's in control! It's Cinco de Luncho! Bam! Crunch! Let's go!
Let's go! Cinco de Luncho is brought to you by Helix Wireless. Connecting everything, everywhere. And this is a big spot because 2 weeks ago, Evan Roberts had no idea what Alex's Cinco's about. I'm giving Alex another crack here to make sure it's something Evan Roberts cares about. So let's go, Alex.
So you're lazying out of a Cinco again?
I had too much homework.
So last time I asked Sean to do the Cinco, and he says, "Yeah, go for it." And then I text him again, like, "I'm gonna be with you guys." They're like, "Okay, take it." Like I didn't.
So
even
you
ask.
handed it off.
Hold on here. Is it a handoff or is it rewarding somebody that works hard?
How come you didn't reward the guy who did yesterday,
Ray
Jarvis?
yesterday?
Yeah.
Listen, I love Ray. Baby steps. That's his first time doing this. Alex has done this a bunch.
All right.
Listen, I'm a teacher of radio. Let me handle my business.
He's a teacher of radio. He's the Met expert. I mean, basically, he's everything.
What time's that game tonight?
6:40.
All right.
You know why it didn't matter to me? I'm on DVR.
That's
I'm going
why
to a comedy show.
That's why. All right.
Like, what difference does it make what time it starts? I'm watching it at 11 o'clock at night. Anyhow, go ahead.
Here we go. Number 5.
Well, what's the list?
Yeah,
Alex?
I wanted to switch it up. Okay, so my top 5 are Yankees prospects in my life that got the most hype, like before they were going into.
Didn't you do this 2 days ago, Sean?
I did, but I'm curious what the list looks like.
Let's see if it looks any similar. All right, go ahead.
No, I already clicked it. So number 5.
Wait, hold on. It's most hype. Did they fail or not fail?
No, like before they even stepped foot as a Yankee.
Okay, so it doesn't matter failure or not, just the hype going in.
Just the hype.
All right,
yeah,
got it.
Number 5, I actually have Anthony Volpe.
It's not bad
because because he was homegrown. We wanted
Local.
a shortstop, so it was kind of something that we were really looking forward to.
All right.
It didn't work out.
The Volpe hype. All right.
Number 4.
Number 4, I was between 2 players, 4 and 3, but I'm gonna go with George Lombard. I think he's got a lot of hype, but at the same time, this season is kind of just sort of wonky, so there's also some negativity. So I just thought,
Okay. I'm curious where you go beyond this because I think he should be higher, but go ahead.
Number 3.
Number 3, this is a little biased because I have a soft spot for him. I have Gleyber Torres. I thought he was really good.
No, that's fair.
Yeah,
he was a prize deadline acquisition as a prospect. I think that's totally fair.
Yeah, I thought he was the guy.
Number 2.
I actually have Judge at number 2. The Baby Bombers were amazing, but I actually thought another member of the Baby Bombers is number 1.
Number 1.
And I think it's Gary Sanchez.
Okay, interesting. Because Gary Sanchez we heard about since he was 16, so I see what he would say.
Because you never see that catcher with that much power going into a season, like as a rookie. So I just thought he had more hype than Judge.
I think the number 1 guy, and I can't disagree that all those guys had different levels of hype, but the number 1 guy was not on this list. And the number 1 guy barely played for the New York Yankees. And the number 1 guy, besides Brian Taylor, which was probably before your time, is Jesus Montero. Jesus Montero was Met. And the other ones, I'll give you others that were, I'm not blaming you for this because we're talking like the 90s.
Phil Hughes.
Ruben Rivera.
Oh, okay.
Jabba Chamberlain, Phil Hughes.
Ricky Leday.
Ricky Leday was, my God.
Jabba was one also, yeah. I was thinking
I'll never forget. And
Clint Frazier?
Clint Frazier's up there. There's a lot. Susan Waldman, who is the best.
Manny Benuelos.
Shit, Manny Benuelos. I mean, dude, this list could go on forever. They say Ian Kennedy. He's up there, too. Susan Waldman's the best, and she's been covering the Yankees for a very, very long time. And I trust her. So I'm going to reference something she said that didn't work out. It's not a knock on her. It's just sometimes prospects don't work out. But I remember, I'll never forget as a kid listening to her rave about Ruben Rivera and even mentioning some of the all-time greats.
Oh, no.
And that's not on her.
Yeah.
It's on the Yankees because they believed it.
They did.
Like, she talks to people. She was a great reporter, is a great reporter. And I know she's an analyst now, but she gets so much information. That's what they thought of him. And now, when any of us think of Ruben Rivera, do we think of him stealing Derek Jeter's stuff?
That's it. Exactly.
That's what he ended up turning into. But Ricky Leday was another one?
Yeah. Well, we thought Ricky Leday was going to be part of that core 4. Like when he was
Bruce in Flushing still calls this station, called in the other day. Again, I'm a fan of the radio station. Yeah. I'll never forget Bruce in Flushing talking about Ricky Leday. Used to call him Leday.
Leday.
This Ricky Leday's got a chance to be great.
Oh.
So there's a lot of them in the history of the New York Yankees.
Yeah, but let's hold on to all of them. Hug them tight.
Well, you're the one who said George Lombard Jr. is different, though. So of all those names we went through, Lombard was on the list, and you're like, yeah, but he's different. Spoken like someone who's learned nothing from his mistakes of the past.
This one's different. That's all I'll say.
It's different.
It's different.
Good job, Alex. There's your Cinco de Luncho every day when we start to get hungry. More of your calls coming up at 888-808-1019. And with the Mets winning a couple of games in a row, let's not get crazy. They're not in a playoff race. But is it possible that Andy Green may actually manage himself into keeping this job? Contractors, when deadlines are tight, you need a supplier that moves like you do. Windorama keeps the Northeast's largest in-stock selection of Andersen windows, patio doors, and storm doors ready for same-day pickup or next-day delivery. Need custom assemblies? They build them in-house to keep your jobs on track. And with Rama rewards for pros, earn up to 2% back, plus perks like free delivery. Windorama is your pro team. Visit Windorama.com to learn more.
This is an Odyssey Sports Minute.
All the New York Yankee fans that are upset about the team's supposed inactivity at the trade deadline need to realize this. The New York Yankees are the best team in the American League, at least on paper. And I'm expecting Aaron Judge to return this year. And if and when Judge does return, the offense is going to rake. The postseason top three in the rotation are ridiculous. David Bednar's a boss at the back end of the bullpen. The Yankees will go to the World Series. I'm Nick Costos.
Allstate is Metro New York's trusted auto insurer, protecting cars across the tri-state area. We're by your side when you need us most, providing you with affordable auto coverage you can rely on. So, switch to Allstate today, and you could save $900 on auto insurance. You're in good hands with Allstate. Based on national average annual savings for new auto customers surveyed in 2025 who switched to Allstate and reported savings, potential savings and availability varies by state.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Get the latest on the Giants and Jets on WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1 New York, and Odyssey Sports Station.
Someone had a birthday.
Yep, 50. Can't believe it.
50 years of wisdom.
Great segue. We have a health reminder from the CDC.
Pneumococcal vaccination is recommended for adults 50 or older. Says here, we're over 6 times more likely to be hospitalized with pneumococcal pneumonia than adults under 50.
I don't love those odds.
Same. Look what I found. Pfizer's Prevnar 20 is proven to help protect adults against pneumococcal pneumonia and invasive pneumococcal disease in just 1 dose. And millions have already gotten it.
Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you have a severe allergy to its ingredients. A weakened immune system may lower your response. Common side effects include injection site pain and swelling, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138. Visit Prevnar20.com or talk to your doctor or pharmacist.
I'm on Prevnar20.com now, scheduling my appointment.
Good idea. And happy 50th.
I'm Sam, owner of Marino's Landscape. With my Chase Inc. Business Premier Card, I earn unlimited 2.5% cash back on purchases of $5,000 or more. So everything I buy to run my landscaping business gives me cash back to help throw a big thank you party for my team. For all they do.
Chase Inc. Cashback built for every business. Find the right card at chase.com/inc. Real business owner compensated for their participation. Cards issued by J.P. Morgan Chase Bank and a member FDIC. Subject to credit approval. Terms apply.
Think you know how the rest of the baseball season plays out? Put your predictions to work on Polymarket, the world's largest prediction market and official partner of Major League Baseball. Who's winning their division? Who takes home the Cy Young, the MVP? And who's still standing when the World Series begins in October? Trade against other fans, not the house. On Polymarket, every game, every series, every race to October creates new opportunities to trade. Download the Polymarket app and use promo code LAYS to unlock $50 free on your first trade. That's promo code LAYS. Trading not available in all jurisdictions. Check local regulations before trading. Restrictions and eligibility apply.
Right now, you can grab a full breakfast at Dunkin' for $6. That's 2 wake-up wrap sandwiches and a medium hot or iced coffee, all for $6. It's quick, easy, and it covers your whole morning all in one stop. Did I mention it's filling and delicious? It's a full breakfast, it's a great value, and it just makes mornings easier. So next time you're at Dunkin', don't overthink it. Order the Dunkin' $6 meal deal. No substitutions, participations, and times may vary. Offer prices varies in California and Hawaii. Limited time offer. Cannot be combined with other offers. Exclusions and terms apply.
Whoever said fork in the road must have been hungry for the Sorrento and Sorrento Turbo Hybrid. their 3-row seating, and 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. With a capable Sorento and Sorento Turbo Hybrid, every way forward is the right way. Visit your local Kia dealer today. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Drive safely. See retailer for warranty details.
What makes Crystal Geyser Alpine Spring Water different? We always bottle our Alpine Spring Water less than 1.5 miles from the spring source, and all our bottles are made with 50% recycled plastic from our own recycling plants. Crystal Geyser, bottled at the spring source.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for buying gas. That's right. You can earn cash back with Upside just for buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside, and just last year, I made nearly $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get cash back? If you like extra cash, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back when you fill your tank. Use promo code SNAP to get an extra 35 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code SNAP for a 35 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code SNAP for a 35 cents per gallon bonus.
Hey, Mom, now that I have an after-school job, I think I want to buy a drum kit.
Okay, Rockstar. Let's look at your account.
When kids start making money, Chase has easy-to-use tools and expert bankers to help them learn how to manage it.
And next month, I'll buy the bass drum and the cymbals. Oh, and maybe some noise-canceling headphones for you.
Aw, you've thought of everything.
Help kids save, budget, and build financial independence, all with Chase. That's good for kids and good for parents. Visit your local Chase branch and get started.
Account subject to approval. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
Hey, it's Brew, and I feel like everything in my life depends on being connected. Whether I'm uploading a video, hopping on a call before my show, or video chatting with my family back in Michigan, I never have to think about my Wi-Fi. And that's why Xfinity stands out. You get the most reliable, fiber-powered Wi-Fi with the best equipment at one price for 5 years guaranteed. No contracts or commitments. Plus, you can get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi. Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas. Use of fiber or coaxial cable. Learn more at xfinity.com/same-day Wi-Fi. Xfinity, imagine that.
Our friends at Town Fair Tire remind you that at Town Fair Tire, you always get the guaranteed lowest price on name brand tires from Connecticut to Maine. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
The conversation never stops on The Carton Show. Join Craig Carton and Chris McMonagle weekdays from 2 to 7. Call 888-808-1019. The WFAN phone line is powered by Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus presents the biggest summer in UFC history.
The Mets responded to the trade deadline by sweeping the Cleveland Guardians. They're obviously not going to go on some Boston Red Soxian run to get back into this thing.
You never know.
But there's been some banter amongst Met fans about Andy Green, that maybe if the Mets finish strong, while they may not make the playoffs, that Andy Green could do enough to make you want him to remain as manager. And he said something after the game yesterday. I want to play it for you. That was like a calmer Herm Edwards.
Oh, okay.
Herm Edwards became famous. Not only was he a good, underrated coach for the Jets, but, the whole play to win the game thing.
Of course, yeah.
Andy Green had a very calmer version of that has inspired some Met fans into thinking maybe he's the guy. You want to hear it?
I want to hear it.
Here's Andy Green after yesterday's Mets victory.
There's a game to be played, and you should play to win it. That should be the cutthroat competitor that every person is that's in a clubhouse. The city we play for deserves that. The fan base deserves that. And, that's the identity you want to have. And so no matter how many times you've been hit, you got to show up and you got to play to win. And it was a good series to do that. A lot of games left still.
Has he convinced you a little bit? You're an IBO in this regard.
I love that attitude. Now, again, we would argue in 162, can you really manage every game like it's that? And it's maybe easier for him to say. But, yeah, that sounds like somebody I'd be inspired to play for. And I think at a bare minimum, that's something the Mets should investigate. But, again, wasn't Andy Green the one that told the Mets from the jump he's not interested to be on this year?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. That I would ignore. Andy Green saying that he doesn't want to manage is – the reason I don't believe it is he just agreed to manage the team for the rest of the season. That shows you there's a level of interest. So I think if the Mets – look at Andy Green and say, boy, we'd like to offer him the job.
Yeah.
I think there's a decent chance Andy Green would change his mind.
That being said, even with hearing that, no matter what happened, wouldn't that just, again, for the Met fan, just feel so underwhelming?
Forget that, because that's a fair point, but I want to ask you as an IBO.
That sounds like a guy I would want to play for, and I'd want to hear those quotes. Those quotes beat the hell out of some of the Boone quotes I get.
I agree. I think they're wonderful quotes, but winning matters. And while a 3-game winning streak against the Guardians should not confuse anybody into thinking they're about to go on a Red Soxian run, wins and losses wise,
that's a culture
do
thing.
you think that would change the Met fans' view on bringing Andy Green back?
Yeah, I think so, because you want to see winning baseball.
So how many do they have to win? Give me a number. By the way, he's managed 35 games. Do you know the Mets' record since Andy Green took over out of curiosity?
Over 500.
It is not. It's 16 and 19.
I thought it was close.
So it's a little bit under 500, but that could change quickly. They go sweep the Pirates, boom, they're at 500. They go on a run, they'll be above 500.
Not being fair, because they sold off basically all their bullpens, so they're workshopping all of this. I don't know, man. Like, but you finish his run 10 games over?
That's exactly what I was thinking. Okay. Now you took it right out of my head.
So 13 games over from this point forward.
Yes. I think if we end up finishing this season, I have to do the math on what that record would look like, considering he's managed 35, there's how many games left, all that. Well, 50 and 66. So they played 116 games. What's 162 minus 116?
Come on, man.
Get at your calculator.
Oh.
You're sitting right next to me. I can't have to do everything.
I forget that my phone has a calculator.
Thank you.
162 minus 116?
Yes. What's the result?
46 games.
Okay. What's 46 plus 35?
I didn't know.
Oh, wait a second. It's 81. Yeah, it's half a season. I totally forgot. Carlos Mendoza got fired at the exact halfway point. I remember thinking that was cool when it happened.
I don't think I realized that. So anyway, basically his
41 and 30. 41 and 30.
But his equivalent is
Wait, that's not correct either.
No, that's 11 games over.
51.
I don't think you can be 10 games over.
No, hold on. 45 and 35.
All right. No.
That leaves you a game short.
A game short.
46 and 35.
All right. So
there's your answer.
All right. So if you call the other 2 games that would be on a wash over 162, you're talking about a guy 20 games over?
Well, it would be 9 games over 500. Between 9 to 11 games above 500.
But I'm saying it
would get him the mark.
If you doubled it, that would give you a full season projection of that.
No, and I think that's a part of it that you can at least tell yourself, wow, they sold guys off. Soto missed a bunch of time, and he led a team to about a 90-win pace.
It's certainly better.
I agree. I think that would help me because I'm a wins and losses guy.
Yeah.
Like, those comments are nice, but I would need to see results, even though that may seem unfair because of the injury to Soto and the fact they traded their entire bullpen away. But I want to answer my own question honestly, and I think it's your answer. You go out, you go 45 and 35 in the games that you managed, we could have a nice conversation about you being the guy.
Yeah. Now, what would it take for them? Would that get them out of last? I haven't even looked at the NL East in a long time.
What would that leave them record-wise?
Well, I'm just
Hold
trying
on
to,
a second.
Yeah,
Let's do some more math.
Well, because look, I hate to bring this back to the movie Major League, but give the Mets something to shoot for. Let's play our way out of last place the rest of the year. Can they do that?
Hold on 1 second. So 46 minus 16 is 30.
Okay.
They would finish at 80 and 82. If they hit the benchmark I mentioned,
and the Nationals sold,
they would finish 80 and 82. Which would not be enough to make the postseason.
No,
I'm sorry.
No, it's not postseason. Can he give them a realistic goal by doing that to get out of last place in the NL East?
Oh, yeah, I think that's possible. The Nationals are 5 under, like you talked about.
Okay.
They've struggled. They sold guys off. They're only 5.5 behind them. That's a benchmark to you getting out of last place?
Well, dude, think about it. They're 5.5 back. Same distance, by the way, the Yankees are of the Rays when you declare the AL East over. The point is, this has been such a miserable season. For Andy Green to dig them out even after the trade deadline and go, we're not going to be a last-place team the rest of the year, he'd probably be playing similar to baseball to what we're talking about.
Yeah, I get you.
I think that all adds up. My point is, he's got to sell to this team what we're playing for the rest of the year.
I think it took us a while to get there. If the Mets finish with 80 wins, which is not going to be enough to make the playoffs, but it's enough to really finish strong,
yeah,
I think Andy Green puts a nice stake of claim into this job.
Yeah. Look,
it'd be tough to argue against it because, again, all the negative factors.
80 and 82 looks sexy on a standings paper when you consider where we were this year.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think we've agreed with we've agreed with each other.
See, this is what happens. When I know what time the Met game starts, we can have a nice Met conversation, and it's good.
You're very excited about the fact that you knew the start time.
This happened to me one other time in my life.
What?
I have one friend. We're a couple friends now, but one friend that loves NASCAR.
Yeah.
Okay? And he was planning a Daytona 500 party a few years ago to match up his birthday party. And I knew from doing national radio he had the date wrong. So when I called him on it, all my other friends were like, oh, my God, you knew and he didn't. I said, you're a phony. You're a fraud. And it reminded me of that. You got to know what time the Met games is starting. You Mr. Rico Bronya. You're a phony. You're a phony Met fan.
In this case, it doesn't matter because for the next 2 nights, I'm DVRing the games.
But
and it doesn't matter what time the game starts.
You cannot confidently look me in the eye and go, what are you talking about 7:10? That's what you can't do.
By the way,
and you did that.
I also think most games are 7:10. Like there's certain teams that don't do it. Like
Yankees.
The Cleveland. No, it was 7:05. You know what I mean? 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock start. 7:05,
so when
7:10.
you said 7:10, you meant 7.
I meant 7.
Oh, I got you.
I don't think 05-10 is a big deal, but I get it. The Yankees do 05, the Mets do 10. But the Phillies go 6:40, the Guardians go 6:40. I will default 7 o'clock. But at the end of the day, 2 things that are very true that you cannot deny. About to go on vacation. And number 2, DVRing the next 2 nights. So what time it starts doesn't matter. It's going to start at 11 o'clock for me.
How many Ricos on this week vacation for you?
Probably just the series recaps. I don't think I'm going to go overboard.
Okay.
Unless something crazy
That's
happens.
healthy. I'm glad that you're doing it.
Yeah, and so that would mean Sunday after the Pirates series, Wednesday after the Atlanta series, and then Sunday after the following weekend series. So maybe there's one extra that I don't see coming.
Maybe there's one extra
dead. I'll tell you why.
All right.
I'll tell you why. That has nothing to do with it.
Yan starts a fight, you're going to want to do one?
That's not. Sure, there could be something. I think by the time late next week comes around, you joke about this, and it's so true. You say to Tiki, Evan's ready to come back. I can just tell Evan's ready to come back. And it's not that I want to get away from my family. I love that part. It's that I miss talking about sports.
Yeah, I
So
gotcha.
the way you get it out of your system is, I'm doing an off day Rico.
Okay.
So I can see one bonus Rico, but I think for the most part, we're looking at series recaps.
I can't even make fun of you. Part of this is this. I'm on vacation in 2 weeks. By the way, this is the last time we're going to see each other for 3 weeks.
Thank God.
And I already have like 3 Giants podcasts I have to record.
See, there you go.
So
why don't you do them live? I'm confused by your recordings. Just do them live. Do it live. We'll do it live.
It just depends on timing with me and Justin.
It doesn't matter. Just whip it out live. Like, well, timing doesn't matter. You can put it on the FAN YouTube page at any moment.
Just
Why does it
whip
have
it
to
out live?
Yeah.
We don't want to offend any show that's live on WFAN.
Oh, stop. Who's sensitive like that? You think someone's sensitive like that?
I'm certainly not going to do it between 2 and 6:30.
Why? You think Craig is sensitive about that?
I don't think Craig's sensitive, but I think they bring up anytime somebody's alive.
No, he doesn't care.
I could have sworn that got brought up once.
Seriously?
Oh, you know what? I'm going to apologize to
He's
Craig.
not sensitive.
I'm going to
Jeez.
apologize to Craig.
What?
It's the wrong show. The morning show.
The morning show guy? They're not sensitive about it either.
Oh, I don't think they liked when you went live those couple times.
I've done it a million times. I haven't heard a word about
and
it.
when you were doing it and I was here, I heard them bring it up on air. They didn't love it.
No, it's still going on. I do it
My
around my
apologies to the
schedule.
show. It was the morning show.
Oh, I do it around my schedule. When I'm ready to do it, I do it. It doesn't matter what else is on because if you want to listen to Craig or us or
But is that
Boomer
rude?
Gio, no.
To go live?
No, not rude at all. It's all about content. We have a million pieces.
We'll do it live.
Yeah, there you go. You just do it. You have a choice as a consumer. You just listen to whatever the hell you want to listen to.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with that.
So we're live on YouTube right now. If we found out that Tommy was doing the Giants podcast.
No issue. Big Mac hasn't done a one. Oh my God.
A one Yankee step? Go get him.
He hasn't done a go get him during our show. I'm sure he has. I have no problem with it.
I don't know if he has.
I
Live?
guarantee he has.
Live?
Yes.
And took away from our YouTube viewership?
Well, do you think it would?
Yes, it would. He's
Probably
a very
would.
successful podcast.
I'm sure it would. I would have no problem with that.
Okay.
No problem with that. And I'm sure he has. And I've never even noticed, nor do I care.
All right.
Because it doesn't matter. Like, listen, you got all
By the way,
these...
this is a very Andrew Marchand conversation.
What, if you should put
Go
a YouTube
live
show-
up against your own product?
Well, but technically that's always happening. Are you saying that the night times we shouldn't care? Tommy's on. We respect him. You're saying certain day parts matter more than others?
It's not that.
That's what you're basically saying. Like, we're WFAN. We're 24/7. No matter when you go live, you're taking away from something. So you're contradicting yourself.
I probably am, and I probably am thumbing my nose at the Knights, which isn't right, but it's just, whatever.
I mean, it sounds like that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because every Rico I do is going to be going up against something. Same thing with one giant step. Right. Same with go get him.
Yeah, I guess you're right. What do you want me to tell you? I don't want to badmouth Tommy on the way out the door.
I mean, it kind of sounds like you are.
I feel like you just talked me into badmouthing.
Well, because your whole point is a contradiction to say if I do a giant pod live, I'm competing with WFAN. Then you'll always be competing with WFAN. We're 24/7. When do we take breaks?
It's a good point. During a Yankee game?
Yeah, but it's still you're taking away from the Yankee game. Like, what are you talking about? You're taking away from something. Right. We're never off the air. Right. That's the beauty of the radio station.
I don't want to argue about this anymore. I think you talked me into
how
it's a hypocrisy.
You don't want to argue because I kicked the ass.
All right, so you won something for once, all right? What time's the Met game tonight?
6:40.
All right.
Let's get back to some of your phone calls. Let's go to Mike in Wappingers Falls. What's up, Mike?
Hey, thank you very much for taking my call, guys.
What's up?
I'm a Raider fan, and I wanted to see if I could make my case for the Raiders being the last place team to make it.
Go ahead.
They invested heavily on the defense in free agency in the draft, signed Tyler Lindenbaum as the center. They have a left tackle in Colton Miller, Brock Bowers, Ashton Genty, a very boring Kirk Cousins who's going to face Geno Smith, Cam Ward, who knows in Cleveland, and Jacoby Brissett, and is going to face Geno Smith, who I predicted would be traded and start for the Jets before he was traded. You can check it, Evan. Dr. Bombay at Jet Stink on Twitter.
Jet Stink.
Jet Stink.
I believe you.
Fernando Mendoza.
But the division is murder.
And the Raiders' defense stinks.
That's going to be, like you brought up the NFC South and the opportunity it creates for New Orleans and anybody else. The Chiefs are going to be back. The Broncos may not be as good, but will be a problem. Despite Justin Herbert getting his hair flipped by his fiancée, there'll be a problem. That is a very tough division to crack.
Right. At worst, even with the Chargers stuff, they're still going to win 8 games. You know what I mean? It's a hard ask for the Raiders this year.
Kyle in Eatontown, New Jersey.
And Genty stinks, too.
What's up, Kyle?
How you boys doing today?
Good. What's on your mind?
No, so I was listening to your Cinco de Fivo, and it brought me back. I couldn't agree more with the Jesus Montero prospect being the top. So back in 2008, I had the opportunity to face him down in Clearwater, and the aura that guy played with was incredible. I think he signed for like $2.6 million out of Venezuela. And the drip, everything that guy presented was just like scream top prospect. So you nailed that one. I think being a lifelong Yankee fan, I don't think anybody's come through with more excitement than him.
And it's amazing what it turned out to be because Brian Cashman traded him for all the prospects that he hugs and refuses to move. He dealt them for Michael Pineda.
Which is why I think Lombard's the real deal, because I think that his refusal to do that told you he probably felt Montero might be, bust out.
I will never forget this. It's a personal story. After Cashman made the decision to trade Montero for Michael Pineda, it was opening day 12 or 13 after they had made the trade.
Beautiful day.
And he was in the booth with me and Joe, did a great interview, same Brian Cashman. He talked a lot. And he was agonizing. He admitted he was agonizing over trading Montero. And I looked at him straight in the eye and I said, I know how you feel. And I cited a fantasy trade I had made the previous year.
Oh, my God.
And he gave me a look of, it's not the same, bro.
How do you do that to the general manager of the Yankees?
I wanted to relate to him. I was like, I know how you feel.
I think we're pretty good. Do you know how offensive that is to a major?
Do you think he was offended by that?
How could you not be? And I've gotten on Cashman before. Never once would I say, I do a better job thanks to a fan. By the way, I don't because the team stinks, but I do a better job because of fantasy.
I didn't say I do a better job. I said, I know how you feel.
Yeah, but you don't know how
to make trades like that. I had to make one last night in fantasy. It was our trade deadline. I traded one of my top prospects, Luis Lara of the Milwaukee Brewers.
Okay.
But I wanted to make a move. You know who I got back? Luis Garcia Jr. I went Yankee.
All right.
I went Yankee.
So you should want him hitting leadoff tonight.
Yeah. I mean, sure, it would benefit me from a fantasy perspective. I don't let my opinions get festered by fantasy.
Festered?
Yeah. I try to give you my honest opinions.
All right.
So when we talked about the Yankee leadoff spot, I would never bring up how it would personally benefit me. That's very selfish. Kendrick in Suffern. Hey, Kendrick.
What's up, guys? Yeah, no, few things here today.
Yes.
One, in terms of Sean getting lazy with the Cincos here, I know he goes on vacation as if he is a school teacher during the summer, but if I could, I have a Cinco that might not be able to be used after this weekend. So I want to give you guys the top 5 splits in honor of our guy Jefry Yan.
Top 5 splits.
Okay.
In honor of Jefry Yan, who likes to jump up and down when he gets a strikeout. Jefry Yan. Go ahead.
So number 5 would be a Coors Field home and away split. Growing up, you had Colorado and Helton playing fantasy sports. There was nothing better when you had a couple of games in Colorado.
I like that. That's good.
Number 4 would be the banana split, the most overhyped food item of all time. I don't know one person who wants a banana when they're going for ice cream.
I agree.
Number 3, would be the split bill. You know, when you go out with a couple of people who like to drink, there's nothing worse than trying to split the bill with someone who goes 4 or 5 more drinks than you do. And so when the waiter comes and asks if you want like the bill split, that's an all-time move. Number 2, Mike and the Mad Dog. If you ask any WFAN listener over the age of 60, right? Anyone over 60 that listens to WFAN will never admit to crying, but yet they're still in their feels about Mike and the Mad Dog splitting up.
Yeah, and we've all had to pay the price for it.
Yeah, you guys would probably be filling in 2 to 6 if they were still around. And then,
that's a good point. Yes.
And number 1 is Jefry Yan. I mean, let's be honest.
Wow.
If somehow Andy Green turns this around, Jefry Yan split, that silhouette will be as iconic as the Air Jordan logo.
I mean, here's the thing. He's not wrong in that. Maybe Air Jordan's a little too much. But if he is successful and he is a part of a Met bullpen that matters, he's going to become an even bigger thing. He's already a thing, and he's only appeared in 1 major league game, and it's a discourse around him. But if the Mets go on any kind of run, this year feels way too late, but next year he's a part of the bullpen, he's going to be a thing.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
He'll sell jerseys.
That is a horrible job by you that you didn't come up with that brilliant idea.
It's a great idea.
The 5 best splits in honor of Jefry Yan's jumping splits.
Here's where he's lazy. You got to keep the banana split off if you think it's that overrated. It can't even be on your list as a great split.
I think that was his way of saying it's overrated. By the way, here's the audio of Sean Morash. I have it. Your opinion on the Devin Williams trade. Because you said earlier that you didn't like the trade. I have not heard this yet.
I said that I preferred Luke Weaver be the closer.
No, you said you didn't like the trade of Caleb Durbin for Devin Williams.
I said I understood the trade, but it better not be for the closer.
I haven't even played the audio yet, and you're already spinning. I don't even know if this indicts you or not.
Because I'm just getting this record straight on what I said.
All right, here's what you said after the Devin Williams trade. Take a listen.
And Emmanuel Clase is not the only guy who's been through this. This is a Major League Baseball problem where these relievers could be so fickle. The whole deal here with getting Devin Williams, and this is why I brought up, is he even going to close? And we obviously understand he will, is you just want strong depth at that back end because you want to know once you get to the postseason, look, if he's showing any signs of that, tipping pitches, wearing down, you have a Weaver to go to, you have a Loizier to go to. You can change up roles and be versatile at the back end, which I think needed to be the Yankees' approach here. Yeah. And I like the position they're in now.
So you like the trade? That was about the bottom line.
That's about what I figured I said. But
and now it's going to come back and haunt you because Caleb Durbin is on a little bit of a heater with the Red Sox in the second half.
We'll see the Red Sox again. And we'll see Caleb Durbin again. That little munchkin. We'll be all right.
Did you get a little munchkin?
I did.
It's inappropriate.
Yeah. Well, I was at Dunkin' this morning, and I saw them sitting there.
Idiots with Idioms in a few short minutes. We'll set you up for your sports weekend and talk to you as well. 888-808-1019. Evan without Tiki, but with Sean Morash.
And this portion of the program is sponsored by the New Jersey Division of Highway Traffic and Safety.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Chris McMonagle here. Make sure you stay locked into WFAN tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. for Saturdays with C-Mac as we break down everything going on in New York sports. We got the Yankees and their awful bats welcoming in the Atlanta Braves. Can they hold off the Red Sox? What's going on with Judge's injury? And how much fun is it to watch George Lombard Jr. play baseball? Plus, we are getting closer and closer to football. The preseason is right around the corner. What's going on at Giant Camp? What's going on at Jet Camp? What are we excited about? What are we nervous about? We get into all of it. Saturdays with C-Mac right here on The Fan.
Before you drive, check in with your crew. Buzzed or high, you're not okay to drive. Pass your keys to a sober driver, call a ride, or crash on a couch. You have options. Driving impaired isn't one of them. A message from the New Jersey Division of Highway Traffic Safety.
From the makers of Surfside, something new is hitting the shelves this summer. Introducing Super Light, the new Vodka Plus Aid canned cocktail inspired by classic sports drink flavors. Super Light comes in 4 delicious flavors: fruit punch, orange, lemon lime, and blue chill. With only 90 calories, 0 sugar, and 0 bubbles, Super Light delivers a refreshing taste that's perfect for summer. Whether you're hitting the green, shooting hoops with friends, or soaking up the sun, Super Light is here to fuel the moment. Look for Super Light variety packs and individual flavors at stores and bars near you. Must be 21 plus. Please drink responsibly.
Optimal Fibers in the house. Y'all know the number. 877-393-4448. Optimum Fiber, so fresh, so fine. Got another provider leaving behind. Come on, everybody, let's get online. $30 a month, gonna blow your mind. 5 whole years, don't hesitate. Lock it in now before it's too late. 877-393-4448. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
Run or walk with Giants legends.
The Giants Foundation will host a 5K racing kids run presented by Quest on Sunday, November 8th at 9 a.m. at MetLife Stadium. Net proceeds will benefit the Giants Foundation. All participants will receive a commemorative t-shirt. And after the race, stay for a post-race festival with appearances by Giants legends and a live DJ. Register now at giants.com/5K. The Giants Foundation is a 501c3 nonprofit corporation.
Hi, I'm Patty, founder of Awesome Tex. I started with a big idea to give old clothes a new life by turning them into recycled fibers and threads. Everyone told me that this was going to be impossible. But Chase for Business believed in me. They gave me a lot of guidance from the beginning.
Get financial guidance from bankers in the New York community and convenient digital tools all in one place. Learn more at chaseforbusiness.com. Make more of what's yours. Real customers compensated. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
All right, they won. You gotta text your buddies. Except you're driving. If you have to respond, pull over. Texting and driving is illegal and could lead to an accident. A safety message from the Rothenberg Law Firm. InjuryLawyer.com.
Sal Licata here for CertaPro Painters. You know, my home is a happy place, especially when my wife is satisfied. And that's not always an easy thing for me to achieve, but my friends at CertaPro Painters, they had no such problems. Big jobs or small, the good folks at CertaPro Painters are at your service. If you've been putting off a painting project, give them a call now at 1-800-GO-CERTA. That's CERTA with a C, and you'll see exactly what I mean. 1-800-GO-CERTA. Call CertaPro Painters today and get a no-nonsense free estimate on a professional job that you'll be happy with for years to come.
Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated right here in our community. Schedule your free estimate online at CertaPro.com.
Fan Cash Fridays are here. Listen every Friday for your chance to win $100 in Fan Cash from Fanatics Sportsbook. Use Fan Cash to unlock unlimited profit boosts, exclusive merch, collectibles, and more. No purchase necessary. Must be 21 plus. See full rules on the WFAN contest page.
Listen to MLB Insider Calls on WFAN all season long. Presented by Grainger. For the ones who get it done, Grainger offers the professional-grade products you need, delivered when and where you need them. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/team. That's ZipRecruiter.com/team.
ZipRecruiter. Skechers elite athlete OG Anunoby has been making history on the basketball court.
Anunoby tips it in. Unbelievable. What a shot.
He's been balling out in Skechers high-performance basketball sneakers, and the world is noticed. But how does OG train off the court to keep in peak physical condition? Hands-free Skechers Slip-ins AeroBurst. They help prepare OG for the physical demands of playing at a championship level. Get your pair of AeroBurst for only $165 at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever high-performance running shoes are sold.
The Rico Bronya podcast is proudly sponsored by Takara Fuji Apple Chew High, the sparkling cocktail that blends shochu spirits with delicious flavors of fruits from Japan. Whether it's Citi Field or your favorite spot, raise the apple.
Summer's heating up and pest season is officially here. Mosquitoes, ticks, ants, and wildlife are becoming more active across the greater New York area as summer temperatures rise. Enjoy your summer, not the pests. JP McHale Pest Management helps protect your home, family, pets, employees, and customers all summer long. With local offices around the tri-state area, their local experts are ready with seasonal residential savings and free commercial inspections. Visit nopests.com. That's NOPESTS.com. JP McHale Pest Management, not just good, guaranteed.
For 100 years, London Jewers has been part of life's most meaningful moments, from engagements and anniversaries to milestones, big and small. We've helped mark the moments that matter the most to our customers. Generations of families have trusted London Jewers for exceptional craftsmanship, timeless design, and service that lasts a lifetime. As we celebrate a century of excellence, we thank you for being part of our story, and we look forward to the moments still to come. We invite you to visit London Jewers at any one of their 6 locations. London Jewers, celebrating 100 years of brilliance.
Looking for the lowest price on name brand tires? Get to Town Fair Tire and get the guaranteed lowest price on any name brand tire. Nobody beats a Town Fair Tire deal. Nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
It's the road ahead, brought to you by your local Kia dealers. Visit Kia.com and discover movement that inspires. The team from the Bronx continues its extended homestand with a series against Atlanta before finishing up against Seattle.
What an atmosphere tonight. The stands are packed. Down here, two fans side by side, both holding a Heineken. Promising start. The chant begins. Listen to that. Perfect sync. Corner coming in. They lean forward together and goal! Arms up. They cheers. Wait. That's a hug. That's a hug. Let's check the replay. Yes, two strangers at kickoff. Friends by full time.
Fans have more friends. Find yours in the stands. Must be 21 plus to purchase. Enjoy Heineken responsibly.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight illnesses like pneumococcal pneumonia and RSV. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and can help protect you from getting really sick. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. See more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Jaxson and Jared Goff throwing for at least 4,000 yards. That's been the case for the past 4 seasons, where Goff has thrown for at least 4,400 yards each year. He hasn't missed a game in the past 4 seasons, so injuries can always play a role in season-long player totals, but for a player who's proven to be durable and has Jahmyr Gibbs, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and Jameson Williams to throw the ball to, I'll be taking the over 4,050 season-long passing yards for Jared Goff. I'm Pat Boyle. Bet smarter and beat the books. Download the BetMGM app today.
The New York Giants are getting ready for a new season. What are your expectations for Big Blue? Join the conversation at 888-808-1019. The WFAN phone line is powered by Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus presents the biggest summer in UFC history.
The Fan Focus is presented by Chef IQ. Watch the game, not the grill. Get your gear at chefiq.com. It's the Yankees and Braves at 7:05 tonight in a game that can be heard right here on the Fan. It's Max Fried taking on Molly's pitching now for the Braves, right? I have that right?
Yes.
Okay, and it's 6.
Maley.
I'm sorry. Hopefully he mails it in. 6:40 p.m. Mets send Zach Thornton to the mound versus the Pirates. And also in this window seat, today's window seat is brought to you by Windorama. Save up to 40% on new windows and doors. In the window seat, I'm putting Max Fried. Look, as much as been on this Yankee offense, this is another one of those turns and weekends where the Yankees will pitch all 3 of their aces. This is the first time since leaving the Braves that Max Fried will face his former team, the Atlanta Braves, because they faced Atlanta when he was on the IL last year.
Doesn't have the same feel when it's not there.
No, but how about go shove? A little bit of an edge. Yankees need it tonight off an off day. Let's go.
Yeah,
Max
well,
Fried
they need it because if you want to win the division or you want to maintain home field in a wild card series, you're in a pennant race. You're essentially tied with the Red Sox. You put yourself in a hole with Tampa. There's less than 50 games to go. It's a sprint now. You got to win games. So, yeah, every game counts the same, I guess, but it's important if you want to get those advantages. The Yankees do not have a history of going on deep runs as wild card teams. They just don't. How many World Series they've gone to as a wild card team?
None.
0.
Amazing.
0. Now, the run that they went on a run in 17. I'll give them that.
Yeah,
they won a wild card game. They won a series on the road. Then they lost the ALCS in the 7th game to the Houston Astros, mainly because the Yankees couldn't hit. You can tell me all you want about the cheating. Yankees couldn't hit.
Bottom line is this. There's a first time for everything in life.
No, I get you. You're very, very positive. We've talked throughout the week, 4 hours a day. You do the math, that's 20 hours. And so naturally, not just us, but everybody at the radio station says stuff that doesn't make sense. It's why for the 36th consecutive week, we've never missed a week. It's a segment we like to call Idiots with Idioms.
Hey, you know what time it is? It's Idiots with Idioms. Idiots with Idioms. Idiots with Idioms. Idiots with Idioms. Laugh till you split your sides. Idiots with Idioms.
And tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. Almost said something else.
You did.
Ball hammock.
You can't let what happened to a Zach Weaver happen to Clay Holmes.
Rico Borgagna.
Keith says it's sticky tonight.
It is. Even sticky on the floor here.
Well, that's a whole different issue.
How about that?
Barring his wrist basically having laryngitis, it's over, Evan.
Yeah.
But 1 + 1 doesn't mean it has to be 2. Actually, it does. I think I used that incorrectly. Math is math.
What an egregious blunder.
You and I are talking. They're basically mating at this point. There's penetration.
I love the tip. So there's no one in this deal at this moment that is going to excite you, that's going to make you jump on the ceiling.
You have to possess it.
Possession is 2/3 of the law?
Yeah.
You didn't build me, so you can't kill me.
And said they did talk about Will Warren for marijuana.
Right.
And
The man's it. You're never going to touch it, but you actually do touch it, but you can always go halfway and never get there.
I'm confused. And all my videos, I'll waterboard them. Don't worry about it.
Rico Bronya, top 5 comments.
Oh, watermark.
You're not waterboarding people.
What are you doing to your mouth? Yeah.
Can't even believe it. You know what? You're right, because I'm doing this all day. First of all, my wrist hurts. It's not mentally healthy.
Oh, yeah! And everyone remembered it then and was pissed off then.
Right.
But now we have rose-colored goggles on George Steinbrenner because Hal's worse.
I believe in Tiffy time.
Howie's like, I'm whipping it all out right now.
Holy shnikes!
You know what? He's just dehydrated. He's just worn out. He hasn't gone that deep that far that in a really long time.
It's not just the home run. The home run on an 0-2 breaking ball was the icing on the top.
I was wrong. I admit it.
Winning games is like fitting something really tiny in a keyhole. You can do it, but you need to do this thing perfectly. You need to slip it in perfectly.
My penis looked bigger.
Hey, let me eat that turd.
Yeah, it's a turd drenched in ranch dressing, at least. You know what I mean? Gives it some flavor.
That's a weird one.
I had a very good seat for the game.
Ankles overhead.
But did you get up quick? You landed on your feet, or you went?
I went to my knees for a second, and then Tom Coughlin pulled me out of the game.
Big Giant or Jet game. That's their only out in that spot. But a loss again.
A loss?
Nah. I'm going to text Michael and say, hey, if you want to, give some of that commercial load over to Paul.
Laugh till you split your sides. Idiots with idioms.
Another week.
You know who's really starting to steal a show in terms of idioms?
The Mets broadcast?
Big Mac.
Oh, Big Mac, yeah.
He's become like an idiom machine over the last few weeks.
Waterboarding his videos?
The marijuana comment.
Yeah.
We almost traded Will Warren for marijuana.
Amazing.
What is because of the Padre reliever.
Marijan.
Adrian Marijan. Yeah.
Yeah.
So marijuana almost came out. Yeah, so good job.
Yeah, good job. Sorry that we did not have an idioms last week. The show ended early.
Excuse me?
I'm sorry that
I just said we've done idioms every week, 37 straight weeks. You're telling me you didn't do it last week?
We didn't do it last week.
That's the first time in
this segment didn't exist. It was a Yankee Cub game.
So that's your trick out of this?
My trick out of it?
I'm not here next Friday. Is there going to be idiots with idioms? We have to deliver to the audience.
You tell me, Evan.
It's a lot of hard work.
You tell me, Evan.
There will be idiots with idioms.
Okay.
I will make sure the clips are sent and ready to go.
Were they not sent last week?
I don't recall. I plead the fifth.
Okay.
Just call me Dr. Fauci. I know. He's not the only one to do it. He's just the latest one to do it. And he did it with a pardon, which I think makes it what are we doing? You can't get in trouble. Anyhow, let's get back to your calls. 888-808-1019. Let's go to Pete in Jersey City. What's up, Pete?
Hello. Thanks for taking the call.
What's up, man?
How you doing? I'm just going to try to defend Cashman here a little bit. I feel like I'm the last one. Like the guy a while ago, he said, what does he have to do to get fired? I mean, listen, I get it. Yeah, I'm a Yankee fan. They got to win the title. I understand that. But that aside, I mean, you can't just always blame everything on Cashman, man. I mean, you look at this year. The offense has been ridiculous, but they're getting the three back. Bellinger, Stanton, and Judge. That's 3-4 runs a game.
Do we know they are?
I mean, Stanton's coming back and Belly's coming back. I mean, Judge, it seems like he's coming back. He started light baseball activities. I'm assuming they are. If they do, they got the best rotation in baseball. They got one of the best bullpens. I mean, I don't know what else, if a guy like Jazz, whose career average is 260 or whatever, is hitting 210, you can't just blame everything on Cashman. Like last year's playoffs, Rodon and Fried, they're top 5 in Cy Young voting. They get bombed in the playoffs when you need them most. And then, Cashman can't build a team. It's absurd, man. I mean, even this year, they're going to be, I get it, the Red Sox are hot, they're playing great, but I just think it's crazy to blame Cashman for every little thing. I know he's the general manager, I get that.
Yeah.
But
he's the one who's
when it's
picked
warranted,
up,
I get it, but when it's not...
But he's picked the players that have failed. He has picked Carlos Rodon with a checkered past. Okay, Max Fried, we talked about it's a bit of a mixed bag. You know when you paid him that money, it was going to be a mixed bag in the postseason. Cashman's to blame because he's not putting together the right pieces to ultimately win a championship when he has an inherent advantage over 2/3 of baseball.
I think our last caller is half right and half wrong.
Okay.
I believe that, because I've heard this around David Stearns as well, no matter what you think at the time or all the data that you had when you make a decision, when you're the GM of a team, you are judged by results.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if the decision to make this signing made all the sense in the world. If it didn't work, it's on you.
Yeah.
When our last caller says, well, how did you know Jazz Chisholm was going to suck?
Chisholm!
He's not playing well.
Right.
Cashman brought him in. That's on Cashman. Same thing with Freddie Peralta and David Stearns.
Mm-hmm.
So I will disagree. I think every player performance, ultimately, it's the player, but the GM made the decision to bring that guy in. So I'm sorry. Good or bad, because it works both ways.
Yeah.
Like when you bring up someone in a minor league deal and he turns out to have a big impact, that GM deserves credit for that too, even when you don't want to give them credit. So that part I disagree with. Here's what it comes down to with Cashman. And this is the difficult decision that Yankee fans have to wrestle with and how Steinbrenner would have to wrestle with. There is no denying that the Yankees are the most consistent winning team in baseball, and you know why that includes the Dodgers? Because the Yankees have been doing it longer. Every year, at their worst, they win in the mid-80s or in a pennant race. They haven't been under 500 since I was 8 years old.
Are you aware what the Dodgers are about to accomplish?
Yeah, I know. The most consecutive years of making the playoffs?
Yeah.
This Yankee run goes back further than that,
But
Sean.
not consecutive years making the playoffs.
Not the consecutive years making the playoffs. I just said the consecutive years of always being good. They haven't finished under 500 since the early 90s.
What's their goal? Make the playoffs?
This is the part you guys wrestle with. I'm not arguing with you.
Okay.
He's had a level of success that you have to look at and say it is impressive. It's not just easy to win games every single year, even when you have a high payroll. The thing you have to wrestle with is, when are the results good, but not good enough?
Yeah.
When do you say, yeah, you won 90 games, that's great. Yeah, you won 95 games, that's great. That's not good enough. And that's the complication on Brian Cashman. He's not a failure.
No,
he's not a disaster, but I get it. Ultimately, you win championships. And if you haven't won one in a while, there comes a point where you say, I want to make a change. Now, the risk you run into is you make a change and you end up with David Stearns. Or you make a change and you win 75 games, something you've never experienced.
Of course.
So that's why it's complicated. Like, I'll be the first to tell you, it's like debating Brian Cashman being fired or bringing him back, which will happen if the Yankees don't win a World Series this year, is one of the most complicated discussions in New York sports history. Because it is not cut and dry. It is not simple. When you crap on him, you're an idiot. But I also understand, hey, eventually you got to win. Eventually, this isn't good enough. And if the Yankees don't win the World Series this year, this will be the debate again.
Yeah, and look, to me, Brian Cashman's not a failure. The problem with Brian Cashman is when somebody has a job for that long and it doesn't feel like they're ever on the hot seat, it does allow a general manager's brain to act a little bit a different way where you are going to be, like you saw at the deadline, more hesitant to make the big-time move to put your team over the edge and kind of always have next year in your back pocket. And that's what worries me. I don't want Brian Cashman gone because I think he's a failure. I appreciate what Brian Cashman did. I want Brian Cashman gone because while there's always a risk you could be worse, I just think it's time for a new set of eyes on the organization and the organization.
There's nothing wrong with thinking that, but the results have been consistently good.
Sure.
So when I say it's more impressive than the Dodgers, I get the Dodgers have made the playoffs every year for...
Yeah.
When did that streak begin, actually?
So just do the math. What was it? It was 91 to 2005 for the Braves.
I'm talking about the Dodgers.
So I'm doing the math backwards. It's 2026.
I already have the answer.
So it's got to be
2012.
12, yeah. Okay.
They have made the playoffs every year since 2012, and they have won 90-plus games in every single one of those years. The 2020 season, they were 43-17. They would have.
And more impressive, obviously, than the Braves because they won multiple world championships.
No, it's incredible. The only reason I don't include them is that the streak of making the playoffs and being above 500 doesn't go back as far as the Yankees. That's the only reason I say that. But yes, the Dodgers have been the epitome of greatness. No questions about it. No question about it. But that's where it's tough, man. Like,
yeah. But you can't not make the move because you're scared like that. Well, what if you get David Stearns? You got to have a little confidence. If you're
I'm only using him as an example because he's in town and the Mets have a high
payroll. I totally get what you mean. But that's not a reason for me.
I'm not saying it's a reason.
It may happen, but it's not a reason.
I'm saying it's complicated. Look, this team loses in the wild card series. There's going to be a lot of that talk, and I get it. I get it, saying, hey, this ain't enough. It's a bad American League, and you got knocked out in the wild card series? Cut that crap out. I'm done with him.
Would Andy Green make sense for the Yankees to manage him next year?
Is that supposed to be funny?
No, we just talked about his attitude in the right way. What if he didn't want to manage the Mets and he got the opportunity to manage the Yankees? Would that bother you?
No.
Would you trade Andy Green for Aaron Boone? You just said.
I don't think I want either.
Okay. So by hesitating, you said the answer. You don't want Aaron Boone managing.
Nah, not really.
Even if they're a good relationship with Juan Soto?
I mean, it would continue this whole Yankee thing. Like, oh, now they got the manager.
Yeah, exactly.
David Bednar is going to set up Devin Williams.
Oh, no. Don't do that to my Bednar.
By the way, that could happen. I mean, why would that surprise anybody? Ralph's in Howard Beach. Hey, Ralph.
Hey, Evan.
What's up?
How are you? How's everything?
Pretty good, man. What's on your mind?
Good, Evan. I got a quick question. I know you're a season holder for the Mets. I'm a season holder for the Mets. But me and you are two different people in one regard. I can't go without punishing them a little bit. And I know we have the renewed portion. As a season holder, I hated what David Stearns did. I hated the direction management went. But I do kind of still want to renew. But I'm thinking of actually opting out. How should I handle this, and what do you think? What are your thoughts on this? Only because I don't want management to think it's okay to put a product like that out.
Totally.
They didn't give the fans what they wanted with Pete, and I want to punish them a little bit, but I don't know how to do it.
Are you concerned? Are your seats special to you? Like where you sit? Is it very...
I'm 316. I'm probably very in your area, so you know how good of a seat that is.
Yeah. So I'll give you the best advice I can. You can cancel and say go screw because the Mets are not going to have people beating down to get tickets coming off of this kind of season, the lockout pending. And then once you feel better, once you feel like you punished them enough, you just come back. They'll be begging for you back anyway. The risk you run into is someone takes your seats. Now, the odds are low because people aren't banging down the door for your seats, but it's a risk. So that's ultimately a decision you have to make. If you feel... You know what? I'll end up with seats no matter where it is, even if it's not mine specifically, but I want to punish this team because I am pissed off about what happened.
Stearns is a moron.
Then I say do it, but that's the only risk you got to keep in the back of your mind.
I'm fascinated now. If that situation were to happen and you're somebody in Mets ticket sales, do you have the ability as a consumer to see that those have not been sold yet? Or could the Mets lie to a consumer that already knew they canceled and be like, yeah, we're going to take your money back. We're not giving you the same seats.
Say it one more time.
Okay, when you go to buy season tickets, are you able to see what is not yet sold as a season ticket?
No, it's all mystery.
So in theory...
They could tell you they're gone.
They're gone just because they know on record that you've canceled before just to kind of stick it back to you?
They could, but I don't
think they would. I'm just curious if that could happen.
Yeah, there's never a place to see. Like, I have no idea. I've always tried to figure it out. I've never... How many season ticket holders they have. Nobody knows.
They won't open the books on that.
I don't know when tickets are available. But, like, I expanded from 2 to 4 because of my family, and I remember saying, hey, I know it's tough. I'd love to have tickets where I'm at.
Right.
Now, that didn't happen for a few years, so I didn't expand.
It was almost like a waiting list.
I waited.
To expand.
I waited, and finally a guy moved. And I was like, great. He didn't even give up. I think he moved to just a different, like, section.
Did you negotiate in the stands? Like, hey, what are you doing with these seats?
Never spoke to the guy about it. I had no idea. It was all behind the scenes. I just said, let me know when they're available.
Okay. Interesting.
But that's the risk you run into when you give up tickets.
I feel like if I was a ticket broker for a team, I'd be spiteful about that. Oh, yeah, you want to cancel?
No, I get the risk. Like, the Jets are a great example. I finally have the seats at MetLife Stadium. They're first row, 50-yard line, all the way upstairs. Like, perfect. As down as people are on the Jets, let's say they go 2-15, and I say, I want to punish them. I'm not renewing, screw you, but I'm going to come back in June. Those seats are probably going to be gone.
Yeah, for the 50-yard line, yes.
Even if the Jets aren't the hottest ticket. Right. And then I come back and they're like, yeah, third row. And I'm like, son of a...
No,
what was the point of this? I was trying to send a message. What message did I send?
Football's different because it could change on a dime any year, and the 50-yard line is different. There's only so many of those seats in any section. So, especially the first row.
So, speaking of season ticket holders, the Jets did something that the Mets are ripping off.
Okay.
So the Jets have a deal with their fans, and the Jets are not great because they offer where's my gift? Where's our gift to season ticket holders? They're sending Raider fans like all this cool stuff. I think the Giants are getting you get the gift that you get to choose. The Jets give you a coupon for a yearbook. So
a coupon for it?
It's embarrassing.
Is it a coupon or a coupon?
It's a coupon or a coupon. But they have this gimmick where they say, hey, we know you can't go to every game. Pick a game you can't go to. We'll give you your money back. Actually, we're going to put it on credit for next season.
Okay.
So they're getting you to come back, but they're giving you the money back. When the Mets sent their email a few weeks ago saying, hey, please renew, we're not raising your ticket prices, they bragged about their new offers. That's one of their new offers.
So they stole from the Jets?
They stole from the Jets.
A little different in baseball if it's one game.
No, but there's 81 home games.
That's true.
There's more games you're going to want to trade in.
True. But listen, everybody likes a little money back and a little kickback.
It's not actually money back. Money back would be them giving you actual physical
they're still
money.
going to take the money.
They're they're just saying we're going to hold it for another year. It's still better than nothing.
No, I agree. It's better than a medium Pepsi.
Yes, that's the Giants' embarrassment from a couple of years ago.
The Yankees have signed a righty hitting catcher to a minor league deal.
Did they sign that bum Mitch Garver?
They have signed Mitch Garver, 35 years old. He was released by the Mariners the day after the deadline. He's hitting 175 with a 596 OPS in 50 games this year, so he will fit right in.
Yeah, the thing about Mitch Garver is that for 3 consecutive years, not 1, not 2, for 3 consecutive years, he's been abysmal. Like, he had a great year a couple of years ago with Texas and a few years before that with Minnesota. A good year, very good year. Last year with the Mariners, 639 OPS, 209 average. The year before that with Seattle, 172 average, 627 OPS, with negative WARs in both seasons.
Yeah.
He stinks.
He does stink.
But he's a human who catches.
Yeah, and he's probably better than Ali Sanchez, even if he stinks.
And he's a right-hand hitter. And what Brian Cashman taught us is that he values Mitch Garver, because he's a righty, more than he would value Liam Hicks.
So now he has the potential to be the second Mitch to win a championship in New York this year.
I didn't even think of that because of Mitchell Robinson.
Yeah. Headline of the Post after his walk-off homer, Mitch, please.
I can't wait till next week when you leave the show for 5 days. I may listen. Did you want me to listen?
Yeah, let's do it.
It'll be a fun week, that's for sure. Good job by Alex. Who did yesterday? He did a good job, too.
Ray Jarvis.
Ray Jarvis did a good job. Tiki's back on Monday at 10 a.m. I'll see you soon. I'll see you at some point.
Yeah.
If you want to see me, go to the FAN YouTube page. There'll be a Rico.
I'll see you in 3 weeks. Goodbye.
I'll see you never. Not never. I'm not implying you're getting fired. No. Carton show's next. Enjoy your weekend. Goodbye.